Hello, Sleepy Pirate. How are you? Ooh. We've got some very nice music. I was digging through playlists, and I managed to find a really nice one that's all instrumental, and it's not going to hopefully have any weird German voices halfway through that I call funky and not English. You're good. That's good to see. You got me literally just as I started streaming, so pretty exciting. Hello. Is that KLSZZ or K capital I? I can't tell the difference between an L and a capital I these days. Also, apparently we're playing Granary in a pub. Go figure. Hey, I'm doing. Thoughts on the PewDiePie situation? I don't really have any thoughts on it at all. I think he's a man who's too big to fail, and he's gotten bored, and he's just doing random stuff because he can, just to see what happens. I don't agree with what he's doing. I think he's being a dick for the sake of it, but you know. Hello, Water. How are you? We haven't got too many friends who can join us tonight because everyone's either got Sixes or watching the Sixes, so I thought I'd have like a pub stream up for the people that don't want to watch Sixes tonight. Hello, Humby. It's going to be solo Woolen for a little bit for tonight though. I think Dan might join us in like an hour, but I'm not sure if he actually will. We'll have to see. Hello, King of Shells. We'll also just like, we're not going to worry too much about being all tryhardy and fraggy. We're going to have a chill evening with the shooty and stuff. You should care about Sixes, but you don't. But like, Sixes is very cool and important, but like, literally all of the streams tonight seem to just be like the Sixes pre-season or Cadus, and I think Cadus is, according to Daniel, Cadus is talking about why 7 aren't playing next season. So if you're not following the Sixes, I can't imagine it will be cool. But Cadus is normally when he's doing like pugs and stuff, I can understand it being quite fun. But I didn't really follow what he was talking about. Hello, Bum. It's been a while. How are you, Bum? I haven't seen you in, it's been like a couple of weeks. Quick question, why do you only so many points in Soldier? We don't know. It's been like that for a really long time. If you go back and look at like any video or any VOD I've ever done, it's always had that, even for the last like couple of years, my Soldier's always had like 2,000 or... yeah, like he's always had loads and loads and loads of points, and we haven't worked out why. What I think it is like we went on some weird shitty glitched server, like an MG server that was broken, and it just skewed everything horribly. Because I think Porky has like 2 years in Medic because he joined the server and it screwed up his hours, so that's all I can assume it is. It's a really specific number, but I don't know where it came from. As far as I know, it's always been there. Hello Zone and Percula and Rock. We don't have anyone in Mumble tonight. Yeah, well, we'll have to see. If like Glyra hasn't been online all day, so maybe he'll pop in later to be able to see. Hello, Frapple. Ooh, I'm really hoping there'll be no vocals, because this playlist so far has been like just non-stop bangers, which are the best kind of all of bangers. Well, that's alright. Maybe it's not the best idea to be warming up on Sniper, considering I've just kind of been sitting in all day, not really doing a great deal. Maybe I should be playing Soldier or something, but it doesn't matter too much, I think. We could always try and like I mean, because like there's scouts and medics and stuff, maybe we should be playing like, we can play Pyro. I don't normally play Pyro at the start, do I? We can have like the degreaser and all that. Yeah. We can use the flare gun to be extra wild. Your PC broke so you haven't played any games. Oh. Was it the PC that you built yourself, or was it like an old laptop or something? Like, you're going to be able to replace it? Have you replaced it? Etc. All by yourself. All by myself. Oh no. Your reflects have been a bit off today. Well. So are mine, apparently. I thought that was going to be like a really easy reflex, and instead the box grew a grenade launcher. Most terrifying of situations. I've always had a bit of difficulty in like the close range, trying to tiredly reflect the grenade launcher. I don't know what it is, but like, something in my brain just doesn't get the timing. If I'm just a little bit tired, it's just enough to completely offset me. Like this distance, everything's like totally fine. Like we can play pyro tennis with this pyro. If that soldier wants to shoot us another rocket, maybe? Maybe not. Hey, I actually hit a guy with a flare gun. Look at that. Amazing. You wanna... No? You're gonna shoot a rocket at me? No? You think the soldier would be hungry? He didn't even notice us. Shoot. He doesn't even know I'm here. I just want to be his friend and he's running off. It's horrifying. You can fix it by going into recovery tools, but you haven't gone around to it yet. Okay then, so it's like it's a software thing. It's not a it's not like you've frizzled the hard drive or something. You should know the range of where you're not comfortable. You'd think, like, I don't know, I've played a lot of Pyro. Like, it's definitely either my most or second most played class. Like, my current stats will say Spy's my most by, like, 1,400 hours. But I used to reset my stats every year, and I've had this game for 6 years. I think I only stopped resetting my stats, like, 4 years ago or something. So for the first couple of years I played the game, I had, like, 3,000 hours in pubs. I'm pretty sure most of those were on Pyro. So, like, I've gotten pretty good over time, I think. Like, I played Pyro in Prem and Plat and all that, and done fairly decently well for what you'd expect a spy main to do. It's just, when I'm tired, I just can't think. What are my thoughts on Radiohead? I love Radiohead. We had a streamer like a while ago, a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago, where we listened to them on Hightower. It was very enjoyable. But I typically, when I'm streaming at least, I try to keep away from music that would normally be copyrighted, just in case people want to watch the VODs. Plus, I just like Toho music a lot. Oh, that's a shotgun. You see, that's the secondary we should be using, but, you know. I do miss the days of flare punching pyros. It was always really satisfying to see the ones that were running shotgun, and just to go into their face and kill them with the flare gun as pyro. Favorite album? I'm awful when it comes to like album names and artist names. The most I could say is that if you put a Radiohead song in front of me, I'll probably be able to say that it's by Radiohead and that I enjoy it. Other than that, I can't really give you much info, unfortunately. I was one of the kinds of people who, I used to only have like, I used to just have random songs by like 1 or 2 bands on my MP3 player. So as a result, I wouldn't exactly be reading who they were by. I just know that it was song number like 10 or whatever, and that I enjoyed it. Like, I'm trying to think, there was another band, Sugar Rush, I think, like no one seemed to know about, but my sister gave me a disc for. And they had like a really good song, and I think it was like number 11 or something. Wow. What a situation we found ourselves in. You heard there were men here. Hello, Cole. Those were the names. You miss playing CSGO, to be honest, but the only reason you want to fix it is because of schoolwork. Like, yeah, like video games and stuff aside, it is useful to have a PC in these days, so at least you can do your work. It's a bit difficult to do, like, assignments and stuff when you've only got, like, your phone. I imagine you have to go into, like, your own break time and lunchtime and stuff and do it in the library. It would be a bit of a pain. I just saved that guy's life. Oh, he stopped because of the teleporter. I just hold down left click, yeah. The flare gun's not very good. It's really, really bad. What is this gateway timeout in the middle of the screen? There's nothing on the video preview for me. I think it might be your internet. Try just refreshing, see if that fixes it. Gateway timeout would normally be... What would normally cause it? It would just be an internet connection issue. I can't imagine what else it would be. I don't think it being filtered would have that message show up. Oh. Yeah. Can I have this health? Thank you. There's like a terrifying engineer overextending and killing people. But I can't do anything about him because I don't have a shotgun. Oh wait. Oh, I can shoot like 30 damage to a mini.
Hello,
Hey, Lifemar. Takes 4 flare guns to kill a mini. How are you, Lifemar? You'll always be here to say hello.
I think I have Mumble muted. One second.
I think you do. What on earth are you trying to do? Soldier,
Okay,
shoot one
we
more
go.
rocket. How are you, Lifemar?
I am very well.
Oh, that was cool.
I got in the top 10,000 last night.
Yee! Your Osu rank has increased.
Yeah!
You
I went up
pleased with
1,000 ranks last night.
You went with 1,000
Yeah,
ranks at
very pleased.
Osu. That is good.
Yeah,
Best square
over 2 songs.
Good sleep song. It is good sleep song.
Because I got a 297 PP play and then a
Yeah, you've been
296.
getting a lot of like borderline 300s lately. One of your overweights is buggy. Oh, do you know what it might be?
I don't know. I'm kind of irritated because
that's OBS. No, that's scrap.tf maybe. Sorry, go on.
But last night, well, the 297 PP score had a slider break.
Streamlabs.
And if it
That's
didn't, it would have
Streamlabs.
easily
Streamlabs
been
is
like
dead.
110 or higher.
There we go. You can get rid of that.
Or 310 or higher.
Yeah. What are your like? How many like 200 to 300 PP plays do you have now?
I don't have any 300s.
No, 200 to 300 is in 201 to 299. Like
Oh,
6-star full combos roughly. Like, is it a lot now? It's not just like your top 3.
Oh, I have 3 like, or I have 2 6-star FCs and then that one like slider break.
Wait, you only have 2 6-star FCs. How are your other? Where are you getting your other like high 200 PP scores from? Is it just accuracy on low?
5-star.
5 stars.
Yeah.
I've just been trying to learn hard.
It's like high 5 stars, but yeah. I mean, technically, Hitori Goto is 6 stars, but that's double time.
Yeah, it counts.
I guess 3.
It's like AR. It's AR10, isn't it? Which you don't normally play.
Yeah, it's AR10.
Well, there you go then.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And it was like 99.55.
Hello,
it was like 2 100s.
I've been wondering lately if I should just sit down and farm a bunch of early 6-star songs just to get a bunch of PP, but it's never really something I thought I wanted to do. Fancy setup. Ooh. Like, I'm a big fan, like, all of my scores are exponentially better the higher up you get, because I always try to, like, once I get a 300 PP score, I'll just try and get a 350 PP score. I won't try and get a bunch of them. So, like, whenever I look at a map and it says, oh, you know, you'll get 200 PP for this, I'm like, oh, well, that's stupid. I want to get at least, like, 350 for a 99% ank. Because I know I won't get that. But, like, you know, whenever I'm like, oh, is this map worth farming hard rock on? Even if it says, you know, 250 PP for full combo, I'm like, oh, that's too easy. That means I might actually be able to reach it, realistically. And if I can realistically reach it, it means I'm playing the wrong map.
Like, I remember not too long ago, I was looking at my, at my plays, and my lowest PP play was, like, 130, 120 or something like that, and now my lowest play is 185.
That's pretty good.
And over half of my players are over 200 PP, and that's really cool.
Nice. You miss when games worried about good code. CSGO, apart from netcode, is trash tier. But CSGO does have really good netcode. Now that they've fixed the hitboxes and added bubbles, it's like, for the most part, if you hit someone in CSGO, you hit them. Which is like, while it shouldn't... I just got caught in a wall. I felt like I just... Do you remember LifeMar? You know the pyro mechanic where you could air blast, you could ground stall, you could air blast them from above and get them to start? I just got air blasted into this, like, pillar here, and I felt like I was ground stalled, and I was like, oh my god, what? I'm wondering, because
I just saw that.
I'm pretty good at double time. I'm wondering how many, like, 250 PP scores I could just, like, farm. Because, like, they're basically just 4-star songs in double time half the time, aren't they? I always try and play, like, the highest difficulty. But I never try, like, the top 4 difficulties, even though I'm pretty sure they're all worth, like,
well, the thing about
PP.
Those kind of difficulties, though, is that, like, if you aren't getting, like, 90.
No, but those are the only maps I can get accuracy in.
Oh, nice.
Like, the,
But the...
Yeah, go on, man.
The reason I've been, like, playing, like, almost exclusively really long maps recently, because I have not touched any double time or
when console games are actually worried about
month.
saving disk space. Oh, yeah.
And the reason I'm doing that is so I can gain consistency, so that I can just, like, once I get my 300 PP play, I'm just gonna farm the absolute shit out of, like, TV size stuff, and, like,
I can't play long maps
crazy.
because, like, I get in my head, I say, I can't, there's no, I shouldn't be able to complete this, so then I, like, force myself to lose my combo. So unless the map's
but, like,
physically fun, I can't. If it's just a normal OSU map and it's really boring, I'm just like, well, this combo is just, like, it doesn't feel like it's been earned. Whereas if I got a full combo on, like, Toho Tosen with Hidden Hard Rock, I'd be like, hey, this is solid. I'd be enjoying hitting each of the beats rather than just feeling like it's getting really monotonous. And I feel like on most maps that are sub 6.5 star that are really long, most of them, some of them are great, but most, like, really long maps that are sub that just tend to have loads of really monotonous copy-pasted sections, and I'm like, well, I don't want to do this. That's why I like Skystar, because, like, all of his placement is always, I know they're really, really stupid half the time, or, like, they're really hard to hit. I love it because I'm always on the edge, and I really like that. I like, because, like, if I'm playing his map and I pass a section, I'm like, oh wow, I passed that section. So when you pass the whole map, it's that added up. I enjoy it. Yeah, CSGO is awful UI now. They removed HUDs. They used to have HUDs on launch, and they got rid of them.
Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say.
You like OSU?
Oh yeah. OSU is almost entirely a mind game whenever you're trying to get FCs.
It is a mind game, yeah.
Because, like, what I actually had to do is I had to look at the game and go, like, actually, no, I looked at my profile and then I saw that I have, like, almost 550 hours in the game, and like 35,000 plays.
You've got
and
double
like,
my hours, yet realistically, if we both farmed, our PP scores wouldn't be that dissimilar, which is depressing because you're definitely a lot better than me at Osu. It's just the way that it seems to work.
I disagree with that. I think that if I farmed, I'd be like around 7,000 maybe.
You reckon?
Yeah, like
wait. What's the PP you can? Wait, what's the PP you'd get if you had 250 plays for everything? Because I could get 250 plays on everything if I just played double time all the time, right?
Most of my FCs are done within under 10 plays.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I'm trying to think though, because like I'm very good at like really short aiming maps. I feel like it wouldn't be that hard for me to get between 200 and 300 on most things.
I'm good at really long aiming maps.
Yeah, I can't do the long thing.
So like, my logic is that since I'm good at longer ones, I can just go back and effortlessly FC the short ones because they're just pretty much the same things but shorter.
Oh, you reckon? So like you play, you play like Ribbon on full size, and then you go back and play TV size after you full comboed it. I don't know if you
Yeah, pretty much.
Good to be here again.
Or like, you know that like group of 5.9 star maps that give a lot of PP and they're just jump maps?
Oh, what, like knee socks?
Yeah, like there's knee socks and there's
Lima.
I hate Lima.
Because he's your good diamond.
Yeah, that's a double time map though, and it doesn't really give all that much PP.
No, it doesn't have to be. The final difficulty doesn't have to be double time. It's like 8.5 stars in double time.
Yeah.
Cold Green Ice. I really want to be able to beat Cold Green Ice double
like
time. It's really fun.
5.9 star maps, like almost 6 star, but it's like this little cluster of maps that just give a fuckload of PP.
Yeah, I could play those.
But they're just like,
I'm really good at final
jump maps. Like the mirror versus I know scenario thing, like that map.
Oh, what, the Cancol maps?
I guess so. The ones that's like
yeah, that's Cancol.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boats.
But like the maps around that area are just they give a lot of PP.
They do, yes. But I don't like them because they're sub 6 star. And they're not mechanical maps. If they're sub 6 star, they have to be like a Sky Star map or something that's like really hard to jump.
And like a Sation, like the FICO map.
Sation.
It's like
I like No Title. No Title's fun.
yeah, it's another one that's in there.
It's a fun with hard road.
It's a bunch of. It's just like this cluster of TV size maps that just have really stupid jumps at the end.
Yeah, I like maps that are Greynat, where the whole thing is just jump maps. I really like them. Greynat's not a PP farm map though, because it's hard. It's like 40 seconds of really, really hard jumps. And you know, TV size maps you don't like because the last 5 seconds. Yeah, but High Tie's a cool song. I'm thinking of Hime. I'm thinking of Hime. I don't know. High Tie is like stupid.
I hate Hime too.
High Tie
also,
is
I just realized
yes.
within the past 5 days, I've gotten 3 290 PP plays.
Yes.
And I now have no 280 PP plays. I just went from the 270s to the 290s. I
think my score's like 200, 250, like 280 or whatever that, was it 260? It might only be 260. Whatever the
oh yeah, you had a higher PP play than I did for a while.
I mean, if I went back and played Bravely You twice, like a couple hundred times more and got the same combo but a higher accuracy, it would be over 300.
Yeah. That's another map that like, I just did not want to farm because
10.3.
Yeah, well, the thing about it though is that like if I played it enough times, I could memorize that map and play it.
Don't memorize it, just learn high AR.
No, I can't learn high AR. It's not that easy. Like
I'm gonna learn AR 11 one day, and I'm gonna become the world's greatest Osu player. Watch out.
Have fun with that.
40-second long maps where you have like 5 milliseconds to hit the beat, and you die if you miss 2 notes. That's the world I want to live in. Osu needs more English. There's plenty of English Osu songs. There's pretty much everything
like
fishy fat maps. Yeah. If you like rock, there's like 1,000 million Toho maps that are just rock. Osu's not an underground to my knowledge.
I should really record my
Osu just means like go, doesn't it?
that I got on Virgin Code, because that is such a fucking good map, and I genuinely can't believe
Which one? The really long one?
They're both really long. It's Genesis.
I'm thinking of the one that's like 6 point something, really high star rating.
Yeah, the one that Cook Easy did was 6.7. The one that I did was
like
6.7. 6.05. Yeah, but still, like it's a hard map because it's like it's long. It's long.
Guy plays 133 PP. You just gotta practice, man.
It's Virgin Code.
Yay.
It's long.
Oddly sexual undertones sound nice. I'm pretty sure Osu is just like let's go or something, or like let's play.
Oddly sexual undertones. Oh my god, that's beautiful.
Osu's like, you say like, yeah, like yes, or like let's go, isn't that? That's what it is, right? It's like a...
Yeah, like, it's mostly a karate thing. Like, your sensei would tell you something and you just go, oh.
Like, it's like, yeah.
Yeah. Also, most of the people that have FCs on Virgin Code are like...
Much better than
both
of us.
Less than 2,000 rank? What the fuck?
That dragon guy that we talked to is ranked like 2,000.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah.
Also, that kind of happened.
He was talking to him and he said he was
bad
at Hard Rock, and he just casually went into like a 6.9 star map with a full com. Or like he had like a 99% accuracy with one miss, and he was like, "Oh, wasn't that good?" And I said, "Man, you need to stop this. Immediately stop this."
What was that map? Oh yeah, the Aeolus map. It's like,
hello.
I'm not gonna try and pronounce that, but like I got
And give it your best go.
I got rank 99 like on the map, and there is.
I don't like how there's like a demo map
nobody
shooting stickies from
higher rank than I am on the top 100 of that map.
Wait, did you look through the top 100?
Yeah, I have like a plugin that shows the ranks of everyone in the top 100 for some reason, on top of doing a bunch of other things.
Okay. I normally only have the local rankings on, and I only recently turned it on global
OC
because yeah, I have OC Plus. It just doesn't work for me. What was I going to say? Remember, we tried to get it working, and it was like you have to input your key, and I couldn't find the key, and it wouldn't let me generate one.
Hi, Porky.
Is this Peter?
No.
Hi.
Go away.
My second favorite Englishman.
Really? You wouldn't put like TK above him?
Oh, is TK English?
TK's very English.
Okay, my third favorite Englishman.
I mean,
You're
there's
my
like
least
several
favorite
people that are
American.
better. How many Americans do you know other than like him and Chicobo? Though?
Quite a few.
You know Americans?
Yep.
What a worldly man you are.
I know, man.
Mr. Worldwide.
Is that Eminem? Who's Mr. World? It was Eminem, right?
And that's a Pitbull.
Or is it Pitbull that's Mr. Worldwide?
Yeah, I thought you were trying to say meme, but like weirdly.
No, I actually don't remember half of these like
Yeah, it was
rapping
Pitbull.
memes.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to rap. I just saw the meme and I saw that he was a bald-headed, very ugly man, and I was like, that's Pitbull.
Pitbull's like a good rapper though, isn't he?
No.
I thought people
no,
like Pitbull.
No. They do.
No, people like Eminem. People don't like Pitbull.
Yeah.
Because Eminem's cool.
Eminem, like, very, very cleverly writes his lyrics.
He's the one white man that can rap. That's the meme, isn't it?
Yeah, and not only that, but he's better than most of the other ones.
Yeah. He still writes songs rather than just yells into a beat.
Well, he yells, but he yells very cleverly.
It's a song. It's not like mindless putting
his songs
words
tell
together.
a story.
Yeah, some of them are very depressing. There was one he was talking about like a mother and his daughter and how he left them, and I was like, oh, that's very, very sad.
I think that's When I'm Gone.
I think it's When I'm Gone. I only know it because it was remixed with the ending of Clannad, and it made me really sad. It was like the ultimate like depression song. It's like Dango, Dango, Dango. Also like Your Mum Left You. It's like, well, poor Eminem. Oh god, he's switched to the shotgun because he doesn't want to shoot rockets at me. This angers me. Shoot one, I dare you. Shoot another one, I dare you. Just keep. I've got no ammo. Never mind, I've got the flare gun. Wait, just keep shooting. Like rockets or something. I need. That'll do. I just need more ammo. I really like this degreaser enough is actually making it hard for me. I just killed 2 people with a direct hit, like splash damage from a crypt. Well, nice Porky. Play degreaser reserve shooter. I'm not going to reuse the reserve shooter. I have some hope for humanity. Is Pitbull not a rapper? I don't think I've ever listened to Pitbull, and if I have, it will have been in like a remix or something.
Would technically be called a rapper, but like all he does is get samples, play the same
is he one of
samples over
those?
again,
But he's just very
and then
famous.
Then he says words, and then the sample plays for another like 45 seconds, and then he says a couple of words again, and then the song ends.
That's reflect. I don't know a lot about rap. Like old hip hop, I knew a fair bit about one time, and that's about it. It's because DAE 90s music is so good, etc. But like genuinely, kind of is. 90s hip hop was like solid.
Risque Rosen says in his earlier stuff, he also talked about killing either his wife or mom. Fun guy. Yeah, that was the Eminem song called Kim,
Watch out, Porky.
about killing his wife Kim.
Is his wife called
Chase
Kim?
me, chase me.
Yeah, well,
Okay, I'm chasing you, but there's a
When he had
pirate
a
with a
wife.
shotgun next to me.
Yeah.
I can't reflect into these 8 shotgun users. And then some guy walks up to me and kills both of us with a direct hit. In some of his earlier stuff, yeah. But Eminem, like, I don't know, I thought he was pretty good. He's, you know. A lot of music is just men trying to be rich and famous, and then some music is men trying to be rich and famous while telling a story, and I like the telling a story part. Oh, this is a saucy Tyranny.
okay, so...
He just killed P. Diddle.
I'm just on the video for Kim by Eminem, and there's this comment, it's funny, because it was like, it said, Dre was probably in the studio listening to this, like, this is some white people shit. Because, like, the song literally starts out with, like,
What the fuck did you
him
get?
talking to his daughter, like, tucking her into bed, and then he abruptly goes to screaming at his wife, saying, shut the fuck up, bitch, you don't want this kid to see what I'm about to do to you. Like, okay.
That's wild.
And then the song, like, goes on about, like,
Do you answer the
stuffing her in a
question?
trunk
Is
and
it Wooly?
slitting her throat. And it's very,
Woolen-
very horrible.
Woolly San.
Like, it stirred up a
What
lot
on
of, it ruffled a lot of feathers.
Yeah. But that's because he wrote something with a bit of meaning to it, but it just, the
About
meaning was
killing
very...
his fucking wife.
Yeah, the meaning was very controversial, but at least it was the fact that there was anything to talk about at all. A lot of songs you can't talk about them at all because it's talky.
Yeah, exactly.
Stop this immediately. Oh, you're not Porky, you're Flora.
And plus, in his defense, that was so Eminem kind of has he has 3 different personas that he does while doing music. He has Slim Shady, which is
yes, I'm
just,
the real Slim Shady.
which is just like, haha, I'm funny, I'm making dick jokes. You don't want to fuck with me, I'm Dick
It's
Man.
the real Slim Shady.
And then he
Would
has,
the real Slim Shady please stand up? Is the real question.
Haha. And then he has Eminem,
Be more of a
which
pop
is just
singer.
like dark.
Hey, Matt
what
Winks.
the fuck? Okay, that's kind of freaky. And then there's Marshall Mathers, which is just like When I'm Gone or something like that, where it's just like I'm
Depressing.
gonna sing about something that's very sad and close to my heart.
Yeah. Or you could just scream about how bad the ghetto is,
Yeah,
but
that
without
too.
having
That
ever
always
lived in the
works.
ghetto.
Oh, he's lived in the ghetto.
No,
He
but
is the ghetto.
I feel like there may or may not be a lot of musicians who speak about the
yeah,
ghetto,
definitely,
despite living in middle-class white suburbia.
Actually, in the
Come
movie
at me,
8 Mile, like Eminem like got on somebody for doing that.
What, because they were pretending to be in the ghetto and everyone found it incredibly
Yeah.
offensive because it's actually a
Like-
horrible place to live, full of gang violence.
Yeah, like he was, they were doing a rap battle, and the guy was like, this dude's name's Clarence, he's not a thug or something like that, I don't know. He went to
Vincent.
Cranbrook, that's a private school.
That's
Just
true.
kind of tore him apart for being a halfway crook, as he put it.
A half-weight crook.
Halfway.
A half-weight crook. Wonderful.
Ooh.
What a world it is.
You're not a real criminal, I am.
Your
You're an
name
upstanding
begins...
citizen, not me.
Yeah.
You suck.
I'm way cooler than you because my past was
I break
cooler and
laws.
darker.
Fuck yeah.
The law,
I'm edgy, so
more
I'm
like
cooler.
no thank you. Am I right?
Haha.
Hey, look. Did you go second?
God, ever since I started talking to you, I
Japanese music
actually
is just
do that
boxes.
in
Yeah,
real
we
life
can't do
now. Like,
anything
just,
about it.
just make that noise.
There we go.
I don't think that it's a bad thing.
Overtime.
Sorry for you for making that noise.
Overtime. Overtime. Overtime.
Woolen, I
Oh,
demand a refund
For one.
for, I want my life back.
For one.
Making me say things like, haha, and oh,
Ooh!
yeah.
Ha
Except I don't put as much enthusiasm into it because you suck my life away.
ha!
Stop.
You're killing me, Woolen. I'm dying.
Oh, we're so wild and relatable and wacky. Please love us.
Hee ha ha ha.
Hello, Tactic.
I'm a healthy human.
Your hair turns into a hat at 360p, the upside of having a shit connection. Hey, I like hats.
The classic wild Woolen sounds.
I may or may not just subjected everyone to really loud drinking noises, and I apologize for that. Unless you're into that.
Are you
Good man,
drinking some
kinda.
Guinness?
I'm drinking water. I haven't had alcohol for like
Ooh.
2 months.
Water. Ooh.
Not that I'm against alcohol, I've just not been in the mood for it.
Fair enough. At least you're not just drinking because you have alcohol.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do that because it's expensive, and I'm more stingy with money than I am about any other part of my personality.
That's good.
Like, I could buy a life-size Hakurei Reimu plush for $1,500 US, plus 7-week shipping and 73 pounds shipping from Japan. Even though I want that, I don't think I can afford it, and it's probably not the best
Fucking
idea.
weirdo, dude.
Are you sure?
You want that in your life?
You don't want a life-size Hakurei Reimu plush?
No, I don't.
But it's all chibi and got a giant head. And little
Jama
daisy
does
eyes.
what Nintendo don't.
That's a bit weird, dude.
Oh god, hello. I have a little friend, hello.
I like
It's
friends.
Ethics. Hey, Ethics. Ooh, you're calling you Wooly-san from now on because San needs Miss. Does San? Doesn't have to be. I think San's just a polite way to talk to someone older than you, isn't it? Or more important? Because you can have you can have older male Sans, can't you? I don't know a lot about like Japanese naming suffixes. Apologize, it's not something I've done any research into at all.
I would literally like unfriend you and disown you if
Can
you
you
actually knew
choke
that
on
shit.
water live on stream? I could. I mean, I've nearly choked several times on the stream, but like, that's mostly just me to being an idiot and not knowing how to consume like biscuits. That's why I've stopped eating. Every time I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have a nice biscuit to keep me going, it ends up like killing me. I'm like, oh god. I tried to eat it quietly and then like bits of biscuit just slowly dissolve my brain matter, and it's really not a good look.
Oh my.
Nothing like having your brain slowly removed by
A biscuit.
McVitie's Corporation. I'm stuck because I have no ammo. I have no ammo and I cannot air blast. That's a reference to I have no mouth and I cannot scream. It's a horror. Is it a book? I'm pretty sure it's a book. It's a novel. Virgin Media can actually stream this 720 without stuttering. How is everyone finding the stream? Like, we're not having any, like, there's not forcing everyone to watch it in source and the audio isn't awful, right? I haven't asked about the audio in a while.
I'm being
Honorifics.
forced to watch in 160p.
Hello, Kavik. You're watching in 1080p. Okay, because I still don't know why. I haven't found out why that one stream was just enforced in source for no reason. They've let to tell me why. Stop pistoling me with your pistol. That's not okay.
Lewd.
Is it possible to get down here without hurting yourself? Yes, it is. I just normally jump down and end up dying.
Ooh. So since you want to make a Woolly Strats like a normal emote if you get partner,
Yeah.
make
didn't
a
die.
Woolly Smug Rainbow, the $10.
A Woolly Smug Rainbow. You want me to
Yeah.
have a...
Just a fucking clone of it, but in a different color palette. It's totally worth the money.
Oh, a rainbow, not as in like a Kappa Pride emote, just as in like a higher quality butter knife.
No. I meant like just a Woolly Gold Smug, but instead of it being gold, it's just rainbow because that's cool, right?
I don't know actually. I haven't seen many rainbow emotes at all.
I'm just kidding. That's a horrible idea. Don't do that.
Go back on yourself like that. Like, it was a
I mean,
horrible idea and
maybe-
you should always regret what you say, but...
Don't go back on yourself, but I'm gonna go back on myself on that.
I have
But
no mouth and I cannot scream is a biological fact. I have no mouth and I must scream is the title of the book. Oh, there you go then. San is for Mr. and Miss. Yeah, I thought it was just someone that was, like, more important than you. Yeah.
But yeah, I think that maybe a rainbow emote would be neat, but I don't know what it would be.
I don't just want to do a copy and paste, because then that would mean for $25 tier
Yeah.
people, the rainbow one wouldn't have any use, really.
Yeah,
No way.
exactly. But like what I mean is like just a different emote, but maybe rainbow.
You
I don't
think-
know. That's just an idea.
Not a woolly wifey.
Ooh, a woolly wifey's good.
That would
No, a woolly
probably
Lulu
get me
pretend.
banned off Twitch. Just a woolly,
woolly
just
Lulu.
nothing but a woolly. Just the word a woolly, and the emote is just blank.
Since you'll be partner, you
blank
can like
emote.
change it from a woolly to just
The wool.
wool.
Yeah.
Ooh, then if you change it to wool, then just name a woolly wave to wool higher.
Yeah, I was going to do that. It was originally going to be called
Okay,
Wool
good.
Hayo.
Yeah.
We could have Wool Hayo.
I don't know.
Wool
like,
budget
you said
chicken.
it once, but I'm starting to agree. A woolly wave just grown on me.
A
man.
woolly wave is so growing.
My woolly wave grows.
I'm going to just leave you in a bit of deathly silence for a second, though. Ecuador is over that way. Oh boy. Too bad you're not
I think
Irish.
it's
You could have done a
funny that
leprechaun with a rainbow
Ecuador
emote.
is located on the equator, and it sounds pretty much like equator.
I think that was probably thought out.
It probably was.
I mean, if I had a country on the equator, I'd probably call it that. I don't know, like, I think like a lewd emote or something is like a fine for a $10 tier, because it's something
a
rare.
lewd would be just so good.
I just think butter knife is something that everyone needs to have access to in their lives.
Yeah, like it's just such a good universal tweet that, or tweet? What?
What?
Emote
What
that doesn't
tweet?
get used enough. I don't
You've
know.
been on Twitter lately?
I was, but like I didn't have my Adderall this morning, so I'm a little scatterbrained. But
Well, I roll.
my Adderall.
Oh yeah, you're American.
Yeah. What do you guys call it over there?
I think we still have Adderall. We just don't tend to give it out. Like, it's kind of hard to get prescription drugs in the UK.
Is it? Huh. Because
I mean,
just
it's
kinda
not.
throw the shit around
It's
over
not
here.
kind of hard, but it's like they don't just.
It's like you have to actually be ill to get.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I am okay.
Yeah, but like in the UK, or at least in the world, there's a lot of people who are inverted commas diagnosed with stuff like ADHD,
it's
and
really
they're
bad over
not
here.
really, or it's on a spectrum and they have a really weak version of it that doesn't actually require medication. But they give the
Exactly.
same amount of medication to people that have it badly to people that barely have it. In the UK, you have to be at like a certain level mostly. I'm sure some
Like,
doctors
for
will just
me,
give it
like,
to you.
I genuinely feel uncomfortable going out in public without it because I just like it's one. Adderall, like it
helps you
helps
subtract.
it helps my ADHD so that I can actually focus, and being able to focus lets me focus on not twitching from Tourette's. So it's kind of really helpful for me. So I don't really like going out in public without it.
That's fair enough. I'm just weird and I just kind of avoid people, so it works for me.
Yeah, I do too, but I have to go to school, so.
Aha! Oh, by the way, I did the calculations. I don't know how I feel about it. I pay over 9 grand for uni a year. I only have 20 weeks of uni in a year, and I only have 3 hours of uni a week. So I'm paying
3 a week.
Yeah.
3?
I'm paying like £150 an hour to go to university.
What the fuck? Why do you only have 3 hours a week?
Because I have 3 modules and each of them is an hour long. Or maybe I have 4 hours a week.
Don't you mean a day?
No. I go in 3 days a week. Sorry, no, I'm wrong. Sorry, I have 4 hours a week. Each module is 1 hour. Each
Why wouldn't you
module
just, do like a
you
bunch of
get-
hours a week and then get it all knocked out in like a year?
I don't know, actually. It's called double boxing in A levels when you do stuff like that. And basically, I do 4 modules a semester, and I only do 1 hour for each semester a week. So I do 4 hours a week. So it's like £150 for like an hour of C++ or whatever. It's expensive. Welcome to like
Yeah, it's a little expensive.
debt. Wait, Porky, do you get more than 1 hour per module? Do you get like 2 hours?
Yeah, I have like 3 to 4 hours of lectures a day, depending on
Wait,
the day.
all of your days is it like school for you? Like, do you have to go in every day?
Well,
Last
it's just on
semester I only
campus,
went
so
in.
it's like-
Oh yeah, you were at a on-campus thing. I used to.
Over in America, it's like 6 hours a day or something like
So
that,
like-
sometimes more. Like
so
it's
like-
actual school.
Yeah, no, you're. Oh no, because I was going to say you're thinking of college. You're thinking of university as well.
I'm just thinking of college.
College is a bit more like school, but university specifically is. My university, I only ever do 1 hour for each module, so I'm only in 3 days a week
Stupid.
Wow.
for 10 weeks a year.
What are you even? How are you even learning anything?
What is that noise? What is what noise? What do you mean? How am I learning anything? Because I'm doing
Yeah.
programming and it's pretty easy to get a grasp of. Once you've done it once, it's basically just syntax. They're just teaching us a bunch of bits of different syntaxes and giving us a job at the end. Hopefully.
If I was good at math, I'd love to get into programming.
I'm awful at maths and I'm good at programming.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I like practical things, and I know maths is the
I
most
do
practical
too.
subject, but I'm just for some reason I can't wrap my head around it a lot of the time because it's abstract puzzling.
Why
And
are
it's
we
not
so
fun abstract
similar? What the fuck?
We're basically the same. We're basically
Yeah,
the
we're
same
just
person.
the same person. It's-
I mean,
it's-
one of us likes farming really hard maps that they can barely pass until they can pass a slightly harder map, and the other one likes playing the same map over and over and over again that are also fairly difficult at a base level. What was I going to do there? Oh yeah, I tried to fail and you tried to pass, that's it. That's what I'd say. Because I realised
No,
that whenever I'm like life map, play this map, it's fun, and if you get below 90% accuracy, you just quit without even trying to pass it, and it makes me upset. Because all I want to do is pass. I don't give a crap about my accuracy on like 500 terrors. It's like a 7.5 star song. Who cares? It upset
like,
me. I
played
wanted you
through
to play
500
fun
terrors
maps.
and like I got like an A on it, but I was
Yeah.
like, I didn't get a good combo. This fucking sucked.
That makes me upset.
Worst
I just want to
performance
pass
ever.
fun maps. Pass Packet Hero.
And I want to like
Ruthless.
FC good maps.
Yeah, I think it's just I don't care about it as a rhythm game. I used to play it for warm-up. As a result, I didn't know what PP or accuracy or any of this meant for a really long time. So it's ingrained in me, and I just basically use it to try and... Well, basically just as game practice. Like, there was a really old, I guess it's still going around, it's like a Russian web app where you just click circles over and over again. And that's what I used to play before Osu.
Like Dagobah or something like that?
Something, I mean, it's old. There's plenty of versions since.
Was it like where you break plates or something like that and your cursor turns invisible?
Original one was Bubbles, but there is a plate baiting version of it. Basically, I went from that to Osu. After seeing people on Steam play Osu all the time and wondering what it was, I eventually was like, okay, I'll give that a go. And then I was like, oh, it's this, but with music. So that's all I've ever really considered it, is like an aim warm-up. So as a result, I've always just played Osu to try and pass the hardest maps possible, rather than trying to get a full combo. And then as a result of that, I can go back and play easier maps and get a good score on them, but it just doesn't feel the same half the time.
Yeah, when I was introduced to Osu, I saw my older brother play it, and he played Tier Rain easy, and I was like, holy shit, that looks hard. And then he showed me Cook Easy, and I was like, I want to do that one day. So I've just been like, just destroying my hands for the past like year.
Yeah.
And I still can't do that.
Osu's a great game of, wow, that guy's really good, I bet I can do that. You play it for like 2 years, it's like, well, I'm better than I was, but I still can't do that. Time freeze still looks as impossible as it always has. I can really good at ADing in TF2 now, look at this. 400 BPM ADing in TF2 is the most useful thing. What do you mean? Wait, what, you only have 3 modules? And I do 4 modules. I have 4 modules a semester, I got that wrong. It's because one of the modules is always like a role. Like, it's always like business studies, or like how to work in a group. So it's like, it's a module, but it's not really, you know. Still an hour, I guess I have to go in. What's that noise every time you shoot your flamethrower? It's Horror from Nuclear Throne, so I guess you're not far off by saying it's a dying Pokemon. Which surprises me that there's not a Pokemon mod that adds in a bunch of Nuclear Throne characters, because they kind of fit in. Programming is being a code monkey, it doesn't really... Yeah, programming's more like solving a WASJig. Maths is more like making the WASJig. There you go. Do you know what a WASJig is, LifeMar? Is that an English thing? WASJigs, I thought maybe they're just English then. WASJigs are basically...
They are.
They're really difficult jigsaw puzzles that don't tell you how to do them. You just have to work them out. Why have crits and Uber? Maybe not. Basically, like, on the cover art, instead of showing you the actual puzzle you're trying to complete, it will show you something like the puzzle, but in like an hour in the past, or the puzzle, but from another person's angle, and that's how you solve the puzzle. So they're really fun jigsaws. That's basically what it is. I think that's what jigsaws would always be. Whenever I say jigsaw puzzle that just tells you on the front what it's going to be, I always feel like it's a bit cheesy, because then you can just look at the box. I like it when there's no, and then when you complete the puzzle, you're like, oh, that's what that bit is. It's fun. You used to be playing Team Fortress, but this one soldier keeps kicking your ass. That sounds like a quotable, like a really big quotable thing. I mean, it's getting slightly better at the flare gun the more I use it again. I still think it's like trash now though. Just because it relied so much on the degreaser's switch speed to be good. Now it takes like 8 minutes to pull out the degreaser. It's like, well, I could just hold down my left click.
Corvus just put in the farming simulator channel. He said,
there you go.
Good job,
Yeah,
Lifemar. I give you a 10 out of 10. Keep up the good work.
Globe jigsaws are like stupid, I think. I had one once that was just a globe, and like the pieces never properly fit together, and it's always like a huge hassle to try and fit it. It's okay when they give you like a ball to put them around, but when you just have to do them hollow, it's like a huge pain. Yakaru, he is a... I'm pretty sure, yeah, he was a Finnish pyro on Momo Q in Season 8 Highlander. He had an afro and he was awesome, and he loves mangoes.
Woolen, if I made you a pass sound, would you use it?
Probably not. I find it really distracting. I tend to disable everything and make it as simple as possible as a result of distraction. Having an actual voice play all the time would be like... I don't know. Like, I could... It's like I can't play with the accuracy score on, or like even like the scoreboard or anything.
Screaming.
No, but I'd hear it and then it would put me off.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like the one you made is like it's really quiet, but still sometimes it's like really distracting. But
yeah, because it's something your brain tries to focus on rather than a sound effect. Your brain tries to understand it. I don't think you should have to understand a beep.
Well, what I mean is like it's not too bad most of the time, because it's like you stop playing and then it like shows that you passed, and then it's like good job, like 10 out of 10, and then like there's still pause period, and then it goes on.
What was I going to say? Well, I was really annoyed last time we played multi. The scoreboard stayed up for the whole thing, and I kept finding it really distracting. It's okay to be bad at maths anyway. You got an A for programming. Yeah, I got,
Oh god, the saffron command.
Oh god, yeah. The, my last year of uni, I was really happy, because I felt like I deserved it, because I put a lot of work in. I got, the equivalent of A stars slash, firsts in the programming modules. And then in maths, I basically barely just passed. And I was like, yeah, that sounds about right. And then somehow I got a B in networking, even though I hate networking. And we were having to do, like, IP routing and shit. It was like, well, a bit confusing. I don't understand any of it very well, but somehow I still got, like, the equivalent of a B and... What else? Oh, yeah, business I passed, somehow. Well, sorry? Do you know of any old or comp games, TF2 games on YouTube? Yeah. Salamancer. I'm assuming they're still really good. Salamancer. Google Salamancer Highlander. And I used to watch this on the bus when I was in, like, school. I used to download them to my iPod and watch them on the bus. He has loads of really old North American Highlander Platinum games. Like, loads of them. And that's what I watched loads of before starting competitive. They're really good. Like, he's a really, really good commentator. Quite funny and quite insightful, I thought. But yeah. Salamancer. Much like with programming stuff, there are 2 levels of maths. When you've already used proven applications, when you develop yourself. I don't know. Maths is very useful, but I just... half the time my brain... I'm very bad at focusing on shit that I find boring. Because I'm a lazy person. So when it comes to boring maths, I just shut off. I just can't focus and think about it. But then when it's done in programming terms, I really enjoy it. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'll sit here and figure out this really obscure way to solve this programming puzzle that could be done really easily. Or the contrary. Like when we were doing Python, you could do stuff like... There were so many ways to do everything in Python. They'd give you questions like, you know, reverse this string. And you could do stuff like manually making several lines. Or you could just do the string title, square bracket, colon, colon, -1, square bracket. And it did the exact same thing, but as a one-liner. And I love that. That's my favorite part about programming, is how there's so many different... There's no one right answer, but there's plenty of right answers. But it's also, like, exact, so you can't just floaty around and get it working. You have to at least be kind of specific. So when you do get the right answer, it feels good. Because it took a bit of skill to get. You want to see how they played comp? Yeah, Salamancer. Go watch Salamancer. That was back when they had Heavy Pocket, I think. Heavy Pocket hasn't been a thing in Highlander in, like, a really long time. He's basically just there to pick up kills and play passive on King of the Hill. Everyone pockets like demos and scouts and snipers these days. I'm pretty sure those were the demos that had stuff like Max and Jake on sniper. So whenever people talk about like old really good snipers, those Salamancer videos will be the ones where you can see them play and just carry. Where's the men at? Oh, I'm out of ammo. Yeah, TFTV as well is good. The Team Fortress TV channel is good. That was really good. Isn't Python way too simple? Isn't the Python way to have a single correct way of doing things? The Python way is to be able to make everything into a one-liner. Python by default, just the normal Python... I don't even think you'd call it an IDE. The interpreter, the notepad that they give you to type in, doesn't have word wrap. So you're meant to only have a max of like 100 characters on a line, or like 50 characters a line or something. You're meant to solve stuff as short. You're not meant to have lines go on forever. Which is why Python's really bad a lot of the time, because people forget that and they use it for big projects where they have like... They're trying to nest brackets, but brackets don't exist in Python. Everything's done on a new line and with indentation. So normally in programming you do open curly bracket, close curly bracket, you know, to identify that stuff's to be done in there first. In Python, you do it with the tab key on your keyboard. But it's still quite fun. Making something into a one-liner is something your co-workers would enjoy reading. Yeah, like often one-liners are really convoluted. Like that colon colon -1 is... it makes sense if you know how strings work. Because when you do the square brackets next to a string, you can change a bunch of its properties. Colon colon just means don't write anything here, colon the next thing. Don't write anything here, colon write the next thing, colon don't write anything. And then -1 is just flip it back to front. Whereas it would make a lot more sense to your co-workers if you literally just made a short script that took all the characters and flipped them. Even though it would be less efficient, it would be a lot more readable. So it's programming's a little bit about finding the good mark between readable and efficient, I guess. Go and read like the Pokemon code. I don't know if it's around, but like apparently there was Pokemon Red and Blue wasn't that well compressed or whatever. And then when Iwata, whoever it was, went on to compress Gold and Silver, he did like an amazing job of just making everything incredibly efficient, despite it being the exact same game, to the point that they could add in Red and Blue at the end of Gold and Silver, basically. It's fun. It's cool. And it's cool how that was usable in a professional environment. How, like, professional programmers could still be taught something by someone that was, like, a senior programmer. Anyone know where the EU TF2 Pug websites are? If you want to play Six's pickup games, go onto the Team Fortress TV or the ETF2World Discords. On Sunday, they do 3 hours a week. You just go in and say hello and you can play mixers. The Heavy keeps trying to melee with a Fist of Steel and they keep... Yeah. I don't know, that's what I'd be doing as the Heavy. I'd be wanting to do a melee duel. Oh, hello, Jortand, as well. I'm Porky, by the way. I haven't spoken to you at all this entire, like, 50 minutes. How are you?
Fine.
You've just been sitting there playing the game.
Pretty shit day.
Do you want to talk about it?
It's just a shit day, you know? It's just one of those days where, like, everything you do just does not work, you know?
Was this, done at home? Was it, like, farm-wise?
Yeah, just didn't work, you know? Yeah. And then the
doing a lot
gets
of...
cancelled.
Are you playing Highlander? Who are you playing Highlander with?
Toucans again.
Who's on the roster? Is it the same Toucans roster as normal?
It's the PogChamp one, the old one.
You have Elazul on Spy or whoever?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Are you going to be try-hiding in Prem?
We're going Prem Plus and just playing whatever did we get.
You
don't really care.
Probably get Prem?
Probably. Depends how hard other people want to try.
I mean... Well, okay. I guess we can both die. I mean, you can probably win Prem Plus if you just screw him once and have Shaggy. Right?
Maybe.
I don't know half the team. I don't know. I think if you link me a team in high, I probably wouldn't recognize any of them unless it's Prem players playing in a lower division for the fun of it. Like, I don't recognize any of the new high players that I wouldn't know from, like, mixes or something. That's the only reason I really know people in lower divs, really, is like those Clark mixes. Just a random question. You can play ETF2 when you live in Asia. You can play whatever free TF2 league in whatever country you want. I could play in Oz Fortress if I wanted to. It's just a ping issue, whether or not teams will want to play with you or whether or not teams will want to play against you. So K-Cop, classic, like, really good sniper. He played in ETF2 World Prem, but he was from... where in Asia?
To snipe against him.
Yeah. So, yeah.
He lived in India, dude.
He was Indian. So yeah, short answer is you can play in whatever league you want. It's just, are you ready to put up with the ping? Some people are.
Just like
K-Cop was really good.
Here.
I have no ammo. And I cannot. I've lost. How are you not dead? Oh, horrifying. So champion the pog of the game. Is that the new Danny the champion of the world? Excitement. PogChamp's just like, I'm excited. But in Twitch.
You've seen, they're working on a Highlander Pug website.
Oh, no, like a 50th one.
It's like, apparently they're going to use the same system as PogChamp, you know, the Sixes one, where it's like captains and...
Is it ever going to fill ever? Isn't that how TF2 Stadium works?
No, TF2 Stadium's like centre.
I thought it worked
no
on a ban system. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Global emotes are usually in jokes anyway. Yeah. Twitch is literally just nerds making a website. That's like pretty good. It's the people who use the website that make it. So stuff like PogChamp is... Or like the better example is like the modern one with like Total Biscuit with the lol emote. They just made it a global emote with some guy's face. Because it was a meme. Where's that sentry? Could you get rid of it, Spy? Well... I keep thinking this sniper's you because he's wearing a black hat. No.
He has to have the black bandana, you know?
The Bruiser's bandana. Do you not have a veil?
Yeah. No, I use the bandana because it's all class.
Apparently I crafted one and gave it to like Menti or someone once, or Porky or Cake.
Give it to me.
What? Oh my god. Where is the hidden sentry? Oh, the sentry's in the normal spot. They made it into a global emote because of DMCA. Yeah. The guy who originally took the picture of Total Biscuit DMCA'd him, so they made it a global emote. And it's not like they're going to DMCA Twitch. or something like that. Like the guy was upset at Total Biscuit making money out of a picture someone else took. He will not die apparently. Oh no, never mind. Because the flare gun still. The one good thing about the flare gun is it does normal afterburn. People actually die from it. Things like Dan's game come from popular streamers, yeah. So Dan's game was like the reason it's called. Like the reason it looks like that is because it was just some guy's emote. That was the original name for it. It would have just been Dan's game. I'm trying to think. There's like loads of them that are just popular streamers. Like I'm pretty sure there's like a Binding of Isaac default emote, like the not Baby Rage. Bible Thump. Bible Thump's just an Isaac one. Don't you dare headshot me. I'm a friend. Medic. There's a spy! Well, I like how I could hit him with my flamethrower from over here, but from over here just because I walked slightly. What a world we live in.
Oh, do we live in when snipers with fucking full buffs or second scoping you?
I was gonna say I love it when engineers wrangle their sentries, and then I got hit by like the charged cow mangler.
Nice, man.
Yeah, DMCA is basically like you're basically copyright striking someone, but anyone can do it, and as a result, it's heavily abused. Is the Diamondback Eternal Reward? The Diamondback's banned in every league because it's broken as hell. But yeah, it's really, really good. The Eternal Reward Enforcer. Enforcer's also like really bad, so I wouldn't say it's. I'd say anything is viable if you're good. I don't like the idea that weapons are just bad. Most weapons, like there's very few just bad weapons. There's a right way to use everything. If you use the Enforcer really good, you're basically just using a bad revolver, and the revolver's pretty good. You might as well just run stock though. The Eternal Reward's like pretty good in lobbies though. Like teams don't talk to each other, and it's got silent killer on it, so often you can get chain stabs and stuff. And it's kind of funny because once people see they're dying to an Eternal Reward, they tend to like throw a bunch because they get really angry because they think, oh, I shouldn't die to this. Even though, you know, it's still mechanically it's a knife, it still backstabs and everything. It's the same mechanic, but people just think it's a joke weapon. So yeah, everything's good except for like scout melees and stuff.
Full charge Calmangry main.
Yeah, I've been hit by him while I was trying to get past the wrangled sentry.
Is being quite a faggot.
He's holding down his right click and his left click. I couldn't counter it, both my right click and left click. What you don't like is when Twitch replaces old looking emotes with generic Disney looking things. What do you mean? You mean as in like how the table flip isn't a table flip, it's like an anime girl table flip, or what do you mean?
Just fire on car, by the way.
We're on the same team, right?
Yeah, that's why I called it, you know?
God, like, I'm really enjoying my loadout today. It's been a while since I've used, like, the flare gun, and I'm using the power jack as an extinguisher, but it's still basically just the same thing. Pretty fun. Oh god. I was shot through a wall by a man who was ignoring the other sniper. Kunai should be banned. Oh, you're making a joke. Kunai's like really good though. I've actually used Kunai in just normal scrims when I'm running like stock in this L'Étranger with the Kunai. It's actually like really good. Like 210 health is really, really good. If you're just running around, you can it basically lets you backstab people and get away from stupid situations with a surf on like 50 HP. Like, it's actually good. Just people don't think about it because it's not a good weapon. Like, you don't think it's a good weapon, but it actually is. Like, backstabs in Highlander are not, most of the time, not that difficult to get. And the fact that you just get a huge buff for it is, like, really, really, really good. Obviously, like, the stock's better, but, like, that's just as a general use thing. The stock's better in more situations than the kunai, but the kunai's better in really specific situations, like King of the Hill, where if you can get that pick, you'll basically not die a lot, and it lets you play Invis Spy as if you were using the Dead Ringer, so like you can just take a pick, run back, take a pick, run back, take a pick, run back, just because you got so much health. It was good.
That was so much effort to win that pub, holy shit.
I was enjoying it. Are we still not? Wait, we're on THG. I was going to say, do you want to relobby? We're on THG. No, you mean when they HDify emotes? Oh yeah, like emotes were kind of cool because they were like a little janky, and then they made them like nice and updated and stuff. And they do ruin a little bit.
Have you heard back yet?
I haven't. I might have to like email them.
Oh, I want to play PUBG again.
Well, I want to buy food next month. Unfortunate matter of
Get a
life.
job, you lazy shit.
I could get
There
a
you
job,
go.
or I could
That'll
sit
buy
and
you food.
I could sit and play pubs. It's like more fun. I could stack shells again for another 8 months, or I could sit and play video games and wait for an email to go through. What's that? Sooner later. What was the original sooner later emote like? Oh, this video is like really pretty. I'm starting to dislike this bagel map. I think it gets voted in because it's custom and everyone thinks it will be fun, but then it just ends up being like it kills the server. I don't know. Maybe it will be more fun if it gets more than 5 people in, but I do think it kind of kills the server. You want to draw a woolly smug, but you don't feel motivated to draw? I can motivate you by drawing, by saying that if you draw a woolly smug, I will send you a happy picture of a chicken with an afro. How about that? Rip clip. What happened to the clip? Go away. Air shotting. Feels pretty satisfying to reflect stuff when, like, you didn't use air blast previously, like it's the first air blast. But you don't even set them on fire or anything. Let's go. No, wait, milkshake, I can put you out. Come back. Is that Abdo?
Pyro is just an awful class in general.
Yeah, I can agree. Go away, milk. Begone thought, I think is the quote.
Ha ha ha.
Daniel from
This
Ireland.
guy's here.
It's Ireland
Yeah,
IE
the
or
stream.
IR or IRE.
I'm not answering that because you really should know.
I thought it was
It's
IRE.
IE. It's IE.
Is it just IE?
Oh, are you
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about websites?
Yeah, I mean as in like
Websites
the
is
domination. Is it?
If you
Yeah,
put
it's,
What's Northern
it's IE.
Ireland? NI?
it, NI.
yeah.
Is that not Netherlands? Like Australian
Yep.
Netherlands?
Netherlands is NI, isn't it?
Yeah, is
No,
it
it's
not
Northern
any?
Line.
No?
I thought it was NE for Netherlands.
What an interesting conversation to start out the day. How are you, Daniel?
Am
The
I?
date's fucking
You enjoying your
2010.
Cadus stream?
I was playing that play with Weetabix.
Oh. How was Super Smash Bros. Melee for the Nintendo GameCube on the PC?
I force-stocked him with Pichu.
This map is awful.
You killed him with
Gonna
Pichu?
lie.
You mean Biri
Yeah.
Biri? All the way, all crits are flare enemy. Yeah, crits on
'Cause
enemy
I'm a
pyros
god
are
at
still possible. It's
Pichu,
just a
by
lot
the
harder
way.
than it used to be. You can do it if like you're falling at a high distance. Oh, sorry, if they're falling behind you and your flamethrower drags and you have enough time to get them with the laggy last particles. And also, if you see another pyro shoot the flamethrower, you can obviously still get the crit on them that way. But it's not the same as old flare punching. It's like a lot harder. So it's not really a skill that you can practice so much as hoping that they're in a really specific part of the map and doing a really specific movement and going in a straight line mostly. If they move slightly, you're not going to be able to get it really. So what were you? How long were you playing Melee for? Only like an hour, or?
Like half an hour. My internet isn't being great, so we stopped. It crashed on us.
Do you only ever play like the 6 whitelisted maps, or do you play like Temple
Yeah.
sometimes?
No, we played the game.
You never just like pee around and play really stupid maps.
No, he wanted to today, but he couldn't think of anything in specific he wanted to do.
You could have played poker floats.
No, that used to be
no
legal.
tactic. Poker float should be legal, shouldn't it? Oh no, it shouldn't be. It's like a constantly changing
No,
map.
it's horseshit.
Yeah, I was thinking I was thinking of Stadium in my head. But poker floats
It
is really
used to
cool.
be.
I remember when I first unlocked it, I set the map timer to like an hour so I could just sit through it because I kept like winning the game. At least the Fez add-on saves the old Twitchy mode. Or the Fuffers,
Yeah,
not
the
Fez.
Frankerface C.
Oh, so you can look up the oldie Twitchy modes before they change them.
The guy who made a Melee net play, and he also has the world record in Yoshi Story.
How long has he held that for?
Mega years.
Is there a reason? Like, did he do something that's normally like it takes you a couple of goes to get, and he got it first try, and it saved loads of
No,
time?
he's
or?
just the best at it.
Is he
and
like?
it's
Is he
not-
just a ZFG of?
It's not a very popular speed game.
Okay, so it's not like holding the Mario
I'm
world
just
record. or something.
feeding his ego through his resume.
Okay. You like feeding egos of speedrunners, don't you?
He's not really. He's mostly the net play guy. Like, do you know 20XX, the hack pack and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he made with Tournament Edition one of that as well. Like, he just does a lot of things.
Team, like, I'm not gonna say anything,
Hey.
but they have a teleport like in our spawn, you know?
Yeah, but you're also about to win.
I'm trying to do like pyro dodgeball, but it's not working out.
I haven't gotten a kill yet. 'Cause
I
I've
need
just been
more ammo.
getting
I just never have any ammo.
edited.
There we go. I got the
Thank you.
teleporter.
Nice.
I'm trying to like reflect jump. He's not shooting any rockets at me. There we go. I like reflect jumping. It makes me feel like a badass. Even though it's like more simple to do than it looks. That was pretty cool. Flare gun's still kind of fun. Now I'm using it a bit more. You just have to like remember it's not the old flare gun that was really, really good at combos. You just have to think of it like probably what it was intended to be used back when it came out and you could only use it with the stock. And it only did mini crits.
All these maps are awful.
You wish it's not too hard because you like using the flare gun, but you keep losing its power. I mean, like, the shotgun is better in every single way than the flare gun. If you want to run something that's not the shotgun, and like you want to annoy snipers with afterburn or something, just run like the scorch shot.
Don't you fucking dare on the scorch shot.
You see, Porky plays sniper, so
so
if he says he doesn't like the scorch shot, that means it's really good.
Yeah,
Hello,
it's
Puck.
really good.
Yeah, there's no reason to use this flare gun other than just fun, and it's
Also, hi,
less
Daniel.
fun than it used to be.
Life more.
Oh god, it's just gotten to that point. Hi, Daniel. Life more.
I said
Like,
hello.
they're like professionals.
I said hello. Like, Jesus
Hello,
Christ.
Mr. Daniel.
Oh, I think I missed the hello.
Shut
In your
the fuck
head,
up,
it just
Glenn.
sounded. In the head, it just sounded like you were like.
He used my name.
It just sounded like you were like bullying each other. Like you were in like a forced government situation.
Daniel,
You had to talk
no,
to each
Woolen,
other.
you see, Daniel and I are valued associates.
Are you?
Yeah, I know his full name.
You're
Ah.
valued.
full name. God damn.
I don't even know your first name.
Have you
Porky,
slept on
'cause
his
you're
floor?
lame.
I don't even know my first name.
I know your first name.
Everyone knows my first
Your
name.
first name is like the most
Is
default
it
first
I don't
name
know
it
his
could
first
be.
name.
Loser.
It's the most what? Sorry.
It's the most default. Like if you were in The Sims, they would just like auto-generate the name. Yours would be like the first one on the list.
I'm sorry. Have you heard your own name?
Yeah, my own name's like the one that you'd go onto Google and look for weird names, and that's what you'd get.
Yeah.
weird
I don't
names
think
that
you
sound
should talk
cooler
about
now.
names, you know?
My name's Daniel.
Hi, Daniel.
Really?
It's definitely not annulled. Came from ETF 12 preseason cup. How was all the preseason cup stuff? Is it ended now?
Did Nonya win?
Yeah, who
I don't know
won?
that.
Was it Nunya versus Black? Sorry,
It was no.
Nunya Black
wait.
versus.
No. It was going to be the winner of the two matches played each other, and then the winner of those went into playoffs to get into Prem, but Sevens after dropping out of Prem, so now there's no final, it's just the two teams that play get in.
Oh,
which is a
so
bit
it's basically
unfortunate.
just like a show match at this point.
No,
So I
because
saw-
the winner of this one gets into Prem.
Oh,
But it was
and-
going to be the winner of this and the winner of yesterday played each other for Prem, but instead it's just
Oh, we'll
both
try that
of them
again.
get into Prem.
Hooray! I did it third try. Well. So wait, who? Because I remember watching. Oh, I didn't watch it. I saw a
Nunya's
tiny
in
bit
Prem.
of Nunya was in
I don't
Prem.
know who's in.
I
I don't know
saw-
who did Nunya Black win.
I saw a bit of Fun's stream where his title was just "We're watching them play."
Yeah.
Were they just watching the
that's-
STV or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was just like it was whatchamacallit, like Nunya TV.
Yeah.
It's like their own meme. Fucking
It's just Source TV renamed, isn't it?
yeah. But it's like, you know, instead of Team Fortress TV, it's like, haha, it's Nunya TV.
Gun spying in product. Run the stock revolver, and you'll be like, "Oh my god, this is the best gun in the world. I can one-shot everything."
Not cool.
There you go. It's kind of, I mean, product's like really, really good gun spy, man. Like really, really good. You can kind of just do what you like, really.
Why is everyone speaking like a weeb and not telling me if Nunya Black won?
Why speaking like a weeb? Of Ohio? Oh yeah, he just wrote in kanji. Watch out, he might charge you $2.5 grand for a Raymu flush. Hello. Oh god, I can't speak any of these languages. Woolen, you know something about food stuff. How would you go about heating some chilled, ready-to-eat prawns/mussels? Would you throw them in the frying pan? Yeah, I imagine so. It'll say on the back of the packet, probably. They'll probably say something really boring, like, put them on a baking tray and bake for 10 minutes. Realistically, with fish and seafood, you can just grill it. You have to be very careful not to burn it. Like, you have to cook it for, like, a X amount of time, then flip it, cook it for a little bit more, and that'll be done. But if they're ready to eat, they'll have already been cooked, so they won't be bad to eat raw. Realistically, you could just leave them on the side for a day, and they'd be inverted commas edible. They just wouldn't taste that nice. Yeah, chuck them in stir fry. So if they are ready to eat, that means that they are cooked / if you really wanted to, you could
I
just
hate
eat
your
them.
chat.
It's Chloe. You could just eat them. Like, if you really wanted to just
Not the
eat
entirety
ice.
of your chat.
Wow. I would, seriously, if you're just making a stir fry, just chuck in a couple. They'll defrost in the stir
Yes,
fry.
Nonya Black one.
If you wanted to, you
Jesus
could
Christ.
microwave them for a couple of minutes. Oh, you're trying to get the Nonya thing.
Yeah, no one answered, like, even though I asked 4 times.
Double
It's a lot
Nunya
of
and Prem,
hieroglyphics.
that's
Nonya and Nonya Black and Prem.
Hey, at least that means Nunya will win a game this season.
Hello,
Haha.
Minasan. Hmm.
They'll win a couple.
Otherwise they will get
because
too
they'll
chewy.
beat the Weebs, XD.
Yeah, with seafood, you've got to probably do want to stir fry it then, because you'd rather it was crispy than if you microwave them, they'd be all like they'd technically be edible because they'd be warm and not they'd be defrosted, but they'd taste a bit soggy as a result of how microwaving works as a process, or dry, depends on how you do it. But yeah, stir fry 'em. Or even that, if you've got like a griddle, like one of those weird bumpy grills, one of those bumpy pans, I should say, you could grill it on that for a little bit. If you just Google, there'll be like a Gordon Ramsay video on it or something, and just pretend that yours are the nice posh ones that he's using. Nice dead ringer, Porky. Not Porky. Wait, you're nice. You're wearing the Porky. I always forget you wear the Porky.
Yeah, it's nice
So, I
striking
don't
so
even
I
wear
can't move. It's good
I was going to
mechanics.
insult Porky. He's even on my own team.
Yeah, he gets an assist because he has an AoE secondary.
You wanted them hot, so fry them for a short amount of time. Yeah.
Well, be more
Bit of
salty,
olive oil,
kiddo.
probably, and just
I'm not
just
wrong.
be put them on a low
That's
heat.
exactly what happened.
I'd say low heat, bit of olive oil, wait for the olive oil to get a little bit thin and not starting smoking, but like, hot enough to fry on. Stick them on it and maybe crush them a little bit with like a fish slice or, spatula as a fish slice. Crush them a little bit, cook them for like 3 minutes, or not even 3 minutes, if it's like that. Try like a minute and a half, flip them another minute and a half, stick like a fork down the middle and just see what it looks. If it's cooked all the way through and it's fine, then they'll be good. It really shouldn't take that much time at all. If it's just to defrost them and you're putting them on a hot pan with oil, shouldn't take any time at all. But depends what you're cooking them with as well. If you're putting them in a wrap, microwaving them might actually be the best idea. Maybe you don't want them crunchy, but it's up to you. Are bumpy grills an innuendo for busty women? Maybe. Depends what you're into. Yeah, like 2 to 3 minutes. Like, it would take no time at all. This is not a, a haddock. This is a tiny little fish sea
This server's
boat
pretty dead,
parasite
not
thing.
gonna lie.
It's because of the map. It'll fix on the next map. Hey, pizza. Gordon Ramsay would just pour olive oil over the seafood, throw a ton of butter and stick it in with a couple of springs in it. Basically. But, like, butter is not a bad way to fry stuff. To be honest, you're just having a mishmash of things you bought reduced for super cheap. You got a pack of seafood, some coquel Saint Jacques? That's not coquel, is it? Cockshell? That can't be coquel, can it? Daniel, what's that word? Roasted veggies couscous. Okay, so if you're having it on couscous with roasted vegetables, you probably want it to be nice and crispy then, don't you? So I'd recommend, yeah, lightly frying it on both sides. What you can do, it depends how big they are, but you could get a large butcher's knife. Or a large, not butcher's knife, just get a normal chef's knife and put a couple of slices into it, a couple of, put some lines into it, some little indentations, and it'll cook in a really, really nice way. It's scallops with mashed and stuff. Yeah. Just do that. Literally just grab them. It depends how frozen they are. You could, it might be hard to cut into them then. Yeah, just stick them. Stick them on the grill for like 2 minutes each time.
Server, 3v3.
There you go. If you want to join the pub that's in the server, there you go. There'll be people downloading
You're very
CP
good at
Gorge.
counting, Porky.
This is 4v4 and there's a bunch of spectators. They aren't frozen, just cold. Oh yeah, they'll be fine then. Just get a knife, scour them a couple of lines, stick them on both sides for like 1.5 minutes. Give them a go after that, see if they're done. If not, another minute. Just do them in minutes. That's how long it'll take. It's not a 30-minute job. Coquel is pronounced coquel. I'm assuming that coquel is pronounced coquel. Like, COQ normally is pronounced, cock.
We have the best class composition you're ever gonna see.
Excuse me, Pyro Sniper Spy Demo Man is my new competitive league called Fives, where you're allowed a max of 1 of every class except for Sniper. And Medigun's banned, and everyone plays a Demo Spy and Pyro because...
Even
though we've 2 snipers.
Thank you.
Yeah. You work on a fish counter and you have no idea how it's pronounced. I feel like, of all the environments you work in, a working environment is probably the only place you'd learn how to properly pronounce coquel. Might be wrong. Go on. Oh, by the way, if I'm running and you see me like put the power jack away, it's because I'm like jumping, so there's no point in having the power jack out other than taking a little more damage. So I put the power jack away and then I pull it back out when I jump again, so I get a bit of a speed boost. It's a good way to
Only
run.
took 4 shots XD.
Yeah. So like normally you can just run with the power jack out like this, so you take full damage, or you can jump, put it away, jump, put it away, jump, put it away, and you'll run at the same speed, but only be weak for half of it. Ich spreche kein Deutsch im nur mit German Übersehen. You can't speak German, you just use Google Translate. TBH. Naturwissenschaften, am I right, guys?
Kuscheln, bitte.
Oh, mein Name ist Woolen, am I right? Où est la bibliothèque? J'ai mangé du poisson. Oh, j'adore la foot. Oh, la basket. Magnifique.
This is
a pub. You can join this if you like. Join the pub if you want. It's got like loads of spawns. For some reason, it's just midweek. Midweek TF2 never gets too many players. I think Teamwork.tf did a graph, and Europe we have half the players right now that school started. Porky down. That's going in the frag video. Watch out, P Diddle. You're about to
I
get.
was typing to middle. What's up?
I frag. No.
We're about to lose, Woolen.
No. I've met Milkshake. I'm currently fragging big. Milkshake best watch out. If he just waits another half a second. Just one more second. Watch out. Eventually. We might have to re-lobby in pubs.
I think so.
This is a
It's pretty
Toho.
boring.
This music is a remix of Alice's song, I think. By the sounds of it. Hunderfuss, am I right? What does Hunderfuss mean? It doesn't mean like bumhole or something, does it? You can't speak German, but you're barely okay at pronouncing German words. Thank God for...
How many
understand.
views do you have?
Not many tonight. TF2's a bit...
Why can't they populate
this
the
evening.
server?
Maybe I should refresh my stream because it hasn't updated the viewer count in a while, but... I think the main TF2, there's TeamFortress.tv and then I'm the second one on the list, so I think most people are just either watching the Sixes or in bed. Probably.
The Sixes is over.
Maybe it just needs to wait for Twitch to update then. I wouldn't worry too much about it. If people want to join
Like
the
they're
pub,
just
now's a
doing
great time
interviews
then.
or such.
There you go then. Hey Woolen, did you ever hear from Twitch? We haven't heard from them yet. I think I might just end up sending them an email or something. Dogfoot. It means dogfoot. Underfuss means dogfoot. Why do we need that? PC98 Alice. Yeah. This is not a Toho, like... What was Alice in? 8? 9? I don't remember. Just this is not a modern one. This is like the old one where Chirino was blonde or whatever. Oh, wild days. Brown hair, I don't remember. I don't remember. Oh. Nice swirly twirl. What? Oh. Joseph Kenyon in a bra. Tier 2's a bit dead. Yeah, Tier 2's just a bit dead this evening. If the second top stream has like 27 viewers, I think it's just the world we're having to live in. It's alright though. It's just, you know, it is
Very
midweek.
easy TBH.
Kill yourself.
I don't know how though. The roller was nowhere near me. It was weird.
I want to kill you and tie you through your own reflex. It did it! Tied to the classic, yeah. I forgot German doesn't have the W pronunciation that we did. They do like V, don't they? Better watch out, Abdo, if you move a bit to the left.
Join a server which has people in it.
We can play casual if you really want. Is it only me, Daniel, and you? Yeah, we can join casual. Unless Sky Bandwater is... I mean, it does, but it doesn't have enough spots. But yeah, we can just casual lobby. We can casual lobby. I have a nice red icon now in casual, by the way, so you'd best watch out. Dashy J says, ooh, 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 Woolen Sleevelet. It is Wednesday, my dudes. That's right. Hi, Woolen. Hello, Simon Cap. Yeah, Vergermals, das Liest ist either an Dusche,
Re-invite me.
Dusche oder eine Google Translate wie ich? I don't know what any of that means.
Can you re-invite me, please? Thank you.
The game is dead. I'm either German translating via Google Translate, my dudes. It is Wednesday, my dudes, in German. I don't know how to say this in German, but Google Translate says it's
so
not.
you have to search again.
I'm alright with milkshake. Well, look, we've all got the red icons. For some reason,
Yeah, but yours are all shit.
my bell doesn't make a noise. Oh, call you Simon. Simon probably is better name than Simon Cap, isn't it? In terms of colloquialism. Oh, alright, I'll try and remember. You started playing CSGO while waiting for the Never Coming Pyro update. What a mistake that was. Have you gotten really into CSGO now? Have you, like, starting to play DM servers and practicing your 1Ds and stuff? It means whoever is reading this is either a German or a Google translator like I. Yeah, I was miles off on that. Does the bell just no longer make a noise in the main menu? You hear this? We have to make our own dinging noises, maybe. The only thing you remember how to say in German is that you're 13-year-olds.
You gotta make your own dings in life.
Except it does, and you're just insane.
Mr. Daniel, I don't appreciate this.
Is that
I'm
just
just telling him how he's
Is that
wrong.
just Ich bin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 40? Like, ich bin 40? Or is that I am? That should count as age, but people tend to use it for, like, my name is, don't they? Because that's actually my Name, but people say
Slim
Ich bin...
Shady.
Apparently it was a complete fucking stomp for Nunya Black.
Ich bin Slim Shady. Ich bin das real Slim Shady. Hey, at least you're playing gacha games. Oh, you could just play Toho. You can't aim.
You
the respawns are admittedly
OC.
long. I mean, the respawns in CS:GO are infinite.
Did you see Menti's stream earlier, Lifemar, what it was titled?
I did not.
Ich
I was at
bin
school.
He was
13
streaming
Jahre
Crypt of
alt.
the Necrodancer, and it was titled...
Can you put like a
also
3
what
million
it's an
emotes on the
actual
$5
game.
ones like Stabby, but have some for the II ones?
Accurate.
I only have one emote for each slot. That's
Isn't,
why we're applying for partner.
Crypt of
Because I
the
want to have more
Necrodancer like a rhythm
emotes.
game, kind of?
If we
It
get
is,
though,
yeah,
if we
it's
get more
really
emote
good.
slots though, yeah,
Yeah,
we can have
I've
loads of
heard
$5
it's
I do
ones.
recommend.
To my knowledge, you can only have one $10 and one $25 emote. You're not allowed to have multiple ones, even if you're a partner. Yeah.
Yeah.
When did you start YouTube, and what was your first video that year? I think my YouTube channel was made in 2009, so like nearly 8 years ago, and I used to use it to upload Game Maker update videos, because I used to be really into making Zelda games in Game Maker.
Zelda.
Yeah. That's where my name came from for the YouTube thing, that was the name I used on Zelda game making forums at the
The
time.
boy 447.
7%.
By the way,
744.
I'm
It was just the
leaving
boy
at,
that
like,
was
10 to 11.
broken. 10 to 11. I'm not sure we're going to be able to find a casual pub with 4 of us searching.
Does a Nintendo Direct at 11, I want to see.
Okay.
So they cannot announce Animal Crossing Switch
God, I
again
love
and make
You
it
might
the
start
rest.
spending the numbers of subscribers. Yeah, I think we'd get like another 5 emotes or something with our sub points. So we'd have
I think you'd have
quite a
five
few
total.
$5, excluding the $10 and $25, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'd have 7
I think you'd
emotes
have
total.
5, yeah.
But yeah,
I
we're
think
waiting
you'd
for a
have
partner
3.
thing to go through. Sauce.
Well, I forget how many sub points he has.
I have 61 right now, which is quite a
That-
lot.
That would give you 6 emotes.
Holy shit, you have 60?
61.
Wow.
It goes
that's
up and
pretty cool,
down.
man.
Because,
if you
people
get
don't
65,
resub and some people do.
That's 7 emotes.
Well, yeah, but still, like, even having that many, that's really cool.
It's a lot. It's quite a lot. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to find a pub like this. I think we might have to go into the server browser. I genuinely do. Okay, I'm going to go into the server browser. Sorry. I really don't want to sit and wait for half an hour to play a casual pub. That's the world we live in.
Woolen, I got hit on by more freshmen today. Like, I don't know what to fucking do about this. How do I stop it?
Probably want to stop telling us about it.
Yeah, but I'm coming to you for
Stop
advice. I
having
don't know what to do.
showers.
Lifemar,
Ooh,
I've only
Daniel,
ever
that is
been...
good advice. I'm gonna take that. That's fucking good.
We can make it into a joke like that. I can give you joke replies. I can't give you genuine advice on that though, because I've only ever at school. I was only ever in my own year. I was never around younger people. And when I was,
they
it was
kinda
like on the
group
bus.
everybody with everybody. It's kind of dumb.
The only servers that we can all fit on are like really stupid. Like
48 man, bad water.
I
10
mean-
times on all crits.
yeah. We can play
How many
Payload
of us
Beginners
are
on PL Borneo. There you go.
No.
Join off of me. It's this or nothing, Porky. If you want to play TF2, we're gonna have to play instant respawn Borneo.
I think you pronounced Procky wrong.
Why'd you pick that one out of all
good
of
luck.
them? And it's like...
Was there more that had like 3 slots? I chose one that had enough slots for us.
That only had 1 slot.
It has 3 slots when I was looking at it. Okay, we can try a different one then.
It also was giving me like 150 ping.
Okay.
Full
We can
now,
play
I can't enjoy.
Harpoon.tf
That's my
All
point.
Trade Idle. What about Skyle Turbine Fast?
I'd rather that. I played Turbine on.
Let's play instant respawn 24/7 Turbine.
I just have 160 ping to this server for no reason.
Sub points are to make it so people who sub at the 25 tier aren't considered the same as people who sub at the $5 tier, which for the case of emotes makes a lot of sense, because if emotes are done off individual subs, you'd want someone who subbed at the $25 tier to be worth that amount when it comes to reaching the sub. It's mostly Twitch side, that's all it is. Because for reaching milestones, instead of saying I have 100 subs, you say I have 100 sub points, because you might have $95 subs and 5 $10 subs, which would make up 100. It would be a bit silly to only consider them as one sub when they are.
Are you joining Turbine, Rocky?
Oh, join off me, Rocky. I do playing demo.
Rocky the Porker.
Oh, I was going to say just this server of random crits as I killed a medic with a random crit. I'm liking this UNO remix, by the way.
Why didn't you listen to Sonic Mini?
Does it not get copyright striked? I guess it wouldn't be if it's video game music. This is such a saucy tune. When hit on by freshmen, there you go. Riska Rosen's giving you an idea. You could put yourself in prison. How about that? Do you want a lifetime in prison for
solid. That is solid.
10 minutes of abusing someone younger than you? I'm not sure that's a good
Whoa,
idea.
Whoa, holy shit. We weren't going there.
No?
No.
I think you should be
Lifetime
polite
was
and
taking it
respectful.
as get yourself arrested so they can't hit on you anymore.
Yeah, you could get yourself
that's
arrested.
where I thought you were going, and I was about to agree with that, but I'm not
Your favorite
going to
summon.
do
Summons
lewd acts to these young people.
can be
That
cooked
is
quite well.
horrible.
Yeah, that's exactly what you should. That's why I'm worried that you're mentioning it to me, because the normal should be that it's just not good. You shouldn't have to emphasize that it isn't. And that worries me.
What I mean is, like,
it's
it's
entirely on you,
annoying that they
Woolen,
keep
again,
doing
as
this,
usual.
so I don't know what to do about it, because they're annoying
There's
me.
nothing wrong with his statement, and you're just putting negative connotations on it, Woolen.
I love
As
you,
usual.
Daniel. You're my best friend, and I agree with everything you say, and
You
I
haven't
appreciate
played Melee
you.
with me yet.
I also love Super Smash Bros. Melee and the 1000-Year Door I'm going to play tomorrow for 15 hours live on stream with you.
Daniel, did you see the thing that I
That'll
retweeted
get
at you
him.
last night?
I did.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like
don't
that
be
Twitter
mean.
account. It's good.
Don't be
For
mean.
the 1 out of 100,000 tweets
We
it's
like
made.
MVP. He's nice.
It made one that was decent.
He joins the
Yeah, there's
PUBG streams at like
I
1 in
don't
the
know, there was a
morning.
lot of angry gamers in the description, but the
Angry.
weird thing, all the replies were people that are like saying how shit Melee was. It wasn't like Melee players.
Yeah.
And it was weird, dude.
I think I should just be playing Demo Man, right? Excuse me?
I just can't wait until that
I
bot
can't-
gets into the W's so that it'll say fuck Woolen.
Why can I not headshot anyone on this server?
And that means it's really close to fuck men.
It is, and the feminists are gonna love that.
Let's not be sexist.
What?
I'm going to play Demo Man and shoot with the grenade launcher. My favourite type of people are the people that are friendly. Excluding the ones that are really friendly to the point that they're clearly ingenuine and they actually have a secondary motive, which involves them pretending to be friendly, and as a result they trick you into thinking they're nice, but actually all they wanted was for you to play PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds at 4 AM with them. Porky.
Fuck you, bro.
All they're going to do is steal your bloody flatbread or whatever.
It's good bread, dude.
It's
I wanna
good
come
bread,
and get
dude.
it, have more
I
bread,
can't
it's good
wait
bread.
until every Tier 2 player goes onto Dark Souls 1 PvP. That'll be a true mechanic-driven game that we can all get behind.
No.
What about Super Mario Paint speedruns?
That was actually one of the replies in particular. Life Mars, someone said, "Why don't they all
Well-
just go to Smash 4? It's objectively superior in every way."
Well,
That's
Smash
funny.
4
And someone,
does have
and someone
Toon
just
Link.
responded, "No," and then he got really upset that someone said no to him.
But Melee has small Link.
Melee has Young Link, and when you play his
Twink
target
Link.
smash...
Oh god.
Are you allowed...
Twinkling.
Is that one
Yes,
of
I am
those
allowed to
that's...
say that.
Okay, that's not like one of those words that's their word and we're using it. You're allowed to... That's alright. I'm not sure where I draw the line on being tastefully rude. Because I do say fuck a lot. But I
You
think
know what a
that's...
twink is, right?
I thought twink was like a small gay person, but I might be wrong about that.
Yeah,
It's a
but well,
twink,
not small,
a
but
petite.
more
I
so
thought
like
it was...
Exactly.
small.
I was under the
uh,
impression that it was
I
a
would use
derogatory
the word
thing.
petite.
No,
That
it's
was the
like
best.
small because they are like age 18.
Okay, I was under the impression it was derogatory.
They're a petite.
Is it not? Is it just like... It's just a normal
No, it's
term
not.
for it?
Yeah, it's just a normal term. Like it's
Okay.
it's what people use to describe like just a young man that is gay. and like
big
on the
hairy
smaller
one's called a
side.
bear. I
yeah,
know
and
that.
then there's like
I think it's
grizzlies.
South Park or
and
something.
How
that
can you
told me
say that? That's
Yeah.
extremely offensive.
It's
Yeah,
not
what's the fuck,
derogatory.
Woolen?
Calling someone's a bear is like saying they're like big.
Yeah, and same with Twink. So why'd you get upset over it?
It's because I wasn't sure. I thought it was like. Really, I thought it was what you call people that you hate.
Has his entire fucking chat joking that he's a twink,
He is.
so I think he's okay with it.
He's a cute fairy. He's a very
He's-
cute boy.
He's the best twink.
I'm not like. I like the conversation earlier. We were talking about Smash Brothers. Hey, Poggy, do
You don't like talking
Yeah,
about twinks?
What
Oh, we're
video
talking
was
about
it like?
twins. There's nothing wrong with
the
it.
one that had a Ninja Nick in it.
Oh god, which one was that?
Do you know what the one I'm talking about though?
No, I
It's
don't.
naked, the screen.
And they like
that
climb
sounds
the
really
aggro.
good.
They climb the aggro crag, and then they get Dick Palacio live on TV.
Oh
That's the
my.
prize.
That sounds so familiar. What is that?
That's in a tag video.
Yeah, I know. It sounds so familiar. Like I don't
I
know
forget what
video
tag
it is.
video
though.
it is.
The chat's talking about
Oh.
Team Fortress 2 and Overwatch. What
Is
a
it one of
world.
the like? Is it the one where he was? Where
I'm
they
probably
were,
not
like,
going to
doing,
migrate at
throw
any
your
point. I
black
kind of
stuff,
liked
and
it.
it was like the.
still.
No, it was way
Warm
before
up?
this.
I'm
Okay.
definitely playing like a great
It's no,
mix of
he's no
games
Ninja Nick
like,
that long.
than I used to.
Yeah,
at
Ninja
least.
Nick was like a dude. He used to play on 20B, I think it was.
Oh wow.
Let's do the equalizer.
I didn't know
around
it was
the
like,
pub.
been around that long. Like I started.
Yeah, just
I first heard about it in
sit and enjoy.
2015 when I started playing. So go figure.
Yeah.
I.
But there's also the classic You Know What to Do. Oh, it
Is
is
this
that video.
Is this a
It's that
TA?
video.
Is that a reference to TAGG,
It's
the
what
popular
video?
Team Fortress 2 video game player who's friends with Star?
No,
You mean
it's a
Melee?
reference to Shrugger.
A popular Team Fortress 2 player.
Just shrug that cum right off
Yeah,
your
it's
shoulder.
You
that-
missed that as that has
video.
more money.
Oh, that video is so good.
That's the video that I'm thinking of.
Just shrug it right off.
We're never going to be able to push. I've
No,
forgotten that this is
His
24/7
name
turbo.
is Shrugger, so it's okay. It's what he
It's
Are
does.
you
just-
sure
no,
it's not derogatory?
What are you even talking about?
Don't
We're
worry.
talking about shrugging
I
cum off his
know, I
shoulders.
know, I know. I was continuing it. I was making a self-aware reference to my mistake. I'm
Yeah,
about to
but
die
it
to a
is-
market
it is,
garden.
it is that video. I was surprised. I
Medic,
didn't think it
take
was.
the HP pack. You're burning. Medic, HP. You madman! I was leaving him the health pack and he just did not give him monkeys. The scout will not though. There we go. Oh god, that engineer has like the balls of a lesser dwarf rabbit. By which I mean they're humongous. He was attacking me with like my conched soldier with his like stock pistol. Pizza is good. Yeah, we can discuss pizza. What do you guys think about spinach and ricotta?
I don't like pizza.
Well, that was the good end to a good conversation. do you have any
I hate
things
pizza.
when people say let's go for pizza? Do you just say no, or do you have something else if you go to an Italian place? Do you have like a pasta or something?
I don't go to Italian places. Haha.
Did you ever go with your flatmates at uni or something?
No, because I don't hang out with flatmates at uni.
Don't need to
I didn't
worry,
really either,
There is a
but no.
no clipping scout on my screen flying through the air.
Might be a madman. To my
Not entirely
knowledge,
sure on that
it's
one.
not possible to get no clip by cheats. Maybe it is.
Maybe it's just like a game glitch. That
Yeah.
was weird.
Try refreshing
It was like
the
no
server.
clipping in front of me.
Maybe it was like that old glitch where someone died in MVM and their body would float around you when they were spectating you. Maybe this pub has a spectator plugin or something. Alright, I'll flip. Oh, Stay frosty, like good My Little Pigeon that exploded from you. I'm not a big avocado guy. I know avocados are meant to be as what, causing millennials to be poor and not be able to afford housing in the modern
Free
era.
shavakadu.
What?
Haha.
Are those moon runes? Are you speaking runage to me?
No, that's a common culture joke. You won't get it as you live in a box.
I live in
Scout
England.
just got double fucking headshot point blank.
You say I live in a box, but you were the one who said you didn't go out at university.
I know, but that doesn't
Isn't
mean
that more
I
of a
live in
box?
I said I didn't go out with my flatmates, not that I didn't go out.
Isn't that like the easiest thing to do, is go at your flatmates?
No, because I didn't like my flatmates.
Oh, that's fair then.
Well, it's not. I didn't like them. I didn't care for them.
Did
Isn't
you
that
have
like the same
friends?
thing?
No, because it's not like I don't like you. It's like I'm indifferent to you because I have other
There were just
friends
people that you
I
just
care
happened
about.
to live with for that year. Wait, did you go to
Yeah,
university knowing people?
No.
You just made friends from like classes or something?
Yeah.
I
And
think,
like the first day, a guy also named Daniel came up to me. And like,
did he
"God
also like Super Smash Bros. Melee for Nintendo GameCube?
damn." No, I convinced him to play Melee though. And
Was
he
he
said
also Irish?
Is he now better than you?
yes, because I go to an Irish
That
university.
does make sense! At this
Oh,
Irish uni, is your friend also Irish? Oh, hi, Harvey, sorry. I think we've definitely played... Have we sure we've not done the Sonic? Because I remember doing a Sonic OST, and I thought it was the Sonic Mania one. I thought we were talking about
I
Sonic
don't think
Mania.
you've done one.
I could swear we were playing
don't think
on
you've played it.
Sunshine. I haven't played it, definitely, but we were on Sunshine, and I could swear we were discussing the Sonic Mania OST, and I played it, and I was like, this is good.
No, I think we discussed it, but I don't remember you playing it.
Because maybe it was because Chicobo sent... Oh, you know what? It wasn't Sonic Mania. Chicobo sent me like a fan game, like a Sonic fan game. And I was like, hey, the music for this is pretty good. It was that. That's what I'm thinking of, not Sonic
Sonic
Mania.
is pretty good music in general.
Does it? Oh, yeah, yeah, the
That
music
went
it is.
through your forehead.
It's actually a forehead, the Twitch you mate.
Woolen.
Hey,
When is the next Woolen?
never.
Wow.
I'd rather not have to ever interact with another human being in my life. Be off to soccer. Oh, bye, MVP. There you go. My Twitch chat is now way more wholesome. They're discussing like pizza and stuff. They're like, oh, I
So
like this.
I'm on this
thing.
website called T-Shirt Hell, and there's like horribly
You mean
offensive
notch hell?
T-shirts in here. And they have a baby
none of
section
them
for
say
baby
tweet.
T-shirts.
Because that's not offensive.
Thank you, Daniel. I understand now. Hello, Kyobo.
Some of them are kind of funny though.
Well,
Yeah, that's the nature of everything.
all of this chatting wants you to order a pizza.
Like
Ordering pizza
this
is
one
just like
shirt
really
that says,
expensive.
"Watch your fucking language."
You're
There's a
watching this instead of
goddamn baby
studying.
in the room, and it's like a
Probably-
shirt for babies.
Probably like at least study at the same time.
So epic.
Or pretend to.
Haha.
My favourite one
Oh, that's
is
nice. Really wants a second scope.
that
Jeez
Toucan has
Louise.
arrived. I think it's quite
Toucan
funny.
has arrived.
It's actually the other day Toucan has arrived.
Imagine if you had a whole team based for that meme.
It'd be really stupid. They'd never be able to get any good, except for they have one player who played Badwater all the time and carried them in Prem.
There's
Oh,
one.
so
I'm
much.
honestly not sure
I
if
like
I should
Shaggy.
say it or not, but I think
I
it's
like
really
Toucans.
funny.
Well, I don't
Send
really.
it to me.
It's kind of
They're
fucked
really-
up though.
And
I
I'll
like
make
you.
an opinion. I'll make a judgment. Send it to me on Steam. Like the
Hey,
text.
you'll-
I don't
you'll-
want to open a link.
What
Okay.
do I think about the budget Toucans?
I'll also probably say yes because I'm not one to be like against. But whatever. Go on.
I think I only
Like,
like the
it's
budget
kinda
Toucans
fucked up.
originally, because I merged them in silver and it was just
Christ.
main
Is that a-
screeching,
is that a
and that was my
baby
opinion of them
t-shirt?
for a while.
In that case, I don't think it's okay.
No, it's not.
Hey, fuck,
It's
fuck,
so
fuck.
bad.
Every time Woolen dies, study a thing. What's up? What are we talking about? I have no idea what Daniel and like
No,
Lathamar
it's,
are talking
it's
about.
the t-shirt he sent me.
They're talking about rude t-shirts. Earlier they were talking about Smash Melee, and the chat's talking about pizza. So
These Scorch Up bars
Your
need to
favourite
like
pizza?
shove a cactus up their arse.
I'm not entirely
Am I
sure.
right?
I
And
hate
Porky's
the
talking
Scorch
about
Up,
like his
especially
really
when
niche
it's, like,
cactus-based.
non-existent helpbacks.
What's? No. Where did that soldier? Oh, there he is. Oh, I jumped into his rocket. Not the best idea. You're in
That one doesn't even make
the
sense.
Spanish one.
It doesn't, but like.
I guess it's is that a baby one as well?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Frowning
kinda-
emoji.
It's kind of questionable.
I'm really not following.
I don't think you want to.
Were you talking about t-shirt? You sent him a link to a t-shirt. You're
No,
doing-
it's
I've
the-
just,
like,
sent him the
it's like
text
a
that the
t-shirt, you know,
t-shirt
where it has
says.
like a joke written on them.
Yeah, they're
And
like,
these are for babies, and they're just horrible.
oh, are they like, haha, was a mistake kind of humor?
No, it's like
No.
worse than that.
Haha, political opinion.
There's some of those, but that's not what I'm sending them. I think those are just kind of dumb.
Those are pretty stupid. They're like really cheap way to be crude.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, haha, I'm
Like
really
when Obama
like.
was president, haha, Obama, haha. Now the Trump's president, haha, Trump, haha.
It's a really cheap
And
way
it's just the
to
same joke
be,
every president.
I think it's a really, really cheap way to be controversial.
Yeah,
You just make two t-shirts, one for the right side, one for the left side, and just sell them to each
pretty
other.
much, yeah.
They're like no one hiding in the corner. I can't do. This pub is way too full. I want to kill a demo man and his medic, and there's just too much going on.
I'm enjoying this thoroughly right now.
Oh, I like the idea of a pizza conversation, and he just shrugged it off and started talking about offensive t-shirts.
Well, I didn't bring that up.
Yeah, but you did shrug off the pizza conversation. I was gonna be like, I really like spinach and ricotta.
I'm just saying I don't like pizza. I didn't shrug it off. I'm just saying
Do
I
you
do not
like
like pizza.
pasta?
Shrugger shrugged it off.
What do you
Like
like pasta?
that semen.
Yes.
Well, you can just go on to the semen conversation. That's totally fine.
I like spaghetti lemonade. That's like an alias
Spaghetti
I used
lemonade?
for a long
Oh,
time.
okay. I
It's
thought
actually
it was
a
like
thing.
in another country, and I was about to get very
Do
upset.
people make lemony spaghetti?
No.
I hope not.
Like I've
Probably.
tried like a squeeze of lemon on my pasta before. It doesn't really make it better. Like it adds like a bit of a wincy element, so it's a nice change. But I wouldn't recommend it. I think a warm pasta is a much better kind of taste. The best part is watching pizza is
you're
adding more to the
thinking of
toppings. I never do that.
spaghetti. I'm talking about spaghetti lemonade.
Oh yeah, obviously they're
Like-
very different. Are
Yeah,
you using the
like-
Cow-Mangler charge shot?
Why?
Okay.
That's the most fun thing to do in the vents.
I just got really surprised. I saw the Cow-Mangler and then it was coming at me and I was like, well... Don't body
fuck.
worried me. Whoops. I don't know, I've never really been, like, when it comes to buying pizza, it's really expensive, so I don't tend to add toppings. I just tend to either buy a margarita, or whatever the mushroom one is. If there is a spinach and ricotta, I'll buy that, but there never is. For some reason, spinach and ricotta is, like, the best thing that ever happened to pizza, yet no pizza restaurants have it as a default recipe, and it confuses me.
Because people don't like spinach.
Spinach
Or
and
ricotta.
ricotta is, like, delicious cheese and is so good. I do like
Yeah,
mushrooms.
but people
It's
don't
just that, like,
spinach.
it's always like another pound, like £1.50 per ingredient. Like you're already spending like 8 to 12 pounds on one pizza, and then at that point it's like, well, do you want a bit more cheese? How about like you add 10% of the cost on? And it's just, I just much rather just enjoy the pizza. You always get a ristorante. What's ristorante? When they're on offer, is ristorante restaurant and you've misspelled it, or is it like a type? Like if I'm
Ristorante is a type of pizza.
And it's more relevant than spinach and ricotta.
But whenever I go into like Tesco's or Sainsbury's and they've got like the fridge pizzas on sale, I always get this like 2 of the spinach and ricotta ones because they're so good. They're like actually delicious. I just really like cheese, and ricotta is like an S tier cheese.
That's why I don't like pizzas that I don't
It's
like
fucking
cheese.
scorched up pyro.
You don't
It's
like- You don't like
different,
cheese.
you know?
How have I only killed 2 people without crits?
I can explain it if you like.
Go on.
You're
'Cause I
not
was
very
shooting-
good.
I was shooting the sentry. I was assuming the splash damage was going to kill everyone around it, and apparently it just
Nah,
didn't do that.
Wrangler bubbles.
Oh yeah. The
I
Wrangler.
don't know if that affects it, but this game's stupid. So
I'm still
probably.
been around the stock launcher then, and the shotgun, like this. 8 to 12 pounds.
Awful.
You bought it for
Gonna lie.
175. Oh, you mean as in like, okay, I was thinking of when you order pizzas and it's like, as in ordering it. If you're just buying it in the fridge section, yeah, it's like a couple of quid. Those are the pizzas that I find reasonable. That's why I find it so worrying when you spend like 5 times as much just to get it cooked and delivered to you. Oh, milkshake. They're half price at Morrison's. Oh, those are, yeah, restaurant. They're a brand. Are those like the really thin ones?
They're the ones with like, instead of like not having cheese like forever, they have like cheese in like big dobs, and then they like spreads when it cooks, you know?
Yeah, I tried those thinking they were like really posh, and I just didn't enjoy them. Something about them. I think I just like really thick crusts, and they were a bit thin.
I really like thin crust.
Yeah.
Thin crust is better.
I like
I love
crispy.
thin crust. It makes me
But it was just
feel
too
good inside.
thin.
Have you ever had a pizza from Frankie's at Benny's?
For some reason, you buy Domino's pizza for 23 quid, and it tastes the same as Rose pizza with Tripatura. Yeah. Domino's is like really expensive.
I only have a Domino's when it's
I had
one.
I only
Domino's
ever have
like
it
2
on
nights ago.
Tuesdays. On 2 for Tuesdays. That's the only time you ever buy Domino's. Just because it's cheap. Or like during Freshers Week, I think.
I had like a Domino's.
How did you backstab me from over there? Maybe it was 2 spies and I was looking at the wrong one.
Got a lot of spot.
On my screen, he was like 100 feet to my right, yet he backstabbed me in front of me. It was like... I don't know if it was like a high ping or something. It was a bit weird. Maybe now's the best time to not be playing Soldier, but I don't know. Domino's is expensive just because they have a brand name and people are willing to spend that much. Like, that's the main reason. Well, goodbye, world. True pizza is thin at crust. Yeah. Like if I wanted to order pizza, like Just Eat or whatever, always have like the same price as Domino's, but like nice restaurants. And like Oxford has some pretty nice pizza restaurants. I guess you didn't really deserve to die there, did you?
Fuck, you've got a tag on these Skyle servers. I feel bad for you, man.
What do you mean?
Daniel's got like a tag on these Skyle servers.
Just for the meme, my dude. It didn't
What's
cost
Daniel's
any
tag?
actual money.
Lady?
I don't
It's
see
from
it.
playing on a Skyle Bad War a lot. It's like you
doing
just
that,
get
Jake?
credits from playing on the servers.
Medic, could you click on me and not the pyro? Oh well. Do you know how to make homemade pizza? Yes, and I have made it in the past. It's really, really, really fun.
And confirm he has.
I mean, those mini pizzas are like, I guess they're technically pizzas, but like I've made straight up like my own dough and stuff. It's not that hard. It's basically the same as making bread, with a couple more steps. And a lot of the time, it's basically just the same as making bread. It involves making a dough, leaving it to rise for a bit.
Court shot pyro, man.
It's good. It's just a bit hard to get the salt levels and stuff correct. But like I make mini pizzas a lot. Like Porky did have one of those. They're pretty good.
It's Proky.
I'm still gonna call you Porky. Thanks for the auto host, Dorothy. Have you ever tried a hot dog, Chloe? I can't say I have tried a hot dog stuffed crust. It's not really something that's in the cards for me, I'm afraid.
That's a pizza hut thing, isn't it?
Probably not
Sounds
the best idea.
disgusting.
I think it's a pizza hut thing.
The only time I've ever really had stuffed crust is the cheese ones, and it's never that... I think it's meant to be good, but the one I've always had has always been really bad. Like, it's always a really thick...
I've never liked stuffed crust.
I think it's disgusting, but I think it should be
Yeah.
good. Every
Crust,
time
I
I
just
have
don't like
one-
cheese
just
all that
plain
much.
cheese stuffed crust, that's nice. Like, I feel with stuffed crust, like, if you let it go cold for like the
Yeah,
morning,
it always goes
like,
goes
not very
cold, and then it
nice.
goes really greasy.
Oh, they around here they stuff the crust with just with chili.
Cheese. Oh, chili? Like, do they put whole chilies in, or do they put like a chili paste in? What
No,
are,
like
stick
you know,
crusts?
like chili
Was
that
that
has like
sarcasm working?
beans
Yes.
and meat
Nice,
and, all that, and like tomatoes.
Knowing you, I just instantly assumed.
Let's go pyro for a bit. Every time I've left spawn, I've just taken like 1,000 damage from like a demo man or a
Every time I
soldier.
peek a
or...
corner, I get lit on fire.
Yeah, it's like there's a cowmangler soldier one way, there's a sniper the other way.
This is just scorched up pyro.
There's a Scott shot pyro.
Like sitting their side of the map, peeking, and then like re-peeking.
The point was I'm not a meaty person, Chloe, so it wouldn't be quite fit for me to have that as a thing.
Hey, fucking rabbit food eating.
I like rabbit
Whip.
food.
Yeah, you do. That's all you eat.
Rabbit food eating. Rabbit.
I ran out
Actually,
of
it's
things.
Usagu. Thank you. I love
Ran
being
out of
stunned.
nouns.
Well, I could say more, but I feel like we would be a bit lame.
Oh,
Yeah, you
I'm gonna be
need-
trick stabbed. Watch out.
Well, yeah. Did you live on one there?
Please spawn, please spawn.
Hey, better minds.
Were you on? Are you
Except
on
for
one health?
cock. What a wonderful
Dead. I
world we
died to
live in.
bleed.
When you
Oh.
play TF2, you get 100% FPS. When you record, you get loads of FPS. Saucy FPS meter. I dare you, shoot your... Go, my dude. No, shoot your cowmangler. I should be running
Reflect, I'm gonna be
the
so
scorch
angry at
shot
you.
just to get rid of that bloody sniper.
I reflect all this spam, thanks. These reflex spam.
I don't have any ammo, Porky. They nerfed the degreaser.
Fuck's sake.
You can only air blast like 8 times. Hee hoo hoo. Haha. I clicked on you with my right click.
I got it.
And your friend.
I don't know why people sticky the shutter from like the defending side, even more so than offensive.
I'm not sure. Yeah, you go and click
'Cause it's
their
like-
side of the map and it's stickied up.
It's just
It
like
is a bit
why?
weird. Making pizza from scratch is the first time you do it. If you've never done anything with like dough, it's a little bit tricky because you have to learn how to like live with dough and how to rise and how to knead and all that. Living
Not
with
too
dough is a
bad.
serious difficulty. But yeah, once you've done it once or twice, it's kind of just fun. It's a relaxing experience. Unlike playing Team Fortress 2 on 24/7 Turbine, where you leave
Fortress
the
2.
shutter. And there's
Just a
maybe
bad
200,000. Maybe
What?
400,000
Oh,
players.
I was confused there. I thought the sniper had the Paul the alien had the exact same loadout as you, but it's just he got the assist.
Oh,
I was
God.
really confused.
They're at all angles. I'm not allowed to peek for a second. Poor Woolen.
Fuck
Me,
this
oh,
scorch
me.
shot shitter.
I kind of want to go on Red Team and just hit Porky with the score
Aw.
shot. Do you want to get Game Boy and NDS emulator for your phone? I mean, Game Boy emulator will run on everything. The dough is the most unfunny. Yeah, like the cover doing the cover, doing the top part of a homemade pizza is like. This isn't about to have vocals, is it? I hope not. The top part of a pizza is like the easiest thing in the world. Like you just get tomato puree, some mozzarella, and a bit of basil, and that's literally it. Like you just put it on top and bake it.
How have you been on
You need
this
to find that
server
video where
already
you
for,
made
like,
using
half
bread as
an
the dough.
hour?
I don't know. I think we just like Team Fortress 2, regardless of the map being bad. The game's still kind of fun.
I've been
It's not.
occasionally anyway.
I don't know if I've actually done anything for the last 50 lives beyond just leave the spawn and immediately die though. It should not be a cold place.
How many
Yeah,
times
if
have
you're
you
raising, I'm going 51 to 40, 51 to 41. Maybe I should go sniper or something. But like, yeah, when you're rising dough, if you have a warm
1v1
room,
me
like a
once,
computer
man.
room or something that's really hot, you can leave it to rise in there and it'll be better. Want to play snipe and spy and torment the snipers? It's a Skyle pub. Can't main class in a Skyle pub. We can go spy next life actually. Ignore what I said.
Yeah, who would do that?
Who'd ever main class in a pub like Woolen? I'm gonna run at you with my melee. Watch out. What? Never mind.
The
Look.
joke was Procky's doing it. XD.
So as soon as
It's
I get
actually
past
P-Diddle.
the score shot pyros, I run into
My
2
boy.
seconds scoping snipers. I can't take this.
Somebody once told me the world
Just
is
go
gonna
on,
roll
Split
me.
Minute.
I ain't the
Easy.
sharpest tool in the shed. Is that All Star by Smash Mouth?
Then I get killed for a control by a car!
Oh right, Shrek. No.
Not fun.
The bicycle. I couldn't butter knife him and I had no ammo. Yep. Usual room temp will do, but make sure you don't do it if it's a cold room. Like right now it's getting a bit chilly, so rising dough in your like porch is probably not going to help too much. It would work, just due to the way that, what is it? It's not algae. What's the stuff you use to rise dough?
Yeast.
Yeah, yeast likes.
Jesus Christ.
It's yeast is, you know, it's living. It likes living being temperatures. Come here, Daniel.
You missed so many times.
I missed a total of 3 times.
I heard it in the background. I just assumed you were far away. Because who would miss
No,
shots
I was
at a very
right
close
next to
location?
you.
Yeah, because who would miss shots that close? It's like,
Please
oh,
let me
like a cross
pass.
map.
Thank you. Don't chase me back to your own spawn. This is not okay.
It's like
Bullying.
you only ever complain about chasing when someone's chasing you.
I'm
but
not
you chase
really.
people
It's
all
not
the
real
time.
complaints, Daniel.
I know, but you do the exact same thing. though,
I'm
so it's like, why, though?
I'm making noise come out of my mouth, Daniel.
Yeah, it's frustrating noise sometimes.
In tune of All Star. Ooh. Oh well. Daniel, what class are you playing? Sniper Huntsman.
You just killed me.
How have your last couple of lives been on the red team? Are you able to leave spawn? No. Shoot me. I want you to hit me. Excuse me? Don't mind me. Just abusing the sound wall. Well, I thought he ran off.
Scoping is a fun and hard way to play this
Woolen, would you
video
rather
game.
let Heavy put his finger in your mouth or drink Scout's mad milk when it can be from the nipple? Probably the Heavy finger in the mouth thing. Like he's... You know, if he washed his hand, it's just putting someone's finger in your mouth. There's nothing weird about that. I'd recommend it if you're bored. Oh. What? Help. 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 Send assistance. Send help. The static of depression.
I fucking don't kill the heavy.
Do you think other pubs are full now? People in chat, do you think we could fill a pub? Because I'm not sure how
No.
much longer I can play 24/7 Turbine. You're not running the home wrecker, are you? I think I managed to take out the sentry. I think.
No.
Yeah, I did. I got it.
No, we've multiple centuries, XD.
You, well. Why would I ever worry? Why would I ever take out a sentry and not assume there's going to be another 40,000? But Heavy's finger is half the size of Scout's head. Yeah, but like, have you seen the size of... I can't do that. I can't say that. Heavy's hands are quite big, but like, you know. If I had to put something in my mouth, I'd rather not put fluid in there. I saw that invisible spell. Oh, I see you too. Headshotty. Oh. Where's he? Where's he? Oh, here he is. He's like around here. Milkshake, I'm trying to heal you. Oh, there he is. There we got him. Oh, I shouldn't have undead ring there. Help. There's where? It's in the shutter. Oh god, there's nowhere safe. I can play another class now that we've got the offense back. Where does our teleporter go? Ooh. This music sounds a bit like Banjo-Kazooie. Just imagine the heavy's finger is a giant pizza roll.
Or you can imagine it's a penis. I thought it was like that.
Or you can just imagine it's a finger. And
I was going to say, yeah, just
imagine.
imagine it's a finger and not make a big deal out of it. I'd rather put someone's fingers in my mouth than mad milk. Unless, like, you know, it was a really good friend.
Would you rather have teeth for nipples or nipples for teeth?
I'm sorry?
Hmm?
What?
What?
I said, would you rather have teeth for nipples or nipples for teeth?
Oh, they said tea! Like the drink, would you rather have tea for nipples? I was wondering how that would work. I was just thinking. It really did make me think.
Why doesn't the medic turn around to the sound of a dead ringer?
Because there was another spy in front of his face and he probably thought that was
There
me.
wasn't, though.
Yeah, there is. There's the spy right next to me called Hermie. Oh, it's Hermie from chat.
Yeah, but he wasn't there.
Britain has fresh pies. What's my takes on it? I don't know if I've ever had one. I do like pastry. Like, I'm a big fan of, like, Cornish pasties. Hello. I'm a big fan of Cornish pasties. So, you know, I would imagine I'd be a big fan of pies. The hard road brick. I'm trying to think. Nipples for teeth. I mean, one of them is like purely, as like a man, one of them isn't useful and one of them is. And I'd rather have the useful thing remain to be useful. So probably the teeth. Chest thing. Fish pies are 10 out of 10. I mean, I like just regular. I haven't had regular pie in a while, but I think I'd like a good, what am I trying to think of? I think I'd like a good, just like good vegetable pie. It'd be pretty good. Ah, shop my century. My right click. Video game.
Oh, I fucking hit the fence.
Oh, video
I peeked
game.
slightly so I can shoot people. But
Black
not you.
Wonder one. What city am I in? Oxford.
That was so close.
I just set it off. Shoot me. I want you to shoot me. I mean, that's one way to do it, I guess. Excuse me, you need to just... Well... Well... Oh, yee. 3 things you'd like to have in the UK. Fish pie, shepherd's pie, haggis. You want haggis. You're aware haggis is like intestines that have been turned inside out and stuffed with, like, bladder or something. Or something like that, isn't it? It's like sheep
Nice
guts.
sausages are just like normal intestine anyway.
Yeah, and
so
I think
it's a big
sausages
deal.
are pretty disgusting.
Yeah, but like
My
the average
opinion-
person doesn't.
Okay, maybe if you like
That's what
sausages,
I mean.
maybe it's alright.
No, but that's what I mean. Like, it's not like I don't see haggis as being a mega awful thing.
Do you not? I was under the impression
Like, in
people thought of it
comparison
as
to
like an
something
ew
like
thing.
sausages.
Do people not think sausages are weird?
A lot of them. No.
Sausages on.
I thought people thought they were a bit weird, but they liked them.
No one thinks about the fact they're intestines. They're just like, this is delicious food. GBH.
Sniper just do a weird salute. Shepherd's pie is, I think I haven't had it in like a really. I had it last time I had it was when I was really young. That's just like mashed potato on top of like tomato, mushroom,
Americans
and mince.
seem obsessed with haggis for whatever reason.
Shepherd's pie is
minced
pretty good.
beef.
Was it minced beef?
Hello?
I think I used to
Yeah.
have like my mum used to make one that was like fish or something.
Not
like
shepherd's
it wasn't.
pie.
It wasn't a bean shepherd's pie then. It was basically the same kind of thing though. It was, you know, like mashed potatoes. You killed the real Woolen. You did, friendo. You fragged me good. You need to unscrew. If you need to unscrew tiny screws, you could try putting like a rubber band in front of the screw,
That was so
and then
far
gain
around the
traction.
corner. Goddamn.
Basically what I mean is say you have like a really big Phillips screw, or like one that's just a little bit too big for the hole, you can put a rubber band in the hole and then put the Phillips screwdriver on top of the rubber band, and you'll get, that rubber band often will give you just enough traction. You'll destroy the rubber band, but sometimes it works, unless it's like really, really tightly screwed in. If it's like a light screwing, the best kind. If it's just a light screwing, then you'll mostly be able to get it out. Yeah, like a light screw.
Look at you, a light
Shepherd's
screw.
pie
That
sheep.
isn't a word.
Yeah. I think the shepherd's pie I used to have would have been middle-class mum's shepherd pie, which would have just been like Waitrose potatoes that are mashed and put with like tomatoes. I think the only good part about it was the potato bit. Wasn't it just... The whole point of shepherd's pie was that it was just a spare shit they had lying around that they made into a food, right?
I think so.
That was the same
That's
thing,
the
like Cornish
same with
pasties, yeah?
Most things, actually. Most nice things are just...
Most English
Got
things,
pie,
a lot of English
yeah.
foods are like for shepherd's pie were made for not shepherd's pie, sorry, Cornish pasties were made for Cornish miners, and the reason that they've got those crimped edges is because you're meant to use them as handles while you're eating the food. Which I'm fairly certain is not a myth. I'm pretty sure that's true. But the whole point of shepherd's pie is that like, yeah, you basically what on earth? Basically, it's just like carbohydrate concentrate that you'd use if you were doing a physical job like mining, and then to your dirty hands you could hold on to it. But the reason it's full of just basically beef and potato is because it's just raw energy. And if you're doing physical work like mining, you're not going to want a salad. I can get away with eating nothing because I don't really do physical stuff. But if I was mining, I'd probably have to eat like loads of potatoes and stuff. Also, England just fucking loves their potatoes. Like, non-stop potato action. A bit like life, Mar. It's a bit annoying to cook because you had to add flour to it and to make the mince stick to the bottom of the pan. Yeah.
I need to get better at pre-firing.
I'm gonna stand still and hope you run exactly across my crosshair. Wait. Oh god, I've got no dead ringer. The spy's worst nightmare. Food that's made from shit that was just lying around does not make a bad food item. No, it doesn't at all. But I mean, it's in like the origins was often, it wasn't because someone sat down and made a gourmet recipe. They sat down and made something that was practically held a purpose. Just end it. This music's too loud. I need to switch it to make it more quiet. Let's just skip that one. There we go. It was like church music. They probably are cheap. Well, like, a lot of this stuff is cheap. Or it would have been cheap because, you know, meat's really expensive now, isn't it? Back then, you know, everyone would have a fucking cow. Everyone would have just a little bit of cow in their life. So finding meat probably wasn't nearly as hard. So people just kind of put it in everything. Is there going to be 8 snipers over here? Oh no, the enemies have taken our intelligence. Help. Am I Geratis? I'm pretty sure
This
I am.
server,
Yeah.
like, I'm getting like headshots from spies who are looking in a different direction when I'm like
No,
parallel to them.
Welcome
I
to
got
really
face slapped
weird.
in my last life.
Skill. You really like the convenient food over complicated and decent? Yeah. Like, I make stir fries all the time because literally it's just, I go in the fridge, I just pick out like 5 things, fry them for a bit. It's done. That's my dinner. Yesterday I was hungry, I just made a stir fry. It's just what I did. It was like 2 AM. It's made a stir fry. Shoot me. Shoot one of you with like a hit scan. Thank you. Take your time. You didn't hear that, did you? Wait, no.
How have we been on the server for like half an hour? What the fuck?
You asked that question half an hour
Most
ago.
people would eat
Did
meat
I?
far less 500 years
No,
ago
like
back then.
10 minutes ago.
Well, it's the reason most people eat meat now is because it's in loads of fast food, right? Like, conveniently, you can just get, like, a chunk of meat
Well,
everywhere. Well, what you hope is meat, and not just, like, toenails and arseholes, but realistically, that's what it will be. Not that there's anything wrong with eating toenails and arseholes, I just wouldn't recommend it as a health benefit, you know. Probably not full of that many nutrients. Just do it. I want to surf up top. Well, maybe not. There's like too much going on here. I'm not sure I'm a big fan of it. I want there to be just a bit less. Just calm down on the stuff, please. That was dangerous.
just got a shot through 2 walls.
I just somehow got missed by a crit. Oh, what? I didn't miss. Your workplace sells pigs' trotters. Don't they tend to feed those to dogs, though?
They just pig's feet, those.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that
That
like
is a-
dog food?
No, it's like.
Oh, I
actual
don't think
food.
so.
Like, you
I
can
was
buy, like,
aiming
pig
for it.
ears. You can buy those, like, weird little
Yeah.
shoes that are made out of, like, marrow
Doesn't matter,
and
I
shit.
can't do anything about it either way, because my travel time, haha.
There really are no pubs open, are there? I'm looking to see if there's, like, another payload server or something we can join.
God.
We could still play 24/7 Borneo.
I I had 160 ping to that server.
They're now on Badwater playing on 31 ping to me.
Yeah, you had fine ping, but I still had 160 for some reason.
Skyle Upward is 7v7. We could probably fill it. You don't like Upward though. I guess we're just going to be stuck on this for a bit. You can make gelatin from Pig Trotter. Oh, it was more seasonal. Yeah, meat would have been seasonal. Like, you'd only really harvest cows once they'd been fattened over like a summer or something. I don't know. I don't know the meat industry.
If only there was a farmer that could tell you this information.
Porky, can you tell me all about the meat industry? Because it's something that I really just definitely want to hear more about.
Stop being sarcastic, you little fuck.
Sarcastic? But then what would my personality be if I wasn't sarcastic and cynical all the time? I'd have to have actual discussions with meaningful commentary. What do you mean? I could just say, haha!
Fuck off.
Go away. Disappear, please. There's too much. I'm gonna go back to Pyro. There's too much going on. Meat jelly. Does not sound fashionable. Does not sound like so. You wouldn't go into Marks and Spencer's and see like pig jelly. I think. I'm not sure. People like soup. You can make soup out of it, can't you? No. Do you think it's late enough that we could just lobby in casual again?
Wow, I'm done for playing TF2 for tonight. That's too much for me.
I'm leaving in like 5 minutes.
It's too much. Too much going on. You're leaving in 5 minutes, so I could just go and play on that server by myself, I guess. When are you gonna cut it? Because this server's never gonna end ever. Wow,
I'll cut it when I have to go.
Oh, you have a like an actual marker telling you when you should go.
I want to watch something at 11 o'clock.
Oh, well. 1 mini sentry. Help. 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 Oh, well. Yeah. I think I might go and play on that payload server then, because I'm not sure I want to be playing Turbine for another 200 points. There's only so much of this I think I can stomach. I could just casual lobby by myself, I guess. Let's have a try. Let's have a go. When it's only one person, it's going to be a lot easier to get in than 4 people. The Victorians loved stuff like that. The Victorians like some really weird food. A lot of like gelatin
Why haven't
stuff.
you added milkshake?
I don't know. I probably should.
I'm after just saying to him as well that you're probably going to go to Upward, so if you could join that if he doesn't want to play this, and then you just made me a liar, SMH.
Now you're being reminded of the time in the Dirty County you found out people actually like Brawn. What is Brawn? Hey, Bonfire. He's gonna play Lazy Town. Lazy Town's alright. It's basically just that again. So, you know. The God of Doubts. What a world we live in. Sentry going up. That's a backstab. Oh! He's done it. He clicked on them with his gun. Wait, this is a button knife opportunity. Give me a sec. Oh, that was close. I could have. Oh, I missed the button knife and the pyro because I was using the spicicle, but another spy came in and used the eternal reward to get him. He got him good. I think he might kill me with a random spread there. It's basically jelly with bits of meat in it. Oh, oh, head cheese. Oh, that's awful. Yeah, Woolen, you want to stream? You're stream sniping me. That's okay, Trexie. I can just get PlayerUnknown to ban you from PlayerUnknown's Battleground for tooting at me too much. Aggressive tooting. Your co-worker found a tooth in one. I wouldn't be surprised if you make a food out of like the bad bits of meat extracts. I wouldn't be surprised if you found bad bits of meat. I'm under the impression that like the big cuts are like thigh and like leg and stuff, right? Like they're just like meat, right? There's like no bones or bits. That's probably the bit everyone likes, right? And like the bit no one likes are like the feet and the head and stuff. Because that's still meat. They probably still cut it and use it. Is there going to be a scout waiting for me? Yep. Kill me. You've done it. You ended my life in Team Fortress. Woolen sucks, don't watch him. I agree, Porky. Instead, you should be watching Porkio on twitch.tv/Porky. He's like a really good Twitch
Don't
channel.
do that. I don't stream.
Porky's my best friend, and I love him dearly, and I appreciate that he spends his evenings with me, and I'm just glad that he just stays being such an honest and kind person. And he doesn't just come into my Twitch chat and say Woolen smells.
Stop talking shit, you little fuck.
We're best friends. Probably.
I guess you're like, in
We're
terms
good
of like the internet friends, you're
We're pretty high up there.
probably. I mean, the fact that I went to your
I
house.
think going
honestly,
to someone's house is probably like, I'd say like A tier, A or B tier friends at
It's
least.
gotta be up there, isn't it?
Like, I'm trying to think. I adore Mentalix, and I'd probably invite him to my house, but he lives in Germany, so it wouldn't work. Whereas, like, you know, who am I trying to think of? Like another, like a C tier friend. Who's like a C tier friend? Who's one of my C tier friends, Porky? Who do I talk to regularly, but I probably would invite to my house? Like,
TK?
I like TK though.
I'm
TK's
sorry?
just like a you, but better. But he's also worse. You're a bit more like down to earth and shrouded in real life problems. He's like weird and confusing sometimes because he's all like, oh, I'm not quite Porky, but kinda. He's also like less of an asshole, but I think that means he doesn't like me as much as you. I think you're a bumhole because we're best friends.
I just, you know, speak my mind.
And sometimes
What
you
can I
should
say?
learn to not speak your mind. Probably.
What
It's
about
the
not speaking mind?
internet, innit?
What about censorship of the
You
government?
met me in
No.
real life. That's not the internet.
No, but like,
Does Woolen is smell?
knew you,
Woolen
so
is
I'm gonna
hello,
speak
you
your mind.
stinky streamer.
Does Woolen smell? What?
I
Oh, that's
can
great.
confirm Woolen smell
I wanna
and his
pin
whole
that.
flat
Can
wait,
sound as well.
someone explain to me why your feet smell but your nose runs? Just
Oh
just
my
something
God.
just something to
Oh
tickle
my
the
God.
noodle.
Woolen, stop it! You're gonna scare me.
Just something to just spin the old noodle on while when you're bored. Oh, airshotty.
I'm gonna go to bed. Bye.
Night, P Diddle.
Goodbye, Porky,
My
I love
best
you.
buddy in the whole world. Stay humble and woke and ticklish.
Ticklish, you say? How would you know
Good
that
night,
one?
Woolen.
I
Good night.
punched him in the groin and he yelled. Ah!
Stop.
Oh my!
But-
Is that something you want to admit?
Don't let them know what we got up to, okay?
Oh God!
We watched Star videos together.
That
on the
is
TV.
weird.
Chicobo.
That
No,
was just the
Chicobo's not a
start of
C tier friend. Chicobo's like an A tier. Like, not an A plus tier. Like, I haven't known him for as long as my other friends, and
I'm like a D minus tier.
Alright, I'm gonna go to bed.
probably on the A. On the A.
Aw,
It's kind of hard to tier your friends,
it really
especially
is,
if my listing for like liking TV shows, the worst it could possibly be is a 5, and that's if it's literally Corpse Party. So I'm trying to think.
yeah. Daniel is a D for Daniel, and Woolen, you're a W for Woolen.
Like, I've known TK for like 3 or 4 years, so he's really up there. And I've known Menti for like 3 years, so he's really up there. Whereas someone like Chicobo, who's lovely, but I haven't known him for as long, can't get as high of a tierage just as a result of that. Like, there's a chronology to it. There has to be like a what? There goes my kill streak. You have to have known someone for a while. S plus tier.
Woolen, have you ever had queso dip, like with chips?
I'm sorry?
Queso dip, like it's like Mexican cheese dip.
No, in the UK we're not, like I know in America you have a lot of Mexican stuff, it's not that big here.
No, it's not that, like, it's not a huge thing. It's just like, it's one thing that you can find. Ooh, someone subscribed with Twitch Prime.
Is that-
Nice.
I misread that as Woolen and I got really confused. Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Does it not show up on OBS?
Woolen.
Can I put that back through? Oh yeah, I'll
But
disable it temporarily. Give me a sec.
It's pretty
I'll
much
put it
just
down.
like cheese
Streamlabs.
that's
I know.
spicy, and I like it.
Streamlabs is dead. I'm sorry. It's just dead right now, so we can just put
I
on the
love you,
screen.
Woolen.
Whoa, look at that. That's the
WC
sub
Len.
emote. I'm sorry that there's no overlay for your sub. Streamlabs is dead, and if I put it up, it puts up gateway not found. But when it comes back, if you want, I can like send your sub back through, so it comes on the screen. Thank you, though. I've never had rice pudding either. Watching Woolen headshot people with Avi makes you casually feel scary. It's a result of like a lot of time put in to something to the point that you just don't like. I imagine most people who have the ability to hit headshots can probably do it all the time, but there's like a mental block on it. They're like, oh, I shouldn't be able to hit this. So they're like, oh no, I'm not gonna hit it, and then they move their hand subconsciously. If you get to the point that you just don't really think much about it, though, it just becomes reflex, like with Osu. Playing Osu kind of does help, but like LifeMark can play long Osu maps, whereas I can't. because whenever I play long OC maps, I'm like, I shouldn't be getting this far, and I like automatically make myself lose. When's the next Cooking with Woolen video? Is it... Wait, how do I even pronounce your name? It's not Woolen, that's a C, isn't it? Is that... Wuklen? Klen? W-Klen? Oh god, hello.
You know, Mega MVP 555, I don't care if queso isn't good for me. It tastes yummy, and I like it. It
Whether or
tastes
not
good
something's
to
good
my
for you
tummy.
isn't a good enough reason. The only reason it's if it's like I don't think you should be drinking Coca-Cola. Like some people have it instead of water. I think that's really, really, really bad.
Ooh.
Because it's
Okay, so let me explain sodas. So
Sugar.
sodas contain so much sugar
they're
that
like
they actually have to put
really bad for
citric
you.
acid in them just so that your taste buds can actually process what the fuck is going on, so that you don't immediately fucking vomit because of how much sugar's in it.
Yeah,
But
like,
they're yummy, so I like them.
I just didn't grow up with them, so as a result, I don't have like a refined taste for them. The only soft drink I could ever consider, having is like a Fanta, and even then I can't have too much of it because it kind of makes my teeth hurt. But like, the only stuff when it comes to unhealthy food, it's only bad for you if you have a lot of it. There's nothing wrong with having a little bit of unhealthy food. It's mentally, it's healthy to have something you enjoy. It's more important to enjoy the food you eat than to hate what you're doing.
I just realized something amazing. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I realized something fucking
You're good,
amazing. So, yeah, that, but also something else. So, I took a screenshot with a snipping tool, and then if you press Control V, it just fucking pastes it anywhere.
Yep.
That's amazing.
The Windows snipping tool
Holy
is so
shit.
good, and I can't believe I didn't use it until like 2 months ago. I've been using Push, going into my like folder, copy and pasting it, and then doing it like that. Whereas the snipping tool on Windows, you can literally just it basically
you just click what you want.
it lets you paste stuff as if you just, you know, like in futuristic show, like old shows when they were doing the future, they'd like wiggle around on the screen with their hands and like make screens move. It's like that. You want to show someone a picture that on like on Discord, you use the snipping tool. Oh, Streamlabs.
So I've been using snipping tool for like about 3 or 4 years now,
Yeah,
but I never
you
knew
didn't
it could
realize
do
Control
that.
Paste. Streamlabs is a website. You can use it as a better stream dashboard. My stream dashboard currently tells me my viewer count, how long I've been streaming, how many clips have been made, how many viewers and how many followers and how many subscribers I've got. Streamlabs tells me who subscribed, what time they subscribed, what they subscribed with, what tier they subscribed with, who donated, what they donated, what bits they donated, what money they donated, who followed, when they followed, how many people followed. It's really, really useful just to be able to think, hey, look, that Pokemon stream was like more successful than a TF2 stream. Maybe it was because I sent out a YouTube announcement. Oh, yes, I see. Roughly coincides with the number of views the YouTube video got. Or, me playing competitive all evening had more or less than the pubs, and useful stuff like that. But it's also useful because it has the overlay. When you see someone subbing or following and it shows on the screen with like a little animation, that's done through Streamlabs. It used to be a lot harder to do than it is now, but Streamlabs just works. And if I want to, I can just resend them through if it doesn't work.
Head off. See you, my dude.
Bye, Daniel. ShareX is good for screenshots. I just like Push.
Love you, Daniel.
I've always liked
I
Push.
use ShareX now. Like, ShareX uploads to Push, and I've
Screenshot.
moved on from Push to ShareX.
What text editors do I use for
Is
programming?
Push its own thing? Because I just use ShareX.
Push? Because Push
yeah,
is its
Push
own
was
thing.
its own thing.
Oh.
Push was its own thing.
I have
I
an
know
old
it was.
version of Push, I think.
ShareX replaced Push. Like, if you try get Push now, it'll give you ShareX.
Oh, really? I think I've just got an old version of Push
Okay,
then,
yeah,
but it
that's
works for
what I
me.
did.
That's
You
what I
do,
always
yeah.
use. I think it updated it to ShareX, and I had to go into a...
because I prefer it.
Oh, I went onto a USB
There
specifically
is
to
a way
find my
work
old
around it to get
installer.
the old one.
But Push is so
There is a
useful.
way to work. It's weird. It's like that when you download Push now, it gives you a push-installer.exe to install ShareX. But if you remove -installer from its name, you can run it like the old push.exe. It's really weird.
I think it's because it's made by
Anyway,
Pepe.
I'm outie.
Bye. Oh,
Bye.
cool info for people in chat. Push/ShareX is made by the same guy who made Osu. Pepe. Dean?
Yeah.
Herbert. Dix. Good night. Oh, night, Chloe. What text editor do I use? I mean, for programming, I don't use a text editor. I use an IDE. I like NetBeans for Java. I liked PyCharm for Python. I'm trying to think. C#, I liked the just Microsoft Visual Studio. But for general, like, notepadding, I like Notepad++. I think it's incredibly good. There's other good ones. There's, is it just called Brackets or something? It's, like, incredibly powerful. I don't use it, unfortunately. I've just got so used to Notepad++ that it's just ingrained into my body. You use Lightscreen, which you found after Google. Yeah, Lightscreen works. Oh, night, Harvey. Harvey, just Harvey works, I think. That's a woolly wave, that is. Shoot me. Once, thank you. Sometimes you have to just let them know how much you want to be shot. Wait, you're a bad man. What's my job? Ah. Supreme leader Danny. Sublime Text. Sublime Text is a popular one. I don't know enough about text editors. There was once upon a time I looked into them, and I just kind of stuck to Notepad++. You're still here, Live, Are you playing OSU?
Nah.
Are you just sitting, just doing your thing?
I'm like eating chips and dip.
Just eating? Are you watching YouTube or something? Or just sitting watching a blank screen?
No, just, just watching like you play TF2 with a delay and listening to you talk for some reason.
Sit in spec, and the fact that you've got bad internet probably wouldn't really matter because you're in spec. Oh no, wait, it's a pub. You can't go into spec.
Oh yeah, you have a point. Is it casual?
Yeah, all the pubs were like 24/7 turbine or whatever. What on earth is this bass?
Yuck.
I mean, it's yuck. If you play it for like half an hour, it's okay. But when you play it for like 8 hours, it's like, well, something's probably wrong here. And I think it's probably the fact that I'm playing 20 or 4,000 million, billion, zillion. What are you doing? Maybe not. You do personal Python stuff in Vim. I mean, people like Vim. Atom is another great one you can customize to work with JavaScript. There. I don't think I've heard of Atom. How to Python? I wouldn't recommend learning Python unless your education system decides you to learn it. Just for the case of like, as someone if you haven't done programming, it's a little convoluted. Like it's really, really old-fashioned, and just stuff like there's no scroll bar in the default editor. You can't scroll to the right. I think you just have to press right arrow a bunch because you're not actually meant to use that many characters on a line. And its new lines mean something. It's not just a visual thing. The new lines are actually like a new line of code. Normally you use a semicolon. Python just decides it based off of it being a new line. When I'm playing Highlander again, I don't know. I think I'm roster riding with Strong Opinions next season. Prem, but I don't know if Strong Opinions is still going to exist or if they still need me to sub. Or ETF12's a little while off anyway. UGC I'm still roster riding on Failer. I haven't really thought about UGC though. I could probably play if I really wanted to.
Ooh, Tag retweeted my tweet at him. Ooh.
Really?
Yeah.
What was your tweet?
It was a picture of like a video he just uploaded, and the ad was for Undertale.
Wait, Undertale has adverts?
Tweeted at him saying,
oh, I'm dead.
Apparently. It was like one of those.
Does
like,
it need adverts?
Go to our website and we guarantee you can play Undertale. You just gotta download this fucking virus. Like,
it's they're using Undertale as an advertisement thing. That's not Undertale advertising. It's
like what they used to do.
Actually, it's a stream key reselling site or something.
And he replied to me and he gave me the Undertale.
Oh, maybe not.
Video he did.
Tagged an Undertale video? Oh.
No, it was like Gmod. It was an Undertale server, and he was just going along like with his friend.
I haven't watched Tag in a while. I thought he switched to full-time streaming.
His videos are so good. He did, but every once in a while he does like stream highlights. Oh,
some of his videos, I thought they were all stream highlights is what I meant. But when I say Python is old school, I mean like it. Would you not consider it so? Like if you show someone who hasn't done programming Python and you show them C#, they'll probably be like, hey, the C# looks like better. They'll probably just say better. That's the word they'll use. Will probably just be they think it's better. Obviously, Python has like. What are you doing? That's not true. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you're gonna win this one. Don't pull your gun out. This is not how you win one. Thank you. Good man, though. If you show someone who doesn't know programming, they'd probably say Python's worse, right? They'd just say, they'd see all these like weird indentations. They wouldn't see any brackets or semicolons. They'd think it looks a bit newy. It's a good entry language, but doesn't have callback kill. I guess that's good. Like it teaches you not to have bad habits, like just constantly nesting brackets into brackets into brackets into brackets where you could just use one for loop. Because new programmers do not like for loops. I didn't either. I didn't understand what for loops were. I didn't know why I'd use a for loop. And then after a while you're like, oh. I think the best example of why you should use a for loop was like you use a for loop for a specific number of apples. Like, if you're talking about apples, like, you want to count how many apples are in this basket. For a for loop, you know there's 4 apples, so you say 4 times, count 1 apple. That's why you use a for loop. While there is 1 more apple, add 1. Like, it makes more sense once you've learned about that, but when you're starting out programming, the difference between the 2 loops is just, it just seems weird. Like, you see someone doing for I equals, or I equals 0, or sorry, for int I equals 0, I less than 0, I plus plus, or whatever. They look at that and they go, what is that? What are you doing? And then you look at the weird confused one that I can never remember that's just that, but better. What are you doing? Butter knife. Wait, what? There we go. Oh yeah, if you want to learn programming, I'd recommend it. Like, I really like programming. Nasty. Python is very much new school. Comparing the two is just strange. Yeah, I guess. I'm just thinking of it from someone who may not do programming. They'd look at Python and they'd look at it and think it's quite simple. Because by default, you just basically do it in an equivalent of Notepad, don't you? They wouldn't see too many wouldn't see too many symbols. They wouldn't see, in the sense that, you know how square, curly braces and semicolons are everywhere in normal code. They look at it and think, just because there's less stuff, not connected to the coordinator. Why have my hats? Is there an update? Let's go on Reddit /r/. Is it just the servers are dead? What day is it? Wednesday? r/tf2. Sort by new. Hydro's a mess, competitive, some stuff. Okay, so there's no update, the servers are just dead. Oh, no, they're back now. Okay, there we go. Python for loops is really easy to understand. You don't understand all of this and think you're going to have to learn to... I mean, programming is like, once you learn to do it once you learn just the ideas behind it, the rest of it's just syntax, which you learn. You don't understand your sentiments about Python. I like Python, don't get me wrong, but like, I understand it's good for beginners. I think I've yet to see... I bet Blender's written in Python, right? In my mind, I cannot envision how you would write Blender in Python, even though I know it was done. And I know it was good. Like, I know Blender's really good. But in my mind, I don't know how I would even begin to go there. All of my use... Oh. Well... Let's try that again. I don't know, in my head I just can't envision it, so my mental idea of Python is that it's not very good, but I know it's incredibly strong. It's just really hard for my eyes to use well. You can iterate through pretty much everything in Python. That's true. Python, you can... I'm trying to think of a good example. Like, yeah, you can iterate just through a string, which in Java, a string isn't a... I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I was going to say, like, in Python, you can go into strings, like words, and you can do so much with them just with stock Python. Whereas in Java and stuff, you have to do all these, like, weird shit. I'm sorry. I'm awful when it comes to explaining this kind of thing. It's because everything's an object. This is your second semester and you only understand C# and C++. What would your ambi name be? Killer name? That would just be your name, wouldn't it? Blender is C. Is Blender C++? Why did I always think it was made in Python? Python is for extensions. Okay. What do I think of 7v7? I have no opinion of it. I'm happy that someone like Sigafu, who's been playing the game for a really long time, still has a lot of interest in it and is willing to put the time, effort, and money into developing it further. I myself, though, I don't see any negative or positive for it. I just think it exists. I wouldn't play it over Highlander if I was given the choice between the two. I think it's a bit, if you want to play sixes, I think you should just play sixes. But if people enjoy it, by all means. Well, okay. There's loads and loads and loads of libraries for Python. That's the whole thing, because default Python, it's not got a lot. You kind of end up writing a lot of your own libraries, at least in university, and reusing them over and over again. What program language would it be? What do you mean? Am I about to be killed by a heavy weapons guy? Oh, well, maybe not. I do like a good gold rush. Lifemo, I forget, do you do any programming?
No.
Oh.
I messed around with C# a little bit. Tried to learn Java at one point. Yeah, for Unity. And I tried to learn Java when I was like 12 because I wanted to do Minecraft mods, but
that's fair.
Like,
that's actually like a really good thing, though.
Yeah, but like 15 minutes into the first tutorial video, I was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Oh. The fact that Minecraft has gotten... how old would they be now? If Minecraft was really big like 6 years ago, it gets people my age, right? If Minecraft has gotten people my age, because they would have been like, 12 or something, or 12, 13 when Minecraft was big. If they've gotten people my age into Java, when I was into programming because of like my own really specific niche circumstances, if them wanting to make mods for Minecraft got them to make programming, I think that's amazing. And I'm like a huge fan of the fact that Notch was just like, yeah, mod the shit out of my game, go for it. I always thought that was like awesome.
Yeah, I always thought that was awesome.
Like, if people were like, oh, I really wish I could have an obsidian pickaxe, they could just do it, and it was simple enough that a kid could do it, and it was simple enough that kids were learning Java purely to do it, and I think it's really, really, really cool.
That's really fucking cool. Like, people can give Minecraft shit as much as they want, but
Minecraft's a great game. It's a
simply
community
for
that's
doing
not
that, it is such a good game.
Minecraft's an amazing game.
I actually have a really good example of just that thing. So, my friend
Please don't shoot
from
one
school,
arrow here.
he's really smart, and him and I, we really like Minecraft, and he actually started to learn coding just because of Minecraft. And he started with Java, then he learned JavaScript, and then he learned HTML.
And he got like a good career out of it.
Well, he's like my age, so he's
career
still in high school. Well, he's like he's taken AP classes in college and just all kinds of crazy shit. And now he's like on his way to like trying to become a like aerospace engineer, and
That's
he's
really
probably
cool.
gonna do stuff with like coding shit with like rockets and whatnot, which is really, really fucking cool. So literally Minecraft has opened up opportunities for him to be an aerospace engineer because it got him into
I stopped
coding.
playing in 2011. I thought it was released in 2011.
But obviously, like, aerospace engineer is really broad, so he might just... It might not have anything to do with coding, but knowing him, I'm almost certain that he would want to do something with computers.
The logic behind programming would help him a lot in his job. The programming is more than just writing code. There's a lot of like puzzle solving behind it. Writing low latency maths intensive code is what Python's made for. I always thought Python was made for like basically maths and like graphs and that kind of thing. Like if I was a geographer and I wanted to draw something all about, height, if I wanted to make like a nice heat map that showed like all this like weird shit like about like rocks or something, I'd use Python for it. That's what I thought you'd use. You wouldn't go into Java, and definitely not use Java. I always thought of Python as something used basically as like a super strong calculator. But I might be entirely wrong about that.
I like the spy that you're spectating that's just standing in a fucking corner just waiting like a proper spy.
Oh, what? Am I not a proper spy because I kill people?
Hey.
Oh, I'm getting rid of this weapon in the next patch. Whoops. Missed the backstab. Science folks use it a lot. Yeah, I thought like physicians use Python for a lot of stuff. Like to my knowledge, the people that I knew at uni who were doing maths and physics do Python. Might be wrong about that. It's your choice, but you'd recommend Python. I don't say Python's bad. I think Python's fine. I personally, as someone who got into programming through games development, can't... All of my programming stuff is stuff that I can envision. Python I find really hard to envision. But if you can, I think it's incredibly powerful.
I vaguely know how to mess with batch files.
That's cool.
That is coding.
It's like script. I mean,
like I used to be a lot better at it when I was younger because I used to write fork bombs on my school computers and then disguise them as a Google Chrome and then set like every computer on the back, like entire aisle. And then I got called in one day and the teacher, she was just like, just fix the computers. Because they were all like spazzing out because they were just fucking Trojan bombs or Trojan viruses.
I was really pissed about those because when I was doing my A-level computing, people and my friends would put like weird little viruses on USB sticks and put them into our teacher's laptop. Or a lecturer, I guess. And as a result, we could never hand in work via USB, which made it a huge pain to do anything for the entire year. It was kind of funny seeing his disk drive randomly open and shut during the middle of a lesson. But that was about all he ever did. It was just really minor little stuff. Like, occasionally people would go onto his computer and press... I think this was actually me. You press some shift Windows and then left or whatever to, like, turn his screen upside down.
Oh my god, we used to do that all the time to kids at our school. Like, they'd go like, hey, what's wrong with my computer? And then, like, we'd just go up to it and, like, pretend like we know what we're doing and then just do that to shift the screen and go, I don't know what to do now. And then just walk away.
Like these dark corridors with your knife out.
Oh god, we were assholes.
Yep. Nerds tend to be. either really nice or
Now I'm a really nice
really
kind, but I used to be
abusive with their
an absolute
knowledge.
twat.
Oh my
But yeah,
god.
like I like if I open up a batch file, I generally know how to like
Oh, my shot.
maneuver
Oh,
around
was
it
a
and like
revolver.
edit
I thought it was
minor
an
things
MB.
to change things how I like. Like if that makes any sense.
Python
Like,
is
I know
terrible
what
mouse
to and not to
performance. Oh.
touch, and that's about all I know about them.
It's used in science and data science. Okay. Just like algorithm, it's basically a way you solve a problem piece by piece. Yee. I'm trying to think. What was I going to say? I think it's a little pedantic when people say scripting isn't programming, because at its heart, you're still writing syntax and solving problems, and I think that's all programming should be, is writing syntax and solving problems. So when people are like, you know, coding in Lua isn't actually programming, like if you're making Isaac mods, or TF2 scripting isn't programming, like yes, there's no such thing, there's no variables or anything, and it's incredibly crap as a language. But you're still, you know, you're solving problems via syntax. You know, you're like bind Q to disguise as medic. As far as I'm concerned, you're solving an issue via writing syntax, and it should count. So people get a little bit pedantic where they're like, oh, you're writing batch files. It's not really programming, because all you're doing is telling the Windows operating system to do something it could normally do, but just easier. That guy's naming a waste of sperm. What a world. Yeah, shoot the spy, not like the 30 team members. I don't know, I might be wrong. Most things I'm not too sure about.
We're
Hi,
not
Quirty.
the 30 team.
Well... Shift Windows left changes to a different monitor. Oh, I'm thinking of what I use when like Steam
Well,
goes
why
off
don't you
the
try
window.
that out? Just to make sure that he's correct, why don't you just try that?
You've never installed viruses on anyone's computer. I mean, I've never installed viruses. I've changed his monitor to be upside down. When I was in school, I think one thing I would do is if I was really bored and I was leaving the lesson, on like the logon screen for Windows 7, where it's like, you know, log on, you can press like the little help dialog down below, and it pulls up a little window that doesn't let you press any boxes. You can do that and then hide the box off the bottom right of the screen. And unless they press escape, they can't log on. I always thought it was kind of funny, but like it was fairly harmless because all it did was block you from doing anything unless you pressed escape. But I never did anything like, you know, force everyone's crosshair, or force everyone's cursor to be a flaming GIF. Do you remember when those were popular? Like custom crosshair, custom cursors on Windows. I used to make those. I used to make them. I used to make my own little Zelda ones.
I had a crosshair that was France from Hitalia.
Oh, what?
I have no idea why, but the anime Hitalia.
I don't know what that is.
No, it's an anime that's based off of like World War II times, and each character is like a different country. It's actually pretty interesting, but it's kind of
It's
gay.
a cool concept. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, I think you'd actually really like it.
Why? Wait, what makes you think I wouldn't like it? I've nothing...
I don't know.
Except for that time I watched Free and I said it was a little bit too homoerotic for my tastes.
No, by a little gay, I mean like like
Do you wanna-
half of the jokes revolve with like countries sleeping with each other, and
Are
they're all
they-
like men and getting all blushy.
men are... Alright. I was thinking that sounds like a really modern one where they'd all be...
I mean, by men,
Human.
I mean like 18 to 20, but still.
That's anime, man. I've just finished school. I'm a grown man.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's how it works,
like-
though. They finish high school and then they get a job, don't they? Custom
they
cursors
finish
do
high
it
school
so
and then
bad.
they just like grow a beard and like get ripped.
Risque Rosen says kind of gay is an understatement, I think. I don't know, I used to
Okay,
be...
all I know is I was like 12 when I watched it, and I kind of overlooked all the gay shit, and I was like, this is funny. This is a good show.
I remember Paint.net had their own cursor making program, and that was what I used. You could basically just use it as like Sprite Photoshop, where you could save it as a .cursor file or whatever the cursor file is on Windows. I used to really enjoy doing it though. A lot of fun. Because at school you could have custom what? Oh, he's on fire, and I'm having difficulty seeing his head. I think that's what it is. At school you could have custom cursors. Oh god. You just had to have it on like a USB and then put it onto your thing, and it would be locked to your account. I don't know how it worked. Like maybe Windows saves it on your local temp or something when you change your crosshair, but it was really cool. Did you find all the Windows XP era ones? Do you remember when everyone download what now are called emojis on like Microsoft MSN? That's it. There'd be all these adverts for like these terrifying 3D what are they even called? Just smileys. I think they were called smileys. But every advert on free sites, instead of like, you know, win a free iPad, they'd be like, download custom 300 3D smileys now. It was terrifying. Remember when websites change your cursors? Oh my god. I mean, the Nuclear Throne wiki does that. It changes your cursor to the in-game Nuclear Throne crosshair and makes it so every time you click it makes a shooting sound. It gets kind of annoying. I just like those sites do those, yeah. I remember
I kind of wish that I was born,
freewebs.net
like,
let you do
5 years earlier sometimes, because, like, I don't know, I feel like the...
Do you not like having a smartphone? I feel like...
Not really, I don't really
I would have
use
been...
them, but,
I've been pretty happy to be... If I was a kid born today, I'd be probably more happy than I am now, because going through school with a smartphone would be way cooler than just sitting twiddling my thumbs all day like I used to.
What about... You could be playing, like, a Game Boy in class or something, though.
Yeah, but I didn't have a Game Boy. Oh, I did, I guess. But, like, I used to have to sit on, like,
if it
a
were,
crappy...
5 years, it would be a DS, but still.
I used to have to sit on, like, a crappy CRT Windows 98 computer playing Flash games that took, like, 2 hours to load. That's an overstatement. They probably only took, like, 20 minutes to load, but still. If I had a smartphone and I could just watch YouTube, I would have been pretty happy.
game.
Do you remember how bad the internet used to be?
Oh, no, I do.
Like, going onto Newgrounds and trying to watch the Super Smash Bros. Brawl countdown, that was literally just a clock, would take, like, 3 minutes to load.
And by the
Going
time it
on
loaded, the game
Neopets.
already came out.
Going on Neopets and playing, like, Meerka Race or Meerka Chase or whatever. That's basically
I
just
never
Snake.
played Neopets.
Okay, it's basically just a Flash game site where you have Pokemon, kinda.
Nice.
And you win, like, coins and stuff for playing games, and it was kind of fun. It had a social media aspect that I never used. But, like, you go on there and basically play what is Flash Snake, and it would take, like, 5 minutes to load. Even though it's, like, you know, 3 sprites. Or something,
Right,
like,
Snooze,
there's nothing to it.
Bonfire, you say Cool Math, I say Pop Tropical.
Cool Math was it coolmaths.com that let you play the tank game? Have you played the tank game? Is that still, like, the cool thing? Where you had, like, it was basically like 2D
I fucking
worms.
love the tank game.
I never understood what it was, but every website
game
had
was so
it.
good.
It was really cool. Cool Math. We had coolmaths.com. You visited a school where the Wi-Fi was still web. So what, you could just break through it? Or what? What do you mean? Just carry portable Tor browser on a USB stick. You could also do your studies, but, you know. I'm trying to think, when would you have the time to go on, like, YouTube at school other than just break and lunchtime? And at that point, when you're a kid, you end up spending it just talking with your friends anyway.
I don't have friends, so I just get my work done and then watch YouTube, which usually just means watching Cook Easy God Mode compilations.
He has gone wild with that God Mode tag on every fucking video.
Yeah.
I made sense when he played Snowdive on Hidden Hard Rock or whatever, and had, like, the best hits on, like, a 9-star map. That was actually God Mode. The da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da was God Mode. Him playing an 8-star map at this point is just all he plays. Just highlight his entire stream and call it God Mode.
Is. Like,
he doesn't do anything but 8-star on
I left
maps.
Spectator open since I had Supporter. I just left Spectator open because I wanted to download some nice maps that were, like, unranked, and I couldn't find them if I didn't do that. So I just left it spectating him, and I came back the next day, and I had, like, about, like, 20 new maps, but they were all over 8 stars.
Cookiesy does what I do, except he can actually play the maps.
Yeah, and
he
almost,
plays
like,
difficult
FC
maps, but he's, like, intensely better in every single way. He's like a mix of us. He plays ridiculously hard maps, but he can actually play them. Time to farm ambi headshots, I guess.
Do you see the method behind my madness now? I'm trying to get good so that I can play these really hard maps, but actually do well.
I think my thing is I don't care enough about rank. I just like playing. I find it so satisfying when I hit something difficult. It's not me overall doing well, it's me in that really split second. So, like, when I play, like, Packet Hero and I hit those big jumps, I'm just like, oh yeah, that was difficult, that was fun, I want to hit those jumps again. Or, oh, I really like, what's that Space Stream map, the Chaos one, the Kurono Sensei or whatever. I really like that song, even though I can, like, only hit, like, you know, 90% of the notes for it, you know, being, like, basically a 7-star DT song. I still find it really satisfying when I do, so I love doing it. Oh, thanks for your host as well, but,
you see, I'm exactly the same way,
Education
but
City is the best.
My logic is that...
Oh, thank you for the bits.
If I really like hitting those hard parts, what if I get so good that I hit all the hard parts, and then I FC it, and then it's like, holy fucking shit, I just hit all of that.
Yeah, but, like, I'm also aiming for that, but my current is my current isn't I want to practice properly. My current is, I'm just going to keep doing it, and maybe it'll happen. Like, one day, I'm eventually going to pass everything with Freeze Extra. I'm not that far off. I've gotten 80% through it most times. It's just the final part of Everything Must Freeze Extra is actually really hard. And I try to do it without pausing and catching my breath. I try to just do it in one go, because I think that's what good players do. Do you remember Mario 64 bloopers? No? I remember like old YouTube boops. Those were a thing. And Nintendo to the 64th power. That was like a Newgrounds series where they did like
you remember
Pokemon
a
parodies?
YouTube poop guy called Link on Drugs?
I mean, if you showed me the video, I probably would. If you showed me the name or the avatar, maybe. But I mean, sorry, if you just showed me the avatar, maybe.
Picture of Link, like Toon Link.
Probably not then. Well.
But he was like he was a supreme YouTube poop guy, and he quit around like 2014 or 15, and then he came back this year, and it's so good.
Can you believe Mari made Pingus? Like, we know the person who made Pingus.
Who?
Mari. She played 1 week of ETF2L, but she's one of those people in the Weeb Discord that no one seems to know. Apparently they made Pingus. Like the meme.
That's actually amazing.
Dr. Eggman, where he says, "Snooping as usual, I see."
Yeah.
Apparently that was Mari. And apparently Mari also has like...
Snooping as usual.
I really like the really old, over-the-top cartoons like that. I never watched them.
Yeah.
I really wish that I had. I think you had to have like Sky or something to have the channels.
You just had to be really cool.
wish I got to watch like Sonic X when I was younger. It would have been so good.
I watched like I had a DVD that had 2 episodes of Sonic X, and it was like the best thing because they were just like, even as a little kid,
they were
I was
huge
like,
caricatures.
This is just stupid, but it's so funny.
Cartoons used to be just
like
funny over-the-top caricatures,
but it's
wasn't
funny
it?
because of how hard they're trying to be cool.
Yeah, have I played Zelda? I love Zelda. Yeah, it's like my favorite series. I think, if you'd asked me 5 years ago, I would have just definitely said it's my favorite series. These days, I mean, it's really hard to say because I've played so many games since. But I still, like, it's definitely my favorite Nintendo/console series. Definitely Zelda. Which is my favorite? I'm not very good at picking them, but I've always just said Wind Waker to be lazy. Because Wind Waker is, like, really, really good. Ah, shoot me. Thank you. I don't know. I like all of the Zelda games. I don't know the last time oh yeah, I mean, Skyward Sword I was really excited for, and I was on all the discussion threads for and stuff when it was coming out. And it was the first Zelda game I didn't just 100% the first time I played it. I think I got, like, 2/3 of the way through it, put it down one day and forgot to pick it up, and I just never felt the need to go back and play it. A bit depressing, because it was a really cool thing, but, like, I don't know. You like the Pingas remix of Inspector Gadget theme song? Oh my god, remembering YouTube was just that. It's going back to it, apparently. But, like, YouTube just used to be really stupid remixes like that. Oh my god. Like, that was so
good.
bad. It was that's what YouTube was in my head, was just a shitty platform to share shitty fan shit. That's, by the way, probably the most times I've said shit in a sentence.
Then it got commercialized and got actually
hugely commercialized, yeah. So now people use it as basically like a reality TV star making site, which is not the biggest fan of.
Not fun.
You know, Breath of the Wild is high up there. I would love to play it. I just, right now, I don't want to spend 100 quid on a console, because Wii U's are relatively cheap. I don't want to spend 100 quid on a Wii U just to basically play Wind Waker and Twilight Princess again, and Breath of the Wild, because I did that with the 3DS. I spent like 250 or 300 pounds whenever like 6 years ago when the 3DS came out for the Zelda Edition Ocarina of Time one, so I was super hyped for it, and I really enjoyed it. And then I finished it, and I was like, wow, I just spent like 300, 400, like probably like 250 pounds. I don't remember what it was. I just spent a lot of money on basically a game that I've already played 100,000 times. It was really fun, probably wasn't really worth it. All of my 3DS games are basically just remakes of old N64 games, apparently. I have, like, Majora's Mask 3D, Ocarina of Time 3D.
My little brother has those too, and he really liked them.
I gave my brother... I guess I lent them, but he never gave them back.
He's already played Ocarina and Majora's.
My younger brother's or he's trying to get into speedrunning Ocarina of Time 3D on the copy that I lent him, and he never gave back.
Nice.
But yeah, he's occasionally will message me on Steam and be like, hey, you know, I found out this thing where you can, like, wrong warp into Dongo's Cavern. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. Or he was like, hey, you can get any item at any age now in 3D. And I was like, yeah, that's really cool. Because it's Daniel only ever talks about... I mean, me and Daniel only really watch regular Ocarina of Time speedruns, so I don't really know anything about 3D. Yeah. It's cool my brother's into it, though.
He sounds a lot like me talking to my older brother.
My younger brother's
updates with, like, Osu.
My younger brother's like half my age.
Oh damn! Yet my older brother's like 10 years older than me.
Okay. You'll have you know that Pingus and All-Star remixes are not shit. No, they're really good. But, like, in terms of... They're not high budget, is what I mean.
Yeah, they're
YouTube
low
used to be
production rate.
Yeah,
Or
YouTube
value.
used to be a low production rate, shitty TV kind of site, where you, if you wanted to have your own TV show, where you just sat and talked to yourself playing video games, people would watch it. And now it's like, you have to buy like £1 million camera and be the top vlogger, and you make billions of pounds. And it's like, well... Could also be like a head of marketing or something, you know?
I used to be a stupid, smelly nerd, but now I bought the Phantom X Flex Force camera, and now I get all the blogger pussy.
I have a AT2020 microphone. It's really, really good quality. I can speak into it and be like, oh, hello. I like that. By the way, this new mic has changed my life. You would not understand how much I had to do to make this snowball not sound like shit. And then once I started doing more editing with this AT2020, I was like, oh my god, my life is better in every way. I can just almost nearly straight use raw audio. Sometimes I put a little bit of compression on it because sometimes I put it in the wrong position and there's too many close-ups.
Sometimes you scream with the Force of 1,000 Suns.
No, but in like the last Dark Souls video, I had to do a bunch of filtering on it because for some reason all my plosives were super loud, so I had to equalization. I had to do equalization, normalization, and compression just to make it so that the P's weren't really high plosives.
I remember 2008, 2009 is when I started watching YouTube a lot, and I found Let's Plays, and Nintendo Capri Sun and Chugga Conroy were the two fucking channels that, well, those are the only two things that mattered on YouTube for me.
I used to watch a lot of Hat Films and Peanut Butter Gamer. Because I liked Peanut Butter Gamer, because he made Zelda videos, and like no one else did that I looked for. It was pretty cool. And then I think we talked about this loads, but like, I stopped watching him, and then it turns out my younger brother watched him when, you know,
Yeah, and the
a couple years
exact
later.
same thing happened to me.
I thought it was quite cool how like...
I stopped watching him in like 2012, and then like 3 years later, my little brother's like, hey, have you heard of this guy Peanut Butter Gamer?
I thought it was kind of cool because like
Yeah.
I thought it was like really weird that they made a website all about like the Kiri boots from Zelda, and then they all ended up having millions of subscribers, and normal boots is like actually a thing and not just something that some guy made up one day. I thought it was cool anyway. All you did was watch Chugga Conroy's Luigi Galaxy Play. I liked Hat Films. So all of my like, well, not all of them, but when I started doing commentaries, a lot of my like weird little inputs were as a result of Hat Films. Like when they were like, when they speak in like all of a sudden a slightly gruff tone and they're like really over the top about it. They're like, oh yeah, that's like a Hat Films thing. I think that I picked up and I forgot that Hat Films did. Like I was watching the video I did with the video TK made when I played Beeble with him. I watched that earlier, and I was like, oh yeah, you know, a little juicy bit of you know, that and that. I was like, oh god, I haven't done that in a long time. Mostly because it hurts my throat. But like, that's definitely like a Hat Films thing. Hello. I'm gonna say just Monkey. I think Monkey's probably the nicest thing I should call you though. What? Ooh. Oh, Demo Man tried to kill me. My eyes kind of hurt at this distance. I can't really see the medic I'm trying to shoot.
So I used to hit like, actually, like, I used to not be able to stand monkeys, but now I just love monkeys for some
Is it
reason.
because they were slightly too close to human as you found?
Yes,
kind
and
of
they creep me the
uncomfortable?
fuck out.
I love
But now they're just like
monkeys.
so fucking funny.
I think they're awesome because they're like.
Yeah, they're really smart and they're.
I like that they're
just,
smart.
They're funny. Like how intelligent they are just makes them really funny.
I like it when I find it very wholesome when, like, you know, like all those things where like the gorilla gets his own little dog as a friend, and he's like, "This is my
Yeah.
doggo, and I will look after him." It makes me happy. See some
Or
good old
whenever there's
human
like one holding a
compassion.
kitten or something.
Yeah, because they're more human than like people. Chat bullies Livemar. If you want to bully Livemar, post a punoko in the twitch.tv chat. He hates those
Please no bull.
punokos.
Yeah.
Please no bull.
I
Well,
love them,
good night,
actually.
all of you. You need to sleep now. Good night. I'm never going to be able to say it right. Okashi Yuijin? Okashi Yuijin? Punoko. That's a good punoko. I give you 20 puns out of Oko. Yeah, it used to be Sucks Willy, and then you showed Livemar that screenshot and he changed it. I don't know.
That is accurate.
Remember, I've made like none of the commands on my Twitch. They've all been made by other people. So if the command says Livemar sucks Willy, just assume that that's just someone who doesn't like Livemar and they're being
Yeah,
a bit
Spirit
funny.
made that.
Yeah, that's a good punoko.
I don't know why Spirit doesn't like me because I really like him. He's a cool guy.
Spirit doesn't dislike anyone.
He dislikes
This
me.
DTK guy in chat is not happy at all. He's having a informal day, I would say.
Oh wow.
What is that image?
And informal is pretty bad.
What is the image link?
It's just a screen cap of me saying I like necrophilia.
Are you gonna exemplify on that? Are you gonna go?
Yeah. So you remember
explain...
that one day we were all talking about like necrophilia, and just because it was so horrible, I ironically said that in chat.
Yeah,
and someone screenshotted it.
Loosely remember us talking about that for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Is this pirate gonna chase us?
Wait, no, it's not I like necrophilia, it's I love necrophilia.
Oh yeah, there's a big difference between like and love.
Yeah.
Let's not go there again. We don't have 6 people in Mumble
bounce off of necrophilia conversation.
It's called
topics.
bouncing. It's called bouncing conversations. I'm a big fan
What
of
did I
it.
say?
Hey man who doesn't like it. There you go, Venomine's just destroyed you. Livemar. Here we go again. The more Panokos you post in chat, the more annoyed Livemar gets. He just really doesn't like Panoko. I love Panoko. It's such a nice emote. Oh, well, I guess I'm not dead, apparently. I have 1 HP. I just like a good old Panoko. Let's talk about school again. Yeah, when I was younger, I went to school. I don't know about you guys. I live in, England. We have a school system that you go to from the age of young to slightly older than young. Oh, those are a lot of Panokos. Are you sure that's not going to... Is that like... What was that thing in the YouTube comment that used to be everywhere? I was like, this is Bob. Bob's going to take over YouTube. I'd be happy if Panoko took over Twitch. I'm getting a bit tired. Maybe it's time to start playing another class, maybe. Oh, those are some good Okos. Maybe I should get a Wool Oko. Glitchkun.
Alright, what was that? I heard there's a lot of Panokos in the Twitch chat. I just saw all of them and I am annoyed
but something
because
about that
that's what
Panoko
Wolf said.
sounded disingenuous. Is that soldier heard me, didn't he? He's gonna rocket jump up here. Oh, he did. Thanks for the heals. Oh.
I'd be happy if that happened too.
What?
Look into chat and see.
Oh, I thought it said happy birthday. You'd be happy if a woolly wave took over Twitch. I'd be pretty happy because it meant that like everyone in Twitch chat subscribed to me. Literally shop at Waitrose as a result of Twitch. That would be a day. Imagine that. Going to Waitrose with Twitch money and doing all my shops in the posh supermarket and buying nice vegetables. Buying pak choi when it's out of season and it's been shipped in but overpriced like hell. Oh my god. Rich Woolen is not good Woolen. Yeah, when I'm going to be rich and famous one day, I'm going to have 1 million subscribers and I'm going to be yelling like all the time, like non-stop. Like you might think that I'm a very chill person who has seen so much in the video game that not much surprises him and as a result of his reactions are fairly dull. But really, I just can't wait to just start screaming every 2 minutes because that's what Twitch loves. And I can't wait to make Twitch happy.
Whenever Woolen isn't streaming, and I'm just talking to him...
I can't stop. It's like an addiction.
No, I said streaming. Like when you're not streaming and we're just in Mumble together, like he doesn't stop screaming.
Just can't stop. I don't know what it is.
He constantly yells at me and screams.
Waitrose isn't that posh? Where do you shop? Do you import them from Whole Foods in America just to show you can pay the shipping fee? Oh my god. Whole Foods is like your M&S, isn't it? Like most of its own brand and it's ridiculously overpriced, right? Because I would love...
Waitrose looks extremely...
Not Waitrose,
expensive.
M&S. Waitrose is expensive, but it's so good. If you work there, it's actually very reasonable because you get like a 25% discount.
Shopped at Waitrose. Whoa.
She probably does shop at Waitrose. Jamie Oliver shops at Waitrose.
There's like a picture of her like standing in a Waitrose aisle.
Yeah, probably. If I was the queen, I'd shop. Whole Foods is on a whole new... It's Whole Foods like... My own impression was, from what Northern Lion says, is that like you can buy like 1 cut of meat for like £50 million. What's a better example? I think he said he bought like you can buy tins of tomatoes there that are like $5 each. Like instead of tins of tomatoes being like a cheap thing, you can buy like really expensive juice that's like £5 or something. Isn't it? Amazon bought Whole Foods. They did.
Yes, I would love to
Jimmy Oliver
buy
shops at Waitrose.
It's a very cozy price.
Go and watch.
£5.
Go and watch an
a
episode of
pound.
Jamie Oliver. All of his food is just Waitrose. It's great. Because that's where we shop, right, guys? Haha. But out of the loop,
Yes.
Waitrose is just a really posh. I say really posh UK shop as a student. It's a high-end UK supermarket. Jamie Oliver's still going. Yeah, he's still going hot. He got quite big in a season when he was cooking, and then the next season he was a lot thinner. Whole Foods isn't that bad. It's just a little full of itself, never makes fun of it. Is it meant to be like, you think people are a bit stuck up if they shop there, but sometimes it's really good for some stuff. But you really only go there if you've got a lot of disposable income. I mean, you don't have to be really rich to shop at Waitrose only. Oh, 1v6. Like, if you just have a... This map hasn't ended because the red team just isn't on first and blue team are having to push. They were having like a party on first or something.
Okay, so I never thought that I'd ever like anything related to fidget spinners, but there's this video of like a little capuchin monkey spinning a fidget spinner and trying to see how it works.
I've still never
it's
seen one.
Fucking adorable. You don't need to. They're horrible. They infect my school.
I've just not seen one. I think we're gonna have to re-lobby. I wanted to play Badwater and there was no one on it. Basically, yes. Sometimes food is cheaper there than Sainsbury's. Sometimes cheaper stuff, yeah. Waitrose, they do relatively cheap cereal, tinned stuff. Some fruit, like bananas, are like really cheap.
God, monkeys are so fucking smart.
Monkeys are
this
cool.
guy just gave him like a box and it has
Have you
like
seen the YouTube poops of Ramsey and Oliver?
a
Yes!
glass pane in the front
I
of
have
it.
seen those.
So you can see that there's something in it. And he just immediately grabs it and just tries to open it because he sees like the perforation in the box.
That's smart. They can understand reflections,
so
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I thought not all monkeys could understand reflections, only like some of the smarter ones, which made it even cooler that like most pigs can understand them.
Yeah.
Remembering understanding your own reflection is like really cool. Like if you put a dot on the forehead of an elephant or whatever, it doesn't try to rub it off the mirror in front of it. It tries to rub it off itself. Yeah, there's some like really old YouTube videos that were basically remixes of like Gordon Ramsay and the Jamie Oliver. That they were just all they did was get the noises of them saying like, "Oh yeah, this is moist. Oh yeah, keep it firm."
Man. God, this guy's like spinning this fidget spinner, and this monkey just like can't wrap his head around how the guy's doing it. So the monkey literally just like puts its hand in front of its face and like touches its fingers to try and figure out like what it has to do what this guy's doing.
Oh my god, I love it when they do. I love it when they do problem solving. Like they see a problem and instead of just robotically doing it, like dogs are great, but sometimes they do just kind of do stuff as a result of commands that they've learned. But like when they actively see a problem and try to envision it and solve it through their own prowess, I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, hey medic. Hey scout. Well, Taito Dick Dickman.
Now the monkey's getting a little irritated and it's just like, it's just holding it and
it's just looking at
it's trying to figure out how to do it. But now he like looked at it and then he like held it and he like just kept trying to do it, so he just slammed it on the table.
A fidget spinner's just like 3 ball bearings around a circular piece of metal.
Bearings. It's just like a couple of ball bearings.
Ramsey has 3 Michelin stars.
And then there's like 3 counterweights on the end, and then you just spin it, and the counterweights just keep it perpetually going for a while.
Okay, that's cool. Did you know, by the way, cool fact about the Michelin star system? They are exactly the same company that make the tires, and the reason the Michelin star system exists is because they were thinking of what's an easy way to sell more tires? Yeah, that's right, restaurant reviews. So they started reviewing restaurants, and those that were good got the Michelin star, and they were hoping that the fact that all these posh restaurants would have the word Michelin everywhere, that everyone would think Michelin, they would associate Michelin tires with these posh restaurants and buy them from them. Cool facts. Because you ever thought about Michelin star and wondered like, what's
really
such a weird name? You think it's someone's surname, right? Like a posh chef or like, you know, like a scientist or something? No, it's just a tire company that wants to sell tires. The thing with Ramsey and Oliver that you'll never 100% be able to do what they do in videos. Yeah, I mean, like a lot of the time, like Jamie Oliver always does those like 30-minute meals. Half of them are just like, you know, bake this vegetable. But then he's like, well, also you can split it sideways using this ancient Kai technique that I learnt in Dragon Ball Z. And it's like, well, just bake it. You don't need to go that far. How can I hit this shortstop scout? I killed a 40 health scout on a 38 damage shot. You had it in a Beyblade. I had a Beyblade when I was younger. I had a metal one. It was fucking brutal. We used to throw them at each other. When I was like... I guess I would have been like 8 when Beyblade was a thing. We used to like throw our Beyblades on the concrete and just mash them together. And like the string ties would hurt everyone non-stop. Like, because you had to like rip cord them. No one I knew, because I didn't go to like a rich school. I went to like a shitty states
I went to one
primary
of those
schools.
too.
But like no one owned the posh Beyblade shit. We all just had like the little plastic ripcords that you'd like hurt your fingers on. I had a metal one though, so I almost always won because they just bashed the crap out of the other ones. I remember another thing. I think they were Crazy Bones or something. Really old things that were just little plastic figures, tiny little things, like thumb-sized. I couldn't afford any because they were like really. It was like a pack of 5 for like £1 or something, or like it was something really stupid, or like 2 for £1 or whatever. It was expensive, so I didn't own any. But like the strat was you could just bake plasticine or bake clay to make your own, which is what I did. And as a result, I'd always win because all I would do is I'd glue it down onto like, so what you do basically with these Crazy Bow things, you put these little plastic things onto like a log and you'd flick them at each other, and the ones that like lost you could steal, so you could build up a collection. And I just used to squeeze them down with plasticine and they could never knock them over, and as a result I won a bunch of tiny bits of plastic when I was younger. It was pretty great. You hate the 30-minute meals because they never
So you're
count
telling me
ingredient
that when
prep
you were a
time.
kid
They
you were
don't.
just an actual con artist?
When I was a kid, I was a English state school southeast. What you'd expect, basically. You know,
I don't
played
know what
football
expect
at
from
break.
Southeast Britain.
I played football at break times. No one was rich enough to afford loads and loads and loads of stuff, so we basically just kicked each other at break time. It was pretty great. Using the reserve shooter. Oh, wild. When I was like exiting school or primary school, there were these things. I think they were back again, but they were like Beyblades, but instead of spinning because they realized these were a health hazard, you just threw them at bits of metal and they were magnetic and they pulled apart. And I only ever saw one in my life, but I thought they were really cool. They are back again.
Oh, I fucking loved those. I used to have a couple of them, and I didn't even know anything about like the show. I just thought that the
I've never watched
opening up mechanic was really cool.
Beyblade in my life. None of us had ever seen Beyblade.
Yeah, me.
I'd seen crap loads of Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
Pokemon's pretty good.
By the way,
Well,
you saying that like you just sat around and kicked each other at break, that
Basically just
cracked me
did.
out so much. Like I don't know why that made me giggle so much, but
have I
oh
ever
my
won
God.
a Gormiti? Maybe they were
Gormiti.
Gormiti. Maybe they weren't Crazy Bones. Maybe Crazy Bones were the like second iteration. I'm pretty sure Crazy Bones were the exact same things as what I used. But maybe I didn't use Crazy Bones. I don't remember. There were loads of like second generation versions of things I had when I was younger that they had to get rid of as a result of them being incredibly dangerous. Like Bulldog. We used to like rugby tackle each other on like concrete. They had to get rid of that. Tried their best, never actually got rid of it.
Oh my God, Woolen.
I'm gonna die.
I'm a 4-digit no-stick. Oh my God, it feels good.
Yeah. Wait, is Mookie ranked like 3,000?
No, he's like 2,000.
Mookie's pretty
Wait,
good.
no, he's higher than that.
Mookie's like a really high
dude,
rank.
Around this time last year, I remember specifically thinking to myself,
I'm never
man,
gonna
if
reach
I could
full
get
ranks.
like, if I could get in the top 10,000, that
I
would
think it's
be.
weird
That's
that you're
what
a
I'm going
4-digit
for.
with no 300 PP scores. Because in my head, when
Most
I think
people
of
don't
high,
go 300 PP score until they're like ranked like 6,000.
yeah, in my head, I just doesn't make. When I think of good players, I think 4 ranks, and I think they're like good enough to full combo like late 6-star songs with hard rock. That's the image I have in my mind. So the fact that they're basically
that
just
is
us,
nowhere near realistic.
it makes me like, well, I feel like I could farm that eventually. I mean, what basically, if I had 200 to 280 PP scores for everything, what rank would I be roughly? Or what PP would I have? Would I have like 6,000?
You'd have probably about 7,000, honestly.
Because that
Well,
seems
no,
way higher than I
7,000.
think it should be. I think 7,000
No,
PP is
you'd have like 6,500 or something like that.
in my head, 6,500 PP is
if
like.
everything you had was like 280, you'd
Yeah.
probably have 650 or 6,500 to 7,000.
In my head, those are the same
And
people
that's
that
like
are
ranked,
hidden
like,
hard rock full
5,000 to
comboing
4,000.
4 dimensions another. Like those kinds of maps. I always think of those as like 4-digit maps.
No,
Apparently
like
they're just
my friend
really good
Zaborn,
DT farms.
he's actually in your server, but he's ranked 5,000, and he actually got the first ever SS on you know the Monstrata map Rain.
Monsoon?
Yeah, he got the first ever SS on that, and he did it with hidden.
I think.
But Circle people refused to
Gromit?
upload it because it doesn't have hidden hard rock, and all the other FCs are hidden hard rock.
I think
we don't
Gromit
care if it's the
was
first
the
ever
first
SS.
person to full combo Notch Hell. My friend Gromit, he said he played
Ooh.
Notch Hell when it was first like accepted or whatever it's called, you know.
Yeah, that's
And he was the
cool.
first person,
Approved?
or one of the first. Yeah, approved. I always thought that was quite cool. You only ever played it on grass. Yeah. What on earth? What? So wait, when you were at school, did you not like punch each other for fun? Did you like discuss your feelings or something? Oh, butter knife duel. Let's do it. Aha. There are many more countries that underfund public schooling. The English public schooling system is basically like, if you're a teacher, you're not going to get paid anything, so none of the teachers can be bothered to teach you properly.
In America, it's not that we don't have the budget for schools. It's a matter of school and education is so fucking political that it takes like 10 years to pass one little tiny thing because everybody wants to have a pissing contest about who's like political wing has the bigger penis.
Yeah, I guess as a result of our country being so small, we don't have to worry about that.
Nothing gets fucking done.
Like, to my knowledge,
so
there's no such thing as like...
It's that nothing gets fucking done because there's too much politics.
In my eyes, politics in the UK when it comes to education is just money. Like, it's like, some parties love giving money to education, some of them hate it. That's it. There's no, like... I think one party wants to bring back grammar schools, and that was it, and it never happened. No.
Would you want that to happen?
No.
Oh.
What?
God, I have seen Virgin Code. What the fuck?
What, just now or earlier?
No, like
You're just
last
rethinking
night.
about it.
Yes, like oh my god.
When you go into one school I'll never understand is
when you can like 6 months ago make a folder on OSU and call it Dream FCs, and then fill it with a bunch of songs that you never think you'd even be able to pass, and then one day you're actually able to fucking check one of those off and go, I FC'd that.
I only
feels
figured
so
out
good.
collections like 2 weeks ago.
Oh wow.
I never understood them. I always just knew the maps off the top of my head. You didn't punch each other, you get into an argument about vapid shit first. What's wrong with your priorities, Kid Woolen? We didn't really have, like, opinions. We were just like, wow, our cartoon tonight was, like, a bit shitty, wasn't it? Hey, do you watch The Simpsons? Yeah, so do I. Hey, do you want to play football? Sure. Hey, do you want to, like, go punch each other on the tennis court? Yeah, that sounds like fun. England.
So I think that I honestly peaked in elementary school, because in elementary school, kids would talk shit, and I actually took karate back then, so I'd just like egg it on and let it happen, and then just karate them and then get like suspended. I was an asshole, man.
That is a pretty asshole move. You've been pushed over many times.
Twats, and I was like, okay, come on.
Thank you for using
then.
twat properly. I know you like thought for a second there how you were going to say twat.
No, I didn't.
You paused on the
twat.
So, but you said twat.
I was gonna say cunts. That's why, but I was like, nah, that's a little too much. Just twats because they were kids.
I'd say cunt is like a very, very high tier, dangerous swear word, but it's not as bad as North America where it's like F tier.
Dude. Okay, so let me tell you the worst fucking part of Tourette's, in my opinion, is that whenever people like irritate me a lot, I can't take it, and I just get rage pretty much and like yell at people and shit, and I fucking hate it.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
A couple of days ago, I kid you not, I called my mom a cunt, and I felt so fucking bad for it. Like, you have no idea. I actually almost cried, and I felt so bad about it.
Yeah,
like,
I'd feel pretty shitty about that. Because the worst part is, like, in my head, I keep everything to myself. If I'm upset,
yeah, I usually do too, but when I'm like,
if I physically couldn't, though, I'd be pretty upset.
Come on, why'd you do that? But like, I immediately just like, I said it, and then I like, my eyes went from like pupils dilated all wide to just like back to normal. Like, oh shit, I just said that, and like immediately hugged her.
Oh, well, as long as you didn't mean it, and it was just your conscience being a dick.
I exactly, like, I never mean it. It's just that like I always like, well, not always, but sometimes like I just get too irritated.
Yeah, my story is just to like not find anything interesting. Hey Tyrion, like if something upsets me, I'm just like, who cares really? I'm gonna go.
I wish I could be like that.
I'm gonna go watch Northern Line. Yeah, I think it's a bad thing though, because as a result, it's quite hard to enjoy stuff when everything's kind of the same. Like, I think Osu is the only thing I've ever been upset with, and by upset, I mean Woolen upset. Like, oh, I should be able to pass this, I feel sad. But, you know, I don't have that at tier 2. If I die, I'm just like, oh. But like, I think that might be a bad thing. As a result, I'm not very open, because I don't really have a lot of opinions on stuff. Like, if something upsets me, it just doesn't. Just in the first place, it never happens. So I think maybe it seems quite disingenuous a lot. I
in TF2, I never really got mad at the game, but with Osu, I've actually fucking screamed at my computer.
I've never screamed at my computer, but I felt really like I wanted to snap the pen. Like when I had my really old graphics tablet, and in my mind I aimed to jump, but the pen just like jumped up a little bit, I'd just be like, this is wrong. I want to get rid of you, but I can't because that would be a fiscally irresponsible decision. You recorded a 2 TF2 moments we did not realise Woolen stream was on in the background, so it just lets me headshot an invisible spy with Woolen and his friends talking about British politics. I'd like to think I hold a podcast, kinda, in the sense that you can just kind of leave on the... You can watch the gameplay if you like, but a lot of the time you can just listen to it in the background or have it on while you're doing stuff, to the point that maybe people like just forget it's on. Congrats about discipline. I mean, I haven't...
Sometimes when Woolen's streaming, I go to watch porn and I start doing what I do,
just completely
and then I
forget that
realize I realized I didn't tab off of Woolen's stream, and and then I'm done, and I realize, oh wait, I just did that to Woolen's stream.
PogChamp. Oh yeah, that's a recurring.
Not really though. I promise.
That's a recurring conversation on the Northern Lion Live Super Show because they're so big. They reckon that there must be a point where people have done that. You've gotten mad over TF2 many times. Once Woolen told you to calm down, you've only gotten mad once. Just remember, if you're playing a video game, if you're getting mad, it best be because of the person. If you're getting mad because of the mechanics, it's like...
Yeah.
It's completely out of your control. There is no point in my mind, there's no point in being upset at something out of your control, because it's just mindless upset. I know it's healthy to be upset, but in my mind, if you die to a random crit, it's just shit luck. You couldn't have countered it. You can't learn from that experience.
That's a really good point.
Yeah, go on.
Like, I never got mad at TF2 because most of the stuff that would normally make someone mad just... It makes you irritated because it's out of your control. But with Osu, everything that goes wrong is your fault.
Yeah,
like
I like
it's something
that.
you fuck most of the time.
Unless it's your
that's
pen.
what makes me so irritated with it, because it's like, god damn it, I'm not good enough. I fucked that up. Ugh.
In my head, I should only really be upset is if I've done something myself and I feel like I should do it. But I'm not really that upset because it was like, you know, oh no, I missed the engineer headshot. Oh well.
You just kind of go, dang.
I've used this. I literally have 40,000 kills on this gun. Another one is not even 1%. Not even 0.5% of the kills. It just does not. Like, the fact that I missed an engineer frag is like, oh no. Time to get another, like, you know, 2,000 of those or whatever. It's just... It gets to a point where you've just done enough of it. Like, I understand being upset because people are dicks, though.
I'll be right back. I gotta go do something.
Go for it. Like, I have chat disabled, so I get to completely ignore everything. Like, if someone's being rude on a server, I have no idea. I just don't know it happens. But if someone's like, if someone comes up to, like, Lifemar and they're like, screw you, I'd be like, don't do that, that's mean. And if they're just non-stop being rude, I'd be like, that's not okay. And that's about as miffed as I think you should get, really. What on earth are you doing? Oh. Wait. Come at me. You can have random crits, can't you? Charge me! Oh, wait. Never mind. I was going to say I'm bad, but never mind. Staircases exist. Hooray! He's going to Fapta Woolen stream, guys. Knowing Lifemar. He's probably just gone for a quick yank, hasn't he? Don't kill me. I'm your friend. Well, maybe not. If he'd have pulled out his flamethrower, I'd have had enough time to decloak and hit me with my melee. I don't know. I think when it comes to being upset, it's like, if it's out of your control, being upset doesn't help anything. If it's within your control, being upset might help as a learning experience. Like, I don't want to be upset again, so I'm going to learn so this never happens. Some people don't have common sense. I mean, I don't have common sense. Have you heard half the conversations we had on this stream? It's really hard to work with people, yeah. A lot of people are like, some people are like pretty egotistical, so it's quite hard to work with them. You want to be like a normal human being and they're like, no, I'm important. It's like, well, maybe. But like, you know, can you at least not lower our experience with your self-inflation? I was a little miffed because, wasn't a little miffed, I was a little sad. I can't remember who it was. Someone told me that, like, they kept getting baited when they were playing Spy by their team. Like, their team would say they were going to push, so he'd go in and stab just to die. That makes me sad, because, like, he's doing the right thing by trusting his teammates, and his teammates are letting him down. That makes me a little upset. Power update tomorrow, is that confirmed? Was there a blog post? Because remember, the power update almost certainly is not just going to happen out of the blue. There will probably be, like, a week of just, like, comics and shit. Where'd that power go? There'll be like a week or something. If it's this big, they'll be like, hey, you know, this is the stuff that's going to come out. Here's like a nice little SFM paste that we've done. Like, it's not just going to happen. Oh, hi, Milkshake. Most of the time you get mad is crits, pyros, or spies. You shouldn't be mad at crits, IMHO, because they just happen. They happen to everybody. It's not like you get singled out. Pyros, like, I understand the air blast mechanics are really, really annoying, but like, oh no. What's losing one Uber in one game of TF2 when you've probably played like several thousand of them, you know? You just do another Uber. And Spy, so I can understand dying to like a backstab which you don't think should have happened. Because it's a bit annoying. When you're in someone's face and you backstep and they backstab you, it's a little annoying. But, like, even still then, it's a bit like, you know... By the way, this song is, like, super low quality. Even then, it's still, like, you know... It's part of the game, unfortunately. The games have been around for a really long time. It's not like it's something brand new. Like, if you were around when the Thompson came out, for example, you'd be used to Uber charges being a very stable thing. If you had an Uber, you had it until you died. And then suddenly, you know, an engineer would shoot you across the map and you'd lose your Uber and you'd die as you went through a choke. I understand that being annoying, because that's a new part of the game they added in that wasn't balanced. But if it's something that's been around for a while, kind of get used to it. Just blame it on lag. You get mad over crits because of how many times you get one shot away from killing them and they crit you. But the thing is, like, you know... What are you going to do? You know? Being upset just makes you sad. I think you should always try to be happy when you're playing video games. And if you're being upset because of random crits, the easiest way to not do that is either to not play on servers with random crits, or just to stop being upset. And understand sometimes you can't do anything about them, but, like, you know. You just play a lot. You end up coming across a lot of random crits, you end up doing a lot of random crits. It's just a really bad part about the game. You hate it when you play snipe and get a medic pick and then the team's not pushing in, the NG isn't doing it. Yeah, like, it can get annoying, for example, when you've worked really hard to get rid of a sentry nest that your team's been having difficulty getting rid of. But no one does anything with it. Be a little bit annoying, but you know, you had a bit of fun. Best remedy for people who get mad at TF2 is to play CS. Yeah, like if you start tilting, i.e., you know, you can't get yourself back on the line, you're just very upset. Go and take a break. You know, go watch YouTube or play another game or just go for a walk or something. Like, get your head out of the game and you'll realize it's not really that important and it's not worth losing your head over, you know, a 20-second respawn time or whatever. It's not worth mentally torturing yourself because you died to a crit, you know? It's a video game. After the 100th time going 0-8 on Dust 2 against a full orc team. You want to play a game to have a good time. Yeah. I understand sometimes, like, your experience in a game will be bad as a result of other players, but, you know, yeah, it happens, unfortunately. You made a post complaining about the shitpost on the Binding of Isaac subreddit, and now it's on the front page. It's still just, like, people making jokes about the item names, or is there more there?
Ooh.
Hello, LifeMar. How was your, release?
My what?
What?
I went to go give my little brother a bag of chips.
You want to go feed your younger brother with compassion?
Yeah.
Oh.
I put food into his mouth, and then he digested it.
He didn't even chew it first, he just immediate digestion. Great
Like,
name for an
okay,
emo
so
band, by the way. Immediate digestion.
I just, like, kind of
Raw-based
placed
band.
the food in him, and then it just turned into nutrients immediately.
You could just say that you, like, gave your brother some chips. You say
Yeah.
chips, right? That's an American thing. You don't say crisps. But if I say crisps...
We don't say crisps.
Do you not
I
say
know what you
crisps
mean
for
if you say
anything at
crisps.
all? Do you have, like, a brand
No,
that's,
not
like,
really.
posh, and they're called crisps just because English people are posh, right?
No, they're described as crisp.
Okay, I understand that. We call them crisps just because England likes potatoes, and they are crispy
Honestly,
potatoes.
I think crisp sounds better. It makes more sense, but I can't pronounce that very well, so I don't like it.
Chips is way easier to say. Crisps
It
just
really is.
sounds really weird. It's a
Yes, I would like a bag of crisps.
I'd like a bag of your finest Walker's ready salted crisps, please.
Yes, if you don't mind, I would like to have a bag of fresh jalapeno kettle-cooked crisps.
I'd like some crinkle cut, crinkle ribbed for your pleasure. Crinkle cut crisps.
think that you could get me some crisps?
I can't do that. My throat hurts. If you compare anything, it makes it to the front Reddit. Great brother, great husband. You're not married to your brother, are you?
No.
Nice butter knife. Thanks to you, man.
I live in North Carolina, not West Virginia.
Because you don't like living. People in major towns did anal jokes. What? Oh, as in like on the
Anal
private
jokes.
WoW server.
Speaking of
people-
anal jokes, there was this
No,
girl in class
Lifemar,
today,
no,
right
no,
next to me,
no.
and she just said repeatedly,
Immediately
she said it twice
stop.
today.
Just stop.
She,
Stop it. Stop
she
it.
got irritated at
Stop
her classwork,
right
and she said,
there.
"Oh my god, fuck me in the ass." And I
Stop
was like,
it
"What the hell?"
immediately.
It was so
This
weird.
is
No, it wasn't with a
cyberbullying.
freshman. It was not
I
a
don't
freshman.
care. Talking about.
I would be a good husband. God fucking damn it, I'm the best husband.
This is not.
I would provide.
Some people are
and I would
probably eating.
conquer.
Some people are probably eating dinner while they're watching this stream, and you just start bringing
Some
up.
people eat ass,
This,
so they're probably not bothered.
This is not a conversation. I don't want to be talking about your school children ass eating. I don't need to know this. My life is not improved.
They
by
were
this.
seniors. They're pretty much the same age as you.
This is still not okay.
They're 18.
It's an ancient thing according to the people. It's Lays, not Walkers. Oh yeah, we're the only country called them Walkers. They're still Walkers. You thought this is a wholesome stream. This is the most wholesome stream on Twitch. I think. Oh, by the way, the two top scorers on the red team on this server, one of them's called Vrimlock and the other one's called Urulok. Makes me think. What the fuck happened? You tabbed out and came back to Woolen crying. Lifemar was cyberbullying me. He was driving at me in PUBG, and I wanted PlayerUnknown to ban him, but he just didn't. What are you doing? I'm gonna be stare-stabbed by Urulok. By the way, non-stop Chirino remixes in this playlist. Big fan of that. Like a good tomboyish daughter.
That's Chirino, isn't it?
Yep. After I said I love Tyranno music,
Yeah.
I love a good tomboyish daughter. That's
I didn't hear the
literally.
Chirino part.
Oh, okay. In fact, you're eating some popcorn. Is it popcorn you made yourself? Or is it popcorn you bought?
Does it? Never mind. I'm not going to say that.
Do your boobs hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Is that what you were about to say, Lifemar? It's disgusting.
No, I was going to say, do they
Can you
taste
tie
like
them in a
ass?
knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Can you fling them over your shoulder like a regimental soldier? Do your boobs hang low? That's very inappropriate, Lifemar. I can't believe you brought that up on my PG-13 Christine stream. Gosh hecking darn it. So anyway, when are you going to donate $1,500 and pay the shipping for this like life-size Reimu chibi plush doll that I've looked on eBay?
If you want that to happen, I might be able to
Actually,
arrange
please
it in
don't.
like 3 years.
Now I'm worried.
I'm
Maybe
going to
this is
save
a-
up for like 4 years to be able to do that.
Instead of going to university, American college, you're going to buy me a life-size Toho. I can't wait to have a
American
Toho.
college costs like 40 times that, so yeah.
It's a family show. Yeah, it's a family show. Don't worry. Next time you watch Woolen streams, you'll make popcorn first. I'd recommend it. I think it's a good popcorn stream. You can sit back and
It
just
really is.
wonder what the hell is wrong with half the world.
I think that
They're
I
practically
might want to
homemade
learn how to knit
produce.
while watching your streams.
Who's the guy in the comments section? He has like / and larger than brackets in his name. He always talks about like knitting. I don't know.
Who?
It's someone, I can't remember who it is in
your
the comments.
section.
Just non-stop going on about knitting. I don't know if he's trying to make like a comment section persona or if he's actually like needs help. Just non-stop.
Maybe just really likes knitting, Woolen. Did you ever think of that?
I
I bet you did, because you're selfish.
I'm really, really selfish. Oh. I was trying to think of a comeback for that, and I couldn't really think of one. What have I done that's unselfish?
So, am I the only one that's noticed that Ace PictureBot has just continuously gotten more and more lewd as time goes on?
Yep. Believe it or not, a Twitter bot that posts anime pictures eventually will just start posting pornography. Hello, Wick. Welcome to my
That's what I'm hoping
live
for, honestly.
family-friendly live stream where we talk about fun things like popcorn and favorite pizza flavors. Don't mind me, I guess. These 3 men who broke a dragon's heart. D is for Dragon. Play PUBG. Soon. I say soon. We're still waiting for Twitch to hear back about the whole like partnership thing. I kind of want to have more than one emote at the $5 tier. Feels like a bit of a joke
With this
at this
many
point.
subs, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like with this many people, I feel like they at least deserve like an icon in the chat, but it's not just the star. You know?
Yeah. There's a bunch of burbs. It's about that time of year again that the burbs are coming back. They're going squawk.
Burbs are going squawk.
Yeah, they're like seagulls because they live on the water. And they're just constantly like, wah, wah.
You imagine a guy with Woolen, isn't it?
That's what birds sound like, Woolen.
You could have done like a nice relaxing pigeon, like a hoo hoo. Instead, you just scorched.
Okay, the birds are just over here and they're just constantly going like,
Oh, I'm a big fan of that. You're the man who broke a
I'll
dragon's heart.
never do it again.
D for Dragon.
You better clip that if you want to hear it again.
Oh! Hello, I'm going to miss this pyro. And then hit it. Oh, the scout. Okay. Well, that was a series of events.
By the way, so in
Hello.
Mumble, I turned on noise suppression to like minus 25 decibels. Does that... Am I like slightly quieter when I get loud now?
If you hadn't have said anything, I would have noticed anything, but that's not what I mean, noise suppression
I
is
just-
more so when you don't speak, it filters out your fan noise. Noise compression is when it makes the highs low and the lows high. So I have compression on OBS, so if I accidentally speak really, really low, close into the mic, or the... Okay, so a better example is sometimes Windows sets my mic volume to 100%, and I normally have it on like 18. So sometimes my microphone is actually just, you know, 20 times louder than usual. Instead of breaking everyone's eardrums, it just sounds low quality, but it's at a normal volume. So then I get to fix it. So a compressor is really useful.
Nice.
Have you read It? No, but I know there's a horror film that might be about clowns that they're making another one about, called It. That might be called The Thing or something, I'm not entirely sure. You feel like you've got a relatively small viewership but a good community. Yeah. I have a very tight-knit community.
That's the best way to have it, honestly.
Yeah, hey Abdo. I think I've got like, so is Twitch a pimp, cruising around the country looking for wholesome innocent streamers to turn into money hordes. Oh god. You swear the new It movie is already getting memed. Apparently it's good. Apparently it's actually a good horror film. Like, a lot of horror films go really over the top with their tropes, and apparently it's just a good, decent one, apparently. I'm not sure. I don't really watch a lot of movies, so, I don't know.
I thought you were a movie. What?
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 You can't speak about the Matrix when within the Matrix, you'll break something.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I like the idea someone gave on like yesterday's stream where they said there should be a Dark Souls movie. I'd be a big fan of that. Just the lore.
Why?
Oh
Yeah.
my god. A Netflix original called Dark Souls. It's not actually Dark Souls, but it's about a world where everything's Dark Souls but back to front to avoid copyright infringement.
Just a Netflix series called Stony Dragons.
There is a Netflix series about Castlevania, isn't there? Remakes are bad by most cases. Dark Souls. I heard that it was actually like a good remake. Dark Souls, yeah. It's about like undead ducks that have to go around and relight the first feather or something. Oh, Egypt. I think Egypt might be my fast map for tonight. What's OJ Woolen? That's like, is that orange juice? Or is that the
OJ Simpson?
Yeah, OJ Simpson. What even was he? Was he like a golfer or something?
Sportsman that murdered his wife or something.
Yeah, it was like a controversial case. Just do your own clown horror. It has almost nothing to do with clowns anyway.
He fucking killed her, bro. He was sports and shit, bro.
Can we not talk about controversial things from like 20 years ago, which I have literally no input on?
I'm just saying, like, what happened. Completely objectively and with no bias whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Hello, I'm CNN.
What would that be? Also, Woolen goes first. Orange juice. Oh, yes. Well, I can't wait until we play 100% orange juice with Daniel and Otterfiend. Was it Otterfiend? Otterfiend. I think Otterfiend bought me 100% orange juice. And also Putt Putt's Adventure, and like 500 copies of Putt Putt. So that's going to be a fun stream. There you go. I can tell Twitch if they want to if they partner me, I'll play through Putt Putt live on twitch.tv. See, I always check whenever I die to a sniper at the start of a server to see what their avatar is, and that person's got no avatar, so either they're new or they're cheating. That's the world we live in. What can I even do for like a horror movie? What would a Woolen-based horror movie be? Like,
It would be a world where Woolen did not say, oh, or...
God, that'd be a really dark world indeed.
that
It would be a dark world where instead of listening to Toho music, all he does is listen to the Undertale OST over and over again. Am I about to die to a sniper while invisible? I might re-lobby. I don't know if he was just shooting right in front of him or if he was trying to kill me. Maybe I should just go to sleep. It is like midnight. A world where Woolen is not nice. I mean, I'm not necessarily just nice. I think I'm just a genuine human being. Woolen with a bad haircut, the movie. That wouldn't be anything new. I can never make this jump. I'm trying to think, like, I'm not just nice for the sake of being nice. Oh, well, maybe he's just a ulting, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. Like, some things I do make my opinion clear on. Like, when Lifemar starts bringing up his weird sexual antics. I'm not... Oh, no, keep going on about that. I'm just like, no, stop it immediately. That's bullying. Not okay. I think I'm going to die the moment I try to rocket jump out of here. Yep. There's 1 minute. I don't know. A world where Woolen sleeps at night. Imagine that. Imagine a world where Woolen goes to sleep before, like, 7 AM. 00 is night. It is currently 0010, so it's not night anymore. You're not allowed to sleep, yeah. I'm trying to think. I do try to be nice to about most things, because I understand that often you have to put a bit of effort in to enjoy something, and I understand that. Some things I just don't. Some things I just don't even want to go into, though. A Woolen horror, a psychological horror where you're forced to have arguments about non-wholesome things. The arguments we have are not wholesome remotely. They're like... about really, really niche adult things that shouldn't be discussed live on anything with any viewers or anything like that. I think I think it's just got, it's like, they're like those YouTube videos where people have like Spider-Man and Elsa performing surgery. They've got like a really nice front to them, but actually they're horrifying. Those are Woolen streams. You think you're coming into a nice wholesome adventure, and instead he starts talking about like spinach and ricotta pizzas and how other horrifying things, and how he doesn't really like sausages. Really just terrifying things. You wish they removed knock minis. Yeah, knockback on minis is like, the damage isn't the annoying bit, it's the fact that if you rocket jump into one, you get your speed removed. Like, also the fact that when you're playing Scout, you can't just run it in and get rid of it. It's like, you know, you went to sleep at like noon, woke up at 5 PM. Oh, that's not healthy. I think that's not terrifically healthy. Hello, Gerald. You want a high five, Gerald?
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Is he? Does he? Say, touch me, please. I just told this soldier to touch me, please. I'm hoping he'll... Oh god, he's got the dead eyes of a veteran. Come on. He's done it! The world's greatest. I can tell you about a disgusting YouTube video instead, nose related. I don't really want to hear that. You think if I'm crouching in his face, they think I'm friendly and come and watch my stream? I bet that's what'll happen. If you see someone crouching in a pub...
I saw one of your videos and I saw you like wiggling your screen around and I was like,
that's my favourite thing. No, you watched me because I had a really dirty scattergun name.
Yeah, and then I saw you wiggling your screen around and I was like,
and then I saw her
great.
face. Now I'm a believer.
How about we don't? Okay, I'm unsubbing.
Do you not like that song?
Myself and unsubbing from
I like that song, it's wholesome. Then I saw her face,
okay.
Now I'm a believer. If I try, ooh, I'm a believer if I try.
Then I saw her ass.
Maybe he is cheating?
I'm a believer.
I can't tell if this sniper's cheating or not. I think he is, but I'm not sure.
Well, Woolen's calling people hackers because they're just better than him.
He might be though, but he might not be. It's kind of hard to tell.
Never needs to sleep because his name is Snooze.
Snooze, more like Bonfire. If he was cheat... Yeah, like, he didn't kill me earlier when I jumped him in the middle of a choke. If he was aimbot, if he was wall hacking, he would have seen that I was coming, ran back, and then, like, charged up a shot and killed me. But the fact that, look what he's doing with that SMG. It's either that he's just... I think he's normal. I think he's normal. I think he's normal. Am I... Was that a spy? I think I'm falling asleep. Cheating how... He just got, like... Got really good aim. He might just be good, though. It's the fact that he's got no avatar, so it's either he's alt accounting or he's not legitimate. And that worries me.
Sometimes I would, like, replace my profile picture with, like, a question mark that's the default thing, and then name myself something like...
I'm just standing behind him.
Robert Pizza 2000...
I think he's legit. I think we can call him legit. I just went and stood basically next to him and didn't shoot anything, and he didn't, like, turn around and headshot me or anything. So, like... Yeah, I think he's just good. I think we'll just say he's good.
One of my favorite things that Tag ever did is that he'd go into, like, competitive matchmaking, and he'd name himself something like Dark Sonic 69. And then he'd just like use the classic and just stomp everybody with it, and everybody would go, "You're a hacker." That's just always amusing.
Do people like those videos? Because I can like really easily like beat up children in pubs and record it on YouTube while going.
Do it, man! Oh my god, that would be totally what Woolen does.
I don't really think that's the kind of thing I do.
Man, I could see you doing that. You beat me up in real life every day.
Yeah, I physically harm you with my vocal cords. I go.
With your brutal man hands.
Have you seen my hands?
Yeah, they're brutal and manly.
They get damaged from like Osu pens. I have small hands. My younger sister has the same size hands as me.
I have like small hands but really fucking long fingers, and it's very strange.
That is a... Oh yeah,
they allow me to...
They're like guitarist fingers.
So it's all fine. Yeah, they are kind of like guitarist fingers, but I hate playing guitar.
What's anime? I've never watched that in my life. That's what weebs watch, isn't it? Stinky. I don't know. I've got very small hands, but I love punching my keyboard aggressively and just whacking into it. I remember playing Osu.
Wait, you mean punching it like doing that?
Oh my god, that was... You need a compressor.
Oh,
I
keep forgetting that my microphone is like on my desk.
Kill me.
Because like I always forget that what I hear whenever I'm like touching my keyboard isn't what everyone else hears. Yeah. It's like sonic booms just from me going like doing that.
I think what Mookie does is that he puts a towel under his keyboard to
That's
soften.
really clever. That's really clever.
Oh, I like this song. Let's tune up to this.
I'm actually gonna try that. I'll be back.
Give it a go. You could always put a towel under your microphone.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Oh, I thought that's what you meant. Okay.
No, he puts it under his keyboard
Huh, okay.
because it stops
Sorry,
it from
but-
clicking through the walls, presumably.
Yeah.
I think it's gotten
Because
too
like
late
whenever
to play
you're
hits
clicking
again.
like that, it's just like
You can't hit me. I'm
a
a
shockwave
gingerbread
going
man.
straight through the like desk
Oh,
into
he's
the
going to
microphone.
trick step me.
But I don't think putting it on the keyboard would help because like I
I'm
kind of
the
like
world's
slam down on my
Greatest
keys,
spine.
so the
Scout.
shocks would go through the towel and just into my mic anyways.
Daniel got a letter today from a friend who's a foot smaller than you, and her handprint on the letter was the same size. You had the same size. That you had the same size hands as your female friend who's a foot smaller than you. Should I ask why you're in like, who is this person that you're sending letters with? How do you know someone that you send letters with? Like, because that means that it's more than just through Facebook. It's like you're good friends that you've known for a while. I think you had a lot of questions to ask you, Daniel. Also, like, why did you check your hand just because you were curious and you wanted to feel like human compassion, and secretly inside you're a very soft, you know, careful person despite your rigorous arteria, and you just wanted to, you know, pretend that you were in touch with the rest of humanity, or were you just curious to see if you could, like, win against them in hand wrestling? Knowing Daniel, it was probably the hand wrestling thing, wasn't it? I think I might end the stream. I've started to lose, like, mechanical ability. What's the word? I've started to lose the ability to, like, control my hands and arms, which I think is dangerous when it comes to a first-person shooter which results in you clicking on them. Letters with handprints. Yeah, as well. You'll join the mumble again. I kind of might want to end the stream. I'm losing the ability to look at the screen. Is it some long-distance hand touching? Yeah, do you, like, send each other handprints and, like, you know, discuss how you are identical hand twins, like Joey from Friends?
You should cover your phallic area in like ink and
That's
then
disgusting.
just dip it on the
That's like
paper
ye
and then send it to her.
olde dick pics. That's not okay. This is Daniel's
Ye
wholesome
olde dick
friend.
pic.
That soldier just tooted his horn. He only took like 70 damage from that, okay.
Hello, handprint questions.
Yeah, Daniel, why are you
Yes, why do you
sending
love
letters
this
of your
person
hand?
so much?
Why are you engaging in like long-distance physical relationship via handprints with this person? Who are they?
Because it's nice to send
How long have
letters,
you known
people.
them? Are they the same age as you?
4 years, yes.
Are they someone you met in real life or through the internet or through Twitter?
Through the internet.
Are they from Twitter? Is it your female friend from Twitter?
Is
It's
it a trap?
female friend.
Is it the one that I know?
Probably not, but I also don't know who you know.
How do you meet all these
Are you going to start
people
drowning in
that you
mad
like
pussy?
send letters to on Twitter?
I
Oh.
use Twitter.
Hello. That's a colour I've never seen anyone use for their name. It's like a pea soup green. I can't pronounce your name, I'm sorry. RNGUDCLCK? Hello. No, that's an emote I can get behind. A woolly sleepy. I think there should be like a woolen bed emote, like a woolen tired. That's just like the spy that's just dead to the world.
Oh, that's so good.
I wouldn't
And, like
slip.
whenever you end the stream, everyone just spams that. Oh, that's
Oh my
great.
god, I can't wait for a woolly small. It's just a small woolly. Because it's small.
Why?
This heavy is not. I just love the word small and I want it in my life.
Ooh, and then a woolly big, and it's just like a really close up of the woolly wave spy's face.
No, the budget. I want the budget. The budget. The budget. The budget. Gold. Why does it take me 4 times to say the word budget?
You said it all 4 times too, which is stranger.
The the brown birdo.
Are you being
One-
racist?
Woolen, is there a TFTV thread or YouTube video where you can add casual to your HUD? Wait, give me a sec. Why did you put the label text to the team? I'm sorry, I've got no idea. I don't know. Look at a couple of HUDs. How do you meet people? A small snack. Oh, this Korea name. Yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna end it. I'm actually quite
I guess
tired.
I'll start streaming then. Haha.
Start streaming now and I'll host live more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can be quiet, Dan.
Good
Shut the
night.
fuck up.
Good night, stream. I'm quite tired. Have a good sleep. I'm going to host Life Mars, so if you want to watch Osu,
I'm gonna preview for like a couple of seconds to make sure everything's
well,
angled correctly.
I'm ending the stream now. Good night. We're
Okay,
going to
and
go
I'm streaming.
go sleep more tomorrow. Haha. Bye. Post a Panoko in chat, please. Goodbye.